was about to say Breath of the Wild.
That's a different game.
It's a game I want to see how it is.
Is that like modern Leisure Suit Larry? It's like
Oh, dude, that would be a funny parody, dude. Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry. Breast of the Wild. Oh, no.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. Today is December 9th, and we are your hosts, LG857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Sticks.
Turbo 857. And tonight we have a very special guest on the podcast. Please welcome retro game enthusiast, arcade cabinet collector, scavenger / modder, who's also no stranger to doing a little cosplay in the beginning of some of his videos. Please welcome for the first time on the podcast, one of YouTube's most favorite gaming personalities. Introducing Retro Ralph.
Oh my gosh, that's like a killer intro right there. I don't even know what to say right now. The good thing I had that energy drink, because that is a killer intro right there. Thanks so much for having me, guys. This is so cool. It's the only social interaction I've had with a human being in 9 months. So thank you for having me.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem.
Welcome,
man. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is
Thank
cool.
you, man.
And I got beers. You told me I got beers with me. I figured 6 was good enough for 2 hours, I think.
Yeah. 6 is
Otherwise,
good.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to be just passed out. You'll see nothing.
More than
That's
enough.
awesome.
It's more than enough. Hopefully you got a diaper as well.
I was actually thinking about that. What am I going to do about it? Do we take bathroom breaks? Do we have intermission?
do. We do.
We
that?
do.
I mean, if astronauts can do it, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We don't judge. We don't judge.
No.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. We have Big Choco, who's not with us today, but he is in the chat, so he'll be monitoring the chat so far.
Got a couple heads in there. We got Retro Soft Studios.
Yeah,
Retro Soft.
Mason Conrad in the place. What's going on, guys?
That's right, man. What's going on, guys? And just like every podcast, we always start off by talking about the games we've been playing for the week.
Hell yeah.
And in that case, who'd like to start?
You want to start with Retro Ralph? Man, would
Why
you like
not?
to
Would you
start?
like to start, sir?
All right, cool. I'll start. So I knew you were going to ask this, but it's weird. So we have this. We do that podcast on Sundays, and they had this arcade auction. So I've been buying arcades at auction all the time, and I won a T2. Do you guys remember the old school T2 with the legit Midway T2?
Yes.
Impossible.
Yeah. So I haven't really had a chance to play it, and this week is it's been a little bit, work hasn't been as hectic, so I have it downstairs in this little makeshift arcade room I have down there, and I've been playing a ton of it, but I never I forgot how freaking hard that game was. That game is freaking stupid hard, and so I've been playing a lot of that. I haven't had a chance to play anything on a console, although I did play one console game this week. I played Outrun 2. So I don't know if you guys remember Outrun 2.
Yes.
But,
Oh, yes.
so the original Outrun is cool, but I don't know, Outrun 2 is sick because it has these over-exaggerated drifts that you can do, stupid drifts. No actual car could ever do this. It's so much fun. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. Those are the only 2 games I've been playing this week, so that's
Awesome.
kind of that.
Outrun's awesome.
That's
Outrun 2's awesome.
that's like the epitome of arcade racers, man. That's like the
Based on the Xbox one?
Outrunners 2 was on, it was on the Xbox. I think it was on the Xbox Live.
Not Outrunners, Outrun 2.
Outrunners was a split screen 2 players, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just about to say, which one
yeah.
was the co-op one or
Yes.
something like that?
I
It was
don't know.
Outrunners?
I
Yeah.
don't know if it was co-op, but it was at least 2 players split screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And
There's
Outrun,
one per game.
It was what?
FX Unit Yuki, baby.
Oh, that's the one for Genesis.
That's the Genesis
Look at
version.
that. That's the Genesis version.
I went and dug it up because we talked about that last night. I was like, I couldn't remember. It's FX Unit Yuki. We're like, it's Yuki something.
Yeah, it's Unit and then Yuki.
Saramaru.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shout out to Saramaru.
Yes.
Radical Reggie.
Yes.
We got Peter Cap in the chat. Peter Cap. Cap.
What's the cap?
Oh man, I guess I'll go next because I've only been playing 2 games. Of course, for Tetris Tuesday, I played a little Tetris 99 with Retro Soft Studios and also Turbo 857 and Big Choco.
That was pretty cool.
I tried out the team battle mode for not really the first time. I did it a few times before in the past, but I never really did it with friends and or locally, I guess you could say. And I also invited everybody in the chat that wanted to play. Was also welcome.
And you invited a demon.
Oh yeah,
And that definitely backfired when I forgot his name already.
Ring. Yeah. He was from Japan.
From Japan. He's like, hey, I'm from Japan. I'm like, oh, cool. Welcome aboard, man.
Can I play?
Yeah. I'm like, sure.
Waxed.
Freaking, he ran the. I'm like, I don't know.
He played in 3 matches, won all 3 matches. Said, bye, guys. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I was like, he's a demon. I'm like, this guy's crazy.
He was sick.
I didn't have a chance to. I didn't stand a chance.
And he waited for you to be at the end, and
Yes.
then it said, "Oh, you got a lot of lines coming."
I didn't stand a chance.
He didn't even have a chance to like.
I was just like, wow, this guy.
I'm like, something's not.
The controls were good. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what was going on, man? This shit was crazy. Retrosoft's very good.
Yes.
He's good too.
He's very good.
Yeah, man.
that
I
like
gave
Herman?
him. I
Yeah,
gave
like
him.
Herman,
yeah.
I gave him a little pointer. I remember he said he finished in 3rd, and he's like, yeah, I need some pointers to help me. And I gave him a little trick, a little tidbit.
Yeah, I had some battles. That was pretty good.
And sure enough, it helped him out, man. But you're pretty good, man. You're pretty good there, Retrosoft. Good stuff. But yeah, that guy kicked our ass though, man. That ring.
He's in the chat. He's like, he kicked all our asses.
Yeah, no, it was bad, man. It was bad.
I saw his gameplay on your screen when you were spectating, and
Yes.
it was just blocks were just appearing.
Yes,
I was
yes,
like,
yes.
yo,
No,
what's going on? I was like, I don't even see him drop. I just see him appear.
Yes.
Like at the bottom. It's like it was insane.
He's like, I have a modded version of the game that no one else has.
I did the spectating on his side. I'm like, I don't know how the heck he's doing this. I have no idea how he's doing this, but whatever, man. And then he left. I'm like,
They ported any of those Tetris games to like VR yet?
yes.
Do you ever
Tetris Effect for the PS4 is in VR. And I
And
tried it actually 2 weeks ago for the first time. I tried Tetris VR, and it's man. I mean, I'm not a big fan of VR. It was actually I threw it out a question out there in the chat, and everybody wanted to see me try it, so I was like, all right, I'll try it. But I was very hesitant to do it. It's manageable. It's not my preferred way to play Tetris. So I would prefer to play on the screen, but it was cool though. It was cool.
I gotta try it out.
And then of course the game that dropped yesterday, I picked it up and I just played for a couple of minutes. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2.
Oh, how is that?
It's not bad.
Good.
It's not bad. It's very similar to the first game, but they added some polish and some differences. Like for example, I remember the annoying voices. They're still in the game, but
I assume so. When I saw the characters, I'm like, yep.
They're not as annoying. But what they did was they added, you know how like in Street Fighter when you do your special move,
Yes.
how like the screen stops or whatever, and they did that when you do a Tetris,
Yeah.
and then when you do like a 3 chain or whatever, they do like different animations and stuff to change it up.
Oh, really?
It's pretty cool. I was like,
cool.
oh, that's different.
About the Puyo Puyo part, though.
Oh man, that's for the that puzzle game. It messes me up, man. I'm exclusive to Tetris, but I only did the marathon mode in Tetris, and then I messed around with the arcade mode, and there's so many features and so many modes in that game. I've only played like maybe 20 minutes of it, so
Tune in next week.
so yeah, that'll be the next Tetris Tuesday stream. So. But that's about it. That's all.
So you're playing?
Yeah.
What's up, Casano, in the chat?
What up, Casano? Casano magic.
Casano magic.
One.
One.
The only one.
You want to go? Or?
I'll go next.
okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Play a little Avengers, and next time I play it, my Hulk is ready. My Hulk.
Oh,
is
you're
ready.
messing with Hulk?
I'm gonna mess with Hulk next
Yeah,
time.
we need a Hulk in the squad.
Yeah, Jay won't do it. Jay won't do it. So I was like, I gotta bring Hulk in there. He hasn't been featured yet. Hulk's coming in there.
Hulk smash.
Level 69. Let's see. Little Smash. Link is still in the 8 millions. Still in the 8 millions.
8 million. That's what it is now.
He's not going no. I think Elite is 7.9 maybe.
Okay.
7.8 and a half, 7.9 around there.
Okay.
That's
For anybody that's not familiar, can you explain what Elite?
Okay, when you play Smash Brothers online, and you play competitively in the rankings on there, Elite is like the top tier. They call it the best in the world. Best in the world.
Yep. No, it's the
Best
top,
in the world.
yeah,
Wow.
top people in the world. Yeah.
Probably top 200,000 or something like that. It's a lot of people. It's still a
And
lot.
it's rated with GSP.
GSP, yeah. So,
Global Smash Power is what they call it.
yeah.
1%.
And I think the highest person right now has a GSP. I think it's 8.5. I think it's 8,500,000. Yeah. And I'm at 8.2, I think, with Link.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's-
That's pretty damn good, dude.
I shot up there and I'm like, I'm killing these motherfuckers. I'm like, every time I get into a match, I'm just like, all right. I was like, I can get smacked down anytime, and I'm like, nope. I was like, I'm still killing him. For the corn, he was at the edge. He was on what was it, Peach's Castle, whatever like that. He was at the edge. It was a close match. Kept shooting arrows at him. He was blocking, and he just fell off the edge. He fell straight down.
It was just like a quiet death.
it was a quiet death. I'm like,
I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna fall straight.
I'm like,
down.
he must be pissed. If I lost like that in the heated match just on some whiff, I would have been pissed.
I
But-
recorded a couple recently that I was like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious how I killed that guy. I gotta like play that again.
Pac-Man was beating me at first, and I was playing catch-up the whole match. He stood by it. He was trying to grab like the key to throw it at me. I threw a bomb in his mouth, and then fucking he exited out the side. I'm like, he must have been pissed. Some people got bad deaths.
Retrosoft says you're not CM Punk though.
Nah,
You are not the best.
You're
in
not the
world.
best in the world. That's the best in the world.
best in the world. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But other than that,
Are you Jericho though?
yeah.
Uncharted 4. I started playing. I brought that
Oh,
back
are you
up.
finally
Yes.
playing that game?
I brought it back. I'm playing Shenmue 3, so I was like, I can't just play Shenmue 3. So I put in Uncharted 4, and I lost my save, so I started all over again. Yeah,
You
I
lost
started-
the save. It's been that long.
It's probably on your PS4. It's probably on your PS4. So, but Uncharted 4 is a masterpiece, man. I love it. It's worth it to play it over. From
Four's the
beginning.
best. Four's
Yeah.
the best.
Seriously.
Four is easily the best.
Story with the brother and stuff like that. Got the grappling hook. It's a great game. So I look forward to beating that.
That bum ass brother, a deadbeat fucking brother, dude. That dude's a deadbeat. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Always looking for treasure. Is that all you playing?
That's it.
I'll go. I finished Resident Evil 3 remake. I'm sorry. Finally, awesome game. It took me like 8 hours to beat it. Really fun. I almost wish it was longer because I love the environment. I love the the chaotic city with cars everywhere. You can go into random stores at the beginning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I was very impressed with the last end part because the music really got like very. I don't want to say 80 dope 80s, probably 90s movies. Like when you're like we hear the awesome music in the 90s movies that comes on. That's what they had going on.
90s action movie.
It was so cool. Yeah. Very, very. I mean, I have my little nitpick things. I mentioned them last time
Yeah.
with the one part when the the insects shoving things down her throat and stuff. But
Oh boy.
I'm like, this is just so forced.
the
dude.
innuendo.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like, really? Do they really have to do that? Like, come on, dude.
Like the graphics are better. Put something down her throat.
Yeah, it's like I've always had a crush on her. So, no, stop it. But that's an awesome game. Great remake. What else did I play? I started Miles Morales today. Played like
60 frames.
stop it.
I'm just.
I played like 21% of the game. It's so intense. This shit is intense as fuck.
Yep.
Like they're just like moment after moment, fight after fight, and if you're not good with your skills in that game, you're gonna get embarrassed with a gunshot in your back while you're doing a trick. You get a rocket in your head. Like it's really you got to get good in these games, or you're gonna get embarrassed every single time. But it's awesome. I know already what I'm gonna rate the game, just like the last or Spider-Man. I'm gonna give it a 10. They're all 10s. Like the Spider-Man games are so dope. Like Batman, they're all 10s. They're all perfect. Other than that, I played a little Smash Brothers. I was a one match from being elite with Ike. And I lost 2 in a row, and I was like, you know what, fuck this game. Because Smash Brothers is one of those games, if you're playing competitively, if you start to get mad, just turn it off, because you're just going to lose 8 in a row.
Yep.
If you're on the rhythm of losing, and when you start facing the elite top people, and all the matches are close, if you start winning those, keep playing. But if you start losing those in a row, just turn it off. You got to put your controller
Gotta
through the
know
screen.
when to walk away. Man.
Got to know when to walk away, and,
Yeah,
that's
man.
it. But
It's like you're gambling in Vegas.
yeah, exactly.
Like, you gotta
Oh,
walk away.
how much did I lose? All right, let me get out of this table.
200,000.
Yeah, let me go.
All right,
drink some.
I'm good.
You gotta know your limit. Gotta know your limits.
Other than that, did we play something co-op? I feel like we did, and I'm just forgetting it.
Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yes, Age of Calamity.
Age of AOC.
That game is dope.
Yes.
That is probably one of the best
Warriors games
I have played. Really, hands down. If you're a Breath of the Wild, I was about to say Breast of the Wild.
That's a different game.
It's a game I want to see how it is.
Is that like modern Leisure Suit Larry? It's like
Oh, dude, that would be a funny parody, dude.
Breast of the Wild.
Leisure Suit Larry, Breast of the Wild. Oh no.
Breast in the wild.
Play that game for so long for such a small payout. I mean, it's worth it. But Breast of the Wild sounds awesome.
Somebody right now is watching, like, you know what? Let's put this. Let's do this right now.
They're Googling it right now. They're like, Breast of the Wild, nothing's coming up. Well,
It's done. It's been done already.
It's definitely been done, I guarantee.
I did forget to mention real quick, as far as co-op games, me and Turbo857 played Wargroove.
Double Trouble, yes.
Yeah, Wargroove.
You guys know what that yet?
Falaheen Mission 2.
3 more missions left.
Because that shit was like 2.5 hours, that one battle.
That was longer than that.
Yeah, it was
It was,
longer
it
than
was,
that.
it was like 3 hours. It was like 3 hours. 3 hours.
That
The
was
first time we did it was 4 hours because we did it remotely online.
Yes.
And we did it-
Oh, wait, you did that before?
We did that before.
We did that before.
We had to
Oh,
do
that
it
was the
over.
one that you didn't want to edit, right?
Yep.
Oh, God.
All right, here's what happened. All right, originally we this is during the height of the pandemic and the shutdown. Of course, we were trying to stream the game remotely, or actually record the game remotely, not stream. And he was recording his footage independently. I'm recording my side. Well, my computer ran out of storage space, so it only out of the 4-hour battle, which we won. Only 2 hours was recorded. So we lost another 2 hours of
Yo,
footage.
I would edit it like this. I would cut and be like, we won, just so y'all know. And that's it. We won. All right? I put up in text, yo, we won. That's it.
And I'm like,
Moving on to the next one. Fuck
I
that.
thought of it, but then I'm like, nah, this isn't good quality, man. This is like, this is
With me in the background tap dancing. Like, sorry. We won.
We do a reenactment. Like,
Had to get a costume.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So,
Wear costumes and everyone has their everyone got their lines? All right.
that's brutal, man. Like if you ever film something where your camera battery dies, but you don't know that it's dead, and you're like, I nailed that. Like I nailed it. You go back to your camera, you're like, oh.
Or the audio doesn't work. For
It's
some
the
reason
worst.
it glitches out and you
It's something. There's always
That's
something.
where you forget to switch the overlay. I've done that so many times. It's like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, we have our OBS set up for with our name tags, and sometimes we forget to switch it over because we play multiple games. And
Peter Cat pointed out.
Yeah, that was Peter. Yeah, thank God for the chat for that. They're like, wait, was Stallion supposed to be there today? I'm like,
Yeah, it's like-
I don't play this shit.
I'm like, oh,
I'm like, oh,
His name
you
tags
have
on.
to change
Shit.
it.
my name's there though.
My name is.
Whoops.
Whoops. Dude.
Terrible.
But yeah, that's all I'm playing.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, those.
All right. Well,
And then for me, I have laryngitis. So
that's what you've been playing?
I've been playing,
I never heard of that.
I've been playing laryngitis.
I've been playing laryngitis.
So I'm going to speak as little as possible. But I streamed for my Throwback Thursdays. I streamed Crystallis, or Crystallis, however you want to pronounce it.
And you couldn't listen to the music, dude.
And I started the stream, and I was already had my headphones on, everything, and I'm like, I got the readings in the computer, everything's fine. Everybody's like in the chat, oh, you sound good. The game sounds great. I'm like, I can't hear the game at all, and I know it's playing. I see the reading, and I'm like, all right, hold on. And then it takes like 3 minutes in trying to figure this thing out. I'm like, but I'm streaming. But I can't just stop this thing because it's all set. I don't want to deal with it again. So I'm like, all right, I turned it on. I can hear the beeps in the headset. I hear everything is working, but I don't hear the game. So I'm like, all right. So I love the music in this game, but I remember it. So I'm going to try and remember it as I play.
that memory better be kicking in.
My nostalgia in my head is playing the music as I play it, but I can't hear it and enjoy it with you guys. So I played through that whole thing. It was a successful run, but I couldn't hear it. It sucked. Like I turned the TV up. The TV I could hear it on, but when you have a microphone, you can't.
Yeah,
have the
you
TV
just
on.
only as faint as possible.
So I
you
put it
probably couldn't
on
even
one,
hear it.
just so I could hear the clanks of my sword, and that's it. I couldn't hear anything else. I was like, okay, I hear what's going on, kind of, but I can't hear anything.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
So it is what it is. I figured it out after I turned it off that I had to recalibrate the headset all over again from scratch.
Wow.
So it worked after that. So next one should be fine. But
Good.
since I won't be doing much talking on tomorrow's, me and Al are going to play a game to be announced.
One of my favorite arcade games.
Yes, we will announce it tomorrow.
Actually, I think Ralph, I think you like this game too.
Actually, might as well say no.
The Punisher.
The Punisher, the arcade.
Oh, dude, love the Punisher. I actually did a review on an arcade one-up cabinet, the Marvel superheroes. I didn't play any of the Marvel superheroes games because I'm like, the Punisher is sick. I just love because the Punisher didn't get a lot of love. Like,
He never
I
does.
actually like
Never
the
does.
Genesis version of the Punisher too, and a lot of people diss that game as
That was
well.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
Punisher's
that was dope.
sick.
That was good.
Yeah,
The Punisher's badass.
it's my
We'll be
favorite
right on
Marvel
that.
character.
Yep.
For the same reason, because he doesn't get nobody
Gets
talks about
no
him.
love.
I'm
I don't know
glad
why
that they
it
put him
does.
in
Yeah.
Marvel Ultimate 3.
Yeah.
You know, Ultimate
Yeah.
Alliance 3, he's in there.
You think he'd have a bigger franchise, but they don't really give him love.
Yeah,
they
I'm
don't.
surprised they gave him a Netflix.
Show is dope.
I was
The
very
games are dope.
surprised.
Everything
Show's
is
awesome.
everything the Punisher
I never
does
saw the show. Is the
dope.
show real good?
Ah.
Two
Do I need to
seasons.
watch it?
Yeah.
I need something to watch.
Yes.
Dude.
Highly recommend.
Please
that to you.
watch The
Yes.
Punisher.
Yes.
Please.
Should he
Yes.
start with the second?
All right, because
season
I just
or
finished the
third?
Michael Jordan documentary, which I'm like 2 years
was awesome.
behind on, which I love.
That's one of the best things on Netflix ever.
Yeah,
I got to start that.
Love
That's on
Bad.
the
it,
list.
dude.
The
And my
Punisher.
wife is picky about stuff. Like, if it gets, it's weird. Like, you guys are all married? No?
I'm married.
he's married.
He's married. The rest of us aren't.
I love my wife. I love her. but
Put up
Disclaimer.
disclaimer in the edited version. Put up the disclaimer. I love my wife.
entertainment has like degraded. Like the value of entertainment that we watch on TV has severely degraded.
She watches reality stuff.
Like, when I was just like, all right, babe, this was a good dinner. I'm going to go home. You go to your house, I go to my house, or wherever you go, and then I watch what I want. Like, that's kind of not happening exactly that way anymore. I hope she's not watching. She won't watch this in replay, but all right, Punisher. Do you think that could the wife get into Punisher, you think?
It's a
If she
little
likes
dark.
action.
If
It's
she
dark.
likes action, it's very dark.
It's very
Yes.
dark.
It's
The
brutal.
animals
It's-
get hurt in the Punisher.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
No,
so.
No.
All right, that's my baseline. If an animal does, like, we couldn't do the Tiger King thing because, like, she's like, "Oh my gosh, cats are getting hurt." I'm like, dude, it's just a little. She tried to get
It's
to
all
the next
acting.
Tiger King. I'm like, dude, we're gonna get through this. I know it. And then the next episode, they showed a little bit of like animal cruelty. I'm like, damn it! Like, can you just throw me a bone? Like,
Ruined the whole thing. Just completely.
part of the story, really. Like, erase that, and it would have been fine. She's
Wow.
as long as no animals get hurt, we're good on Punisher. So you're saying it's
Not
safe.
that I remember. I don't.
Punisher,
I don't think you guys
Daredevil.
did,
If you
no.
didn't watch it,
If you
Jessica
didn't watch-
Jones.
He didn't watch Daredevil then. Because
You-
if he didn't see Punisher, he didn't
Yeah,
see
if you
Daredevil.
did, you definitely didn't watch Daredevil.
I didn't watch Daredevil either. And that's like
That's a
6 years behind, dude.
Now you need to watch both of those.
Wow. And I
You're
thought,
gonna get addicted
you know what? I
to
thought
those.
my
Those are great.
show backlog was bad.
Watch Daredevil. Daredevil is first.
Life backlog is bad.
That's hilarious.
You got me beat. You got
Daredevil and Punisher will have you like,
those are-
yo, these shows are fucking
me
crazy.
beat. I binge watched.
I know the feeling. You gotta wait till she goes to sleep, or in the morning. My wife sleeps late, so
there you
when
go.
I wake up in the morning, take the baby downstairs, put on my shows. That's I got my pockets.
Situation. Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
you. You got a similar situation. Except my wife, she works late, so she goes to bed early. So it's cool because like tonight, I'll hang out with her for a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the Punisher first season of Punisher, doing it.
There we go.
The second season of Daredevil is the first Punisher, though.
yeah, second season of Daredevil
yeah,
is when
he's-
you first see the
yeah,
Punisher.
yeah.
They're both equally amazing.
They're good.
So
Both
you got to
good.
start there.
well, I mean, he's introduced in the Daredevil, but you don't necessarily have to. Like you don't. It helps.
I mean, if you just start with the other, it's fine.
It's
But
like I've never seen Jessica Jones, but it doesn't ruin the story because
I love
the
Jessica
other
Jones.
characters
Stop it.
interact.
I just said I love Jessica Jones. I'm not supposed to stop it. I said I
we've gone
love.
through
guy has
this.
a-
I didn't. I'm
We've
not
gone
gonna.
through
I'm
this.
not gonna say it again.
She likes whiskey.
This
If you watched 2 podcasts ago, you'll see what he
guy's
thinks.
crushing over here.
Just said I love Jessica Jones.
Just have to mention the name. And, he starts,
And other games that I played. So, like I said, I recently got the PS5. So, of course, the 2 games that are available for that everybody plays is Miles Morales and Demon Souls. So, Miles Morales I beat. It's not a long game. It's an amazing game. But
Is that 10 hours or no?
I didn't do everything in the game. I just got
Went
through
straight
it
through.
super fast. So it was like very, very fast. But I mean, the storyline is very solid. Like you don't have to. It's like all one story. It's like
Yeah.
watching a movie. It's like a movie,
Okay.
but you get through that thing in real time. So it's like a long, like 8-hour movie. But amazing, amazing game. I like the new powers they gave him. The electricity. It changes how you play the game, but they fight you hard.
They'll fuck you up. Really?
Yes.
They will.
So if you thought you were good at Spider-Man, you will get ragdolled.
You gotta get better. If you thought you were good, you have to get better.
I popped up like 20 feet and was just flipping. I was like, yo, what the hell just happened?
No, that shit's embarrassing,
They
dude.
turned it up.
But they make it, when you're good, it makes it look like you're amazing.
Yeah.
In that game, you look like you are a superhero, like beyond anything. The way they make you look cool,
right.
and you know you're hitting every button to do it. So you're like, did I just pull that off? I really did
there's
that.
a feeling like, oh, that.
Like if you jump off the wall, punch somebody, flip, punch them up, swing, and then grab somebody, like you're doing all this in real time. You didn't think that you could do something like that in the game.
But as soon as you mess
But it
up
clicks.
any of those things,
yeah.
you're blasted. That's the crazy part.
And
If you mess up any of that, you're
you see
blasted.
lasers on you constantly.
Yes.
If you
Yep.
don't take them out, they will follow you, and you will catch a bullet.
You know what's messed up? I forgot like completely the mechanics of Spider-Man, so I thought there was a counter button. So I was like, why isn't the counter working? And I'm like, dude, that's Batman. There's a dodge button. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this explains everything. I was about to look it up on Google. How do you counter in Spider-Man Miles Morales? And I'm like, wait, so there probably isn't a counter. Oh, this is not a counter. You just flip everywhere. Stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy.
Awesome game, though.
Shout out to the chat. Chat's going crazy right
Yeah, man.
What up, everybody in the chat?
Yeah.
Might have to do a giveaway later. I don't know.
Yeah, we should do it because we have a lot of codes.
Yeah, got a lot of
codes. Guys,
We
give
do
away.
have a lot of codes, man.
now. And I also
So
put in about
Arizona Arcade Heroes is in the chat. That guy, he's got some crazy. He does a costume business locally here in Arizona. He's got some crazy costumes. I mean, over the top. Like he's got an
Really?
Iron Man where you're like, dude, Iron Man's right in front of me. Like he's
that's
he
awesome.
does
That's
like
awesome.
kids. It's crazy because his business was kind of hurting through COVID, but he does like kids parties and stuff. You know, now people are being kind of, with COVID, they're like doing things where like people drive, like they don't go outside to do the event. He can tell it better than I do, but he's a good dude, but he's got some pretty killer costumes.
That's dope.
Like whole storage units full of costumes. Pretty cool.
About to order a Michael Keaton Batman outfit from him right now.
And we have
got it on order, right?
Dude, I've always wanted that for some. I don't know why. I just always wanted it in my closet. I don't.
Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah, I just want. I always want that
Wear
costume.
it? Like, would you just like chill in it? You think?
Probably would. Probably definitely on the podcast. I would just sit here.
Come
in the
home, I see you sitting on the couch with the freaking.
no, if we can go out.
back. It's like, man, we're in quarantine. What do you want me to do?
Yo, I
Because
would
a lot of
totally
you guys
wear.
live together, right?
These two.
Us three. Sorry.
I would totally like if that door is the way down to the basement. I'd put on the costumes, like it'd be all black out, like everything's totally dark, and I'd just be standing there as Batman, like just waiting. Like that's so awesome to do to your friend. Now I'd hate to be on the receiving end of that, but that'd be pretty awesome.
Dude, I have ideas already played out in my head of things I want to do with that out.
Like hang
man.
yourself from the ceiling, like bust a hole in the ceiling, just hang your half body out.
Just sit in the room in the dark, so when you turn on the lights, you're just like, what the heck?
That's hilarious.
You scared when about roommates like that anyway. Without the suit. In the dark.
We also got RetroSoft Studios in the chat as
Yes,
well.
RetroSoft.
And, that,
We
for
got a
anybody
ton
who
of people
doesn't
in there,
know,
man.
is the company responsible for Retromania.
I was about to say, what's they're not responsible for WrestleMania.
Not
Okay, they're not
WrestleMania. Retromania, my bad.
Yes.
No, successor.
It still trips me out that you guys are in the game, man. That's so cool. Like that's trippy.
Insane, man.
That's
I think-
amazing.
Especially too, because we used to play WrestleFest, man, in the arcade.
This is the spiritual successor.
And who knew it, man? It's like, who knew it that later we'd be featured in the spiritual successor
Of all games.
Yes.
It's trippy.
That's crazy.
It's very
man.
trippy.
Yeah.
You know?
And wrestling is crazy. We love wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling's cool.
I'm gonna throw something out to you guys, and you guys got to tell me if I'm crazy on this.
All right.
After WrestleFest, right? Like definitely wrestling games were all on all the console generations. I couldn't get into them after. Like there was a period of time where just like I didn't like wrestling games anymore. Am I like in some like minority on that?
No,
'Cause
you're probably in the majority
You
because
would have had to be a diehard
Yeah.
fan to deal with some of the stuff that happened in PlayStation era.
Oh yeah.
No, even before that though.
got into it. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just like, like I just was like I didn't have any. There's no direction. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, how do I suplex? Like, I don't know. I felt like I was just button mashing.
Too many gauges. Too many.
A lot of
Super
mechanics.
Nintendo didn't have that many good wrestling games. I don't remember.
just the Royal Rumble one was pretty
Royal
good.
Rumble.
It was pretty good.
It was like playing
Rumble was on
WrestleMania.
Royal Rumble was good. Yeah, that was
Royal
like-
Rumble was good.
Royal Rumble was good for Super Nintendo.
It was as hard as playing WrestleMania for Nintendo.
WrestleMania for Nintendo was horrendous. WrestleMania Challenge after that was good.
Tecmo World Wrestling was good,
That
and
was
Pro
good.
Wrestling for Nintendo was
Pro
okay.
Wrestling
Decent,
was-
yeah.
that
It
was-
was,
that was
ahead
a-
of its time. It was ahead of its
Yeah.
time. But when they got to like No Mercy,
Oh,
WCW Revenge, and all that, that's when they started getting really good because it was simplicity plus arcade type fun. But when the graphics started getting better, it got more complicated.
It says it's
They added
actually
so many-
the
Oh.
official sequel.
Correction. Oh, it's official. All right.
Oh, we stand corrected.
It had to pay for that. Now they can actually say it.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, it is
So
the
they
official
are the
sequel. Yeah.
official sequel. That's awesome.
That's
right.
awesome.
Retromania. That's,
is
that's
it,
it's official sequel. Wow.
They actually changed the name to Level 857 Mania.
Special mode
Special mode.
for all the YouTubers
Up, up,
fighting.
down, down, left, right. Let me see.
You too. It's wrestling. That'd be awesome.
Secret DLC coming up.
Retrosoft, Mike.
I ask you guys, I saw the screenshot of where you guys are in it. Are you in like? Is it like a certain arena that you're
Yes,
in, or is
yes.
it like all of them?
We're in this
Okay.
YouTube arena, basically.
Yeah.
It's the Too Many
Okay.
Games arena.
Too many games. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a bunch of popular YouTubers in the background, limited run games, and all that
John
stuff.
Riggs in there.
Riggs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And others.
That's awesome.
He said Riggs and others.
Oh, we love it. Oh,
I
it's
like how
crazy.
he said that. That was pretty funny, actually.
But I did have one more game.
Okay.
And I put in about 17 hours in Demon's Souls.
That game looks like torture. It just looks like torture every time I see you play that fucking game.
Nah, because you got to play it slowly. You can't just run through that game and you'll get demolished.
It's not a
So-
good. It's not good advertisement watching you play that. It doesn't make sense.
I'm saying you got to
Saying
build.
it just. I
I
don't
built
want
my
to play the
character.
game.
I died like twice. What you talking about?
I don't like.
I do
watching it.
see the appeal
Yeah,
because it's
but-
like I played a game like that before, but oh my god, those games piss me off.
If you go, listen, it's you have to learn it. If you go to a new area, your brain rewires itself to learn it again.
Hey, listen.
Like if I'm going through something I've already been through, I can run through that no problem. But the second I step into a new area, I'm like,
I remember you as soon as you took a step,
Yep.
you were dead.
the first
I was
time.
like, fuck that stage and fuck that game. What kind of shit is that?
Do
but I can go
here?
through there now. I can do it now. So yeah, it's all about that.
Well, as long as you enjoy it.
It's, I mean, it's a lot of it kills time. It sucks time.
know what?
17 hours in a week, like that's. I don't play games like
Well,
that.
that means you
anymore.
enjoy it.
I know.
There was
good.
There was a brief point I completely forgot to bring up about Resident Evil 3. Okay.
Oh,
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. All right. Hunters. All right. Hunters from Resident Evil 1. They're in the fucking game. Okay.
I've told that.
And
Like frogs.
they're so. I'm terrified of them.
Giant.
Like I play through all the Resident Evils, but like I know it's like a hospital area you're in, and then you see like the slashes on the walls because you know they're coming up. You know, you see dead zombies and stuff, but you still see the slashes on the wall and little files that you find talking about what the Hunter project is. And I'm like, they're coming up. They're coming up. I know. And then you hear something weird, and I'm like legit about to walk in a room. I stop, pause it, go on my phone for a bit. Like I'm stalling because I hate them so much. They're giant and they're terrifying. Like I turn into a complete bitch when it comes to the Hunters. But little did I know it's like a cinema. Like just like
that's
part
it?
one, they show a cinema when they pop in,
Oh.
but they put them right in front of your fucking face. Like
Wow.
it's legit like right there. I'm like, if no one's, I'm glad no one was in the house when I was playing that shit. Like I would scream like a bitch, like because they're so quick and they're giant. They're giant and they could kill you in 2 hits if they wanted to. I hate them so much.
Ralph, does your friend have a costume of a hunter from Resident Evil? I'm sorry.
Yo, I swear, if one of y'all did that, I come home, I would probably shit myself.
I'm just hanging up
And
in
if
your
not,
drawer.
there's a costume
That's-
idea right there.
Dude, that would not even
Resident
be
Evil
cool.
Hunter with animatronics and stuff.
I would not even talk to y'all.
So do you actually jump? Like, do you actually get scared when
I don't
that
jump.
happens?
I scream like a bitch though. Like I'll try to imitate. I'll be playing. I'll go like it's almost like I'm so shocked I don't move. I just scream at it. Like that's gonna do something.
So see, I feel you on that because I don't like horror games like at all. Like I can't do it. And so during Halloween, I was like, I'm gonna do Affected the Manor in VR. Like I was kind of like I felt like I'm gonna do it. It's been out for a long time, and if you guys haven't seen it, there's this part where there's this little baby doll. Have you guys played it?
No.
Hell no.
In VR.
This one, and it's like "Hush, little baby."
No.
It's singing that song, and I'm like, and you get like the spatial
I don't
audio,
like
so
that.
you're freaked the hell out. And it's got a little blinking arrow saying like, "We want you to pick up the baby," right? So I'm gonna do this. I got this. Like I'm fine. I made it this far, which was basically like 5 minutes into the game. And I pick up, it jumps. And the way I record VR is I got a green screen behind me. I fell through the green screen. It's all fell through the thing. So I feel you on that kind of stuff. Like I can't do it.
That's hilarious.
There's some things, not everything, because I'll play through Resident Evil 1. I have a little jump scare here and there, but like Resident Evil 2, I'm uncomfortable. But
Horror games are rough.
There's some things like the lickers in part 2, they make me so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I hate them.
lickers are foul.
I hate them so much. And the hunters are the same thing. So when I know they're coming up, I'm like, this is the part of the game I fucking hate. I hate it. Just give me a big weapon. I'll just roll in there and say, come on, motherfucker. But if I just have a pistol.
You saw me playing Fatal Frame. Like, it was not fun.
Yeah,
you
because you have a camera. I'm not playing
yeah.
that. What the fuck am I going to do with a camera?
Or
No, I don't need that
So
shit.
is the game you're talking about in VR too?
Which one?
It's in VR, isn't it?
Fatal Frame?
The one you're talking about playing?
No, that wasn't in VR.
Oh no, but
Resident Evil 7 is.
He played
Turbo
it.
played that.
you played it in VR.
And I knocked over the camera. It's like the camera I was just like, oh, like I went. And it's funny too because when you backtrack, you're thinking that you cleared out a place, you're going back through it, and you think that there's no one going to be there. But no, they put enemies back through this place. I was not expecting it, and they came like walked from the side right in front of you. I was like, oh shit! I turn around, another one's there, and I'm like, go! I just felt
Get this headset off me!
I knocked over the camera.
Oh.
It's we have it on the channel too.
This-
It's like
yeah,
it's
there's
good.
certain-
It was-
funny moment to watch though.
Have you guys seen the what I think is really cool? I've only seen a couple channels do this, and I have no idea how you would do it. I'd love to do it if I knew how, but they'll hook up a heart rate monitor to themselves,
yes.
and then
I've
it
seen
shows
it.
you the
Yes.
heart rate. Like that's pretty sick.
Yes.
There's an
Because
app.
mine would get like 190 beats per minute the whole time. I'd be like, nah, like all freaking out.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. Like I don't know how you do that.
There is an app.
but
I think it's with a smartwatch
I think so.
and an app that connects to
The computer, yeah.
Might have to try that.
I see it. I used to see it on Twitch.
Yeah, because that adds a whole new element. Because
yeah.
then they know when you're like, when you're getting stressed out, your heart rate's going up. I think it adds like
The viewers would be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they're going to have a heart attack live.
So, so you could talk shit, and then it's like, nah, motherfucker, you're scared. Look at your heart rate.
It's like our friend of the show, our boy Jammer.
Oh, God.
We love it. We love him to death, but he's like one of the worst when it comes to horror games.
Yeah.
And anytime he's like posting on his channel, I have to watch because like his reactions are I've never seen a reaction like his reaction. It's like Resident Evil 3, he like turned into a turkey.
Oh, dude,
He made a turkey noise.
that was the best.
One time he like tried to run out of his room, put his headset down, tried to run out of his room. Like this shit is out of control, and it's so funny. He hates it that I love it so much. I'm like, it's so fun to watch him.
Oh, it's a treat though.
Yeah, he said, oh, like what kind of noise? Like what kind of noise is that?
You do the so this was weird. When I watched myself in replay, I kind of was like, do I really do that? But I did like this weird like fist bumping thing as I was falling back, like this double weird like I was shooting some kind of. It was weird, man. I don't know what I was doing, but it was like
Batista.
It's electric shock.
No, man.
It's electric shock.
Oh man.
You're doing
Wasn't
voluntary
good.
things, man.
Yeah, no. When you're
wanna see-
terrified, you find a lot about yourself, man.
It's foul.
You can't
Exactly.
play too many of those.
Oh man.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
I think it's time.
Well, Chuck's not here, so Kev, someone else got to do the music with him.
Boom.
Oh, that was I like that. There we go. 2 weeks in a row.
It's like an orchestra.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Do the hand, be like, Psh.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's terrible, terrible, terrible.
Oscar Isaac to star in Solid Snake as Solid Snake in Sony's Metal Gear Solid movie.
Oscar Isaac.
That's
That means-
that's a just so you know who he is. Just the pilot from the new Star Wars movies.
Yes, that's right.
Because I didn't know who the fuck that was. I was like, who is this guy? I don't know.
As Solid Snake?
I can see it. I mean, obviously that picture is not Solid Snake, but I can see it.
Dude, that picture is crazy.
It's like a 007 character.
I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of hair.
But hey, you know.
But I mean,
Hollywood,
give him an eye patch, you can make him.
He's a good
Hollywood.
actor.
Yeah,
He's a good actor.
he had a lot of love in Star Wars.
But how tall is Solid Snake and how tall is he? Because I think he's like
Solid Snake's like he's an Asian, right? Nah.
Wait,
Wow.
Solid what?
Wow. What the hell?
Kojima. He's based off Kojima.
No, he's not.
It's like,
Not based
he's
on
not.
Kojima?
Dude,
what if I was that misinformed?
Yo,
dude, that is
I'm
terrible.
so
Dude.
confused because the last time I played Metal Gear was on the NES. I'm like, I didn't think he looked Asian, but all right.
Don't listen to him.
I don't know
don't
what he-
listen to
Don't
anything
listen to
Stick
him.
says.
He's Snake Plissken. He's from he's saving L.A. and New York.
Oh, boy.
Saving LA in New York.
Like how tall was he? How tall was
That was Kurt Russell, right?
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, how tall is
Russell.
Kurt Russell? 'Cause that's basically how tall he should
Well,
be.
he
question.
appeared bigger than Kurt Russell actually is.
Right.
I would say 6 foot.
Yeah, 6 foot is a
6
solid
foot.
height for
But
a Solid Snake.
everybody looks 6 foot in Hollywood, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
how
it's the
tall.
way they film
Look
it.
at Tom Cruise. Listen, everybody looks 6 feet.
No,
Yeah.
man, Tom Cruise is like 4'3".
Exactly. So as long as he's not standing next to anybody, he's fine.
That's funny.
They'll put him on a crate. He's fine. He's in boxes all the time.
Put him on a crate.
Listen, Solid Snake hides in
Hey
boxes.
Tom, can you just stand on this crate right here, Mr. Cruz?
They do it. If he's standing next to a girl who's
Where's
short,
platforms?
They'll put, yeah, they might put him on.
They're like, why is his arm so short? I'm like, were you that tall?
just put Solid Snake in a box the whole movie. You won't know how tall he is at all.
That's hilarious.
5'9".
That's 5'9", I guess.
Oh, wow. It's, okay, so
true?
he's 5'9".
5'9" would be good. All
Okay.
right, 5'9" you can rock with it. I
All right.
guess.
But give this guy an eye patch. It's fine. It just means that they're making a Metal Gear movie.
Yeah.
And I've heard that they were, but now it just means that they're actually
Gotta be
trying
careful.
to.
Well, it's Sony, right? Sony Pictures?
Listen, all I wanted it to be was 24, the movie. Like, just make it. Like when I wanted it to
Yes,
be,
yes.
like, he was actually the voice. Freaking
Yes.
Kiefer Sutherland. He was actually the voice of Solid Snake, which is
Yes.
funny because I wanted him to be Solid Snake. It's
In
acting like
Metal Gear
2000.
Solid
in
5.
part 1, part
5.
5, yeah. But in like 2003, I was like, yo, Kiefer Sutherland would be awesome as Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Because he was 24. And I was like, come on, just do it. Just do it back then. And this is how long? That's so long ago.
Oh,
That's
that is a long
17
time.
years
And
ago.
But he's gonna keep saying, set up a perimeter.
Well, he's old now.
Set up a perimeter. Set up a perimeter.
He can play an old Snake now. But, you know, he can't really do it now. So this guy, he's a good actor. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, if they pull off a 2-hour movie, it better be a franchise. 'Cause
Listen,
it has to
yeah.
be
They were
bigger
able
than
to.
that.
They were able to. Sony Pictures was able to take Sonic and turn that into a good franchise. Like,
After fixing-
movie. After fixing it, of course, but still, no, they were able to do it. And even if they did the same thing over again, which is to show a bad trailer and have the internet go crazy, and then then they change it after the fact, I don't think they'll do that. But
That's like the last movie I saw with my son, and I was like, this is freaking good.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Sonic was
actually
cool.
really good. Like, I
Yes.
had fun the whole entire
was.
movie. There was no part of that movie where I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
It was,
No,
it was,
good.
I was
I hear
so,
it's good.
so shocked that it was good.
yeah,
Wow.
Like, I thought it
I
was
haven't
going to
seen it yet,
suck.
no.
I was like, this isn't
I
going
haven't
to.
seen it.
you didn't see it?
What? You didn't see it yet? Get out!
You were alive
Dude, you
before
gotta
Sonic was
see
made.
it.
You have
Do you
to
guys
see it.
have you guys showed me the room? Isn't there like a big ass TV right
Yes.
behind
Yep.
you guys,
Yep.
in front of you guys?
Yes.
You need to sit down and watch
Yeah.
it. Tell the wife you're not coming home. Watch it tonight, and then come home
No,
later.
it's a good
Well,
movie.
tell her you're coming
It's
home.
on
just
Netflix
not
yet.
tonight.
Yo,
That was the last movie
Jim
I've seen.
Carrey was out of control in that.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, he was good in that.
You know, I was
That's out
iffy.
tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning.
I was iffy about Jim Carrey at first, but
Well,
like,
because
before
Dr.
watching
Robotnik
it,
is huge.
Yeah,
And you see
like-
Jim Carrey, like, he's not fat
right,
at all.
right.
But he freaking
Don't
owned
you
that.
feel like he was old school Jim Carrey in that too?
Yes,
like
yes,
he
he
was
was.
weaving in a bunch of these older characters. I felt like he was old school Jim Carrey. I loved it.
Every time he was on camera, I just couldn't stop laughing.
Oh,
Like,
you know
he's
the
hysterical.
scene where we.
I'm in charge.
Are you in charge here? Nope. Wrong.
I'm in charge.
That was a Jim Carrey everybody loves, and he pulled it back out because he hasn't done that in a while.
Pause.
He didn't
Can
do
you
that.
download it yet? Like, can you actually
Yeah.
download it on is it on any streaming services yet?
I probably rented.
Is it?
You could probably rent it. I don't know if it's
Oh,
a
I'm
free
sure
thing.
it's
Yeah, you
Not
can rent
Netflix.
it.
It's not on anything.
No, nothing
It should
free.
be on
Nothing-
something streaming.
Not streaming
I'm sure.
free yet. No,
Yeah.
That's that bullshit.
Amazon? No.
rent it free. It's like $6.
Hey, do you guys think this is dumb? I have this idea in my head. I'm gonna start collecting ultra DVDs. Is this a stupid idea?
No,
No,
'cause
not at all.
Styx does it. I'm just kidding.
Ultra DVD, HD.
Like the 4K DVDs. Like
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
start collecting
Joking.
the ones I like.
I wanted to
Is
do
that
that with
stupid?
Marvel, but it was too expensive, and I already have them all downloaded.
Yeah, that's my dilemma. I'm like, do I really want to do physical on movies? It's weird because I'm trying to hold on to physical on, with retro games, but like even that's starting to die out. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. It just looks so good though. You watch streaming and you're like, streaming 4K seems good.
Not the same.
And then you watch an ultra HD like 4K movie on an actual player and you're like, okay, crap, it looks way better. Like it really does if you have a good TV. So I don't know.
I have Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Anyways.
And that looks, with the colors and everything, that looks crazy. That's why I wanted to get the Marvel Universe stuff on there, because they have all the special effects
it looks
and everything.
sick. It you wouldn't think so, right? You're like, oh, it must, I'm streaming, I have high bandwidth, whatever. But then you watch it on physical and you're like, whoa, like my TV's pretty badass when you give it like good content. So I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, it makes streaming look like 1080p or like 720.
It makes it look crap. Yeah,
Wow,
it makes it
bro.
look 1080p.
Streaming 4K makes it look like 10.
It really does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
If you go into a store and be like, "Well, that TV looks amazing," in the store because it has an actual disc in there playing, then your
And
TV
local,
can
yeah,
do
I'm
it.
streaming it.
Your TV can do it. It just has to be an uncompressed file. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. But then they always had like Max Payne also. So you got to think of
Casting
those
is very important.
types of movies also.
It's kind of like
is
look
true.
at Wonder Woman, right? Perfect cast. I think she
yeah.
was perfectly cast. I think she did a great job. But when you fuck it up, though, it's could look like the Flash.
Yeah.
So wait, you guys were talking the Punisher up. Is the Punisher? Did they cast the
That
Punisher?
is
well?
the Punisher.
Perfect.
John Bernthal.
I didn't have a
Shane
problem.
from The Walking Dead.
I don't know if you watched The Walking Dead, but they used John Bernthal from The Walking Dead, who's always angry,
Nice.
and he's perfect.
Yeah,
He is the Punisher.
Okay,
in my
cool.
eyes.
I didn't have a problem with the other Punisher either in the movie though.
I
No.
didn't see the movie.
Thomas Jane.
I don't know his name. But
Thomas Jane.
He was from that HBO show.
Was it Warzone?
Not
Punisher
Warzone was trash.
No, that was.
I never saw any of them except for
But
Dolph Lundgren.
the first Punisher
First one.
movie. Well, not the first one because that was
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph
that was
Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
No, it's Thomas Jane.
Dude, Dolph Lundgren's the man.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
guys-
my dude.
That wasn't
still-
a bad Punisher.
I still
movie.
like that
I
movie.
like that movie.
I liked Dolph
yeah.
Lundgren at the
I
time.
like Dolph Lundgren.
I like that movie.
Guys, okay, seriously,
As
have you
Drago.
seen Universal Soldier?
Yes,
Of course.
yes.
That movie is the best, man. Like,
With Goldberg?
I know it's lame. It's all the lame things that action movies used to be, but it's awesome.
great.
It's great.
There's
Right?
good lame and there's bad lame.
Yeah.
Well, Van Damme was in that one, right?
Is it good lame? I think it's good lame.
It's good lame.
That was
Right?
good
Good
lame.
lame. Definitely good lame.
Universal Soldier was good lame.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the second one was not. That was with Goldberg.
That was
Yeah,
Goldberg.
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we saw that in
no, the
theaters.
second one.
Did we see that?
Yes, we saw that
Oh,
in the theaters. I
shit.
remember.
And he does the spear
Yes,
like
yes,
5,000
yes, he does.
times, if I
Yes, he
remember.
does.
I'm like, okay, guys, we get it. He does the spear. Like, come on, man. No,
And you know what the messed up thing is? It's like you can't have him in there without doing it.
Yeah.
Like that's the messed up part about it. It's like
But it's like, how many movies when The Rock first did acting did he do the rock bottom? He did the rock bottom in like 5,000 of his first movies. I'm
Like
like, okay,
Fast and
okay, we get it.
Furious.
The rock bottom's badass,
And
but
the
like
eyebrow,
that
too.
can't
He's
be your finishing move in wrestling and in movies.
Why don't you put him through a
Like,
table?
yeah, they have to go through a table.
Why don't
They
you
have
put
to
him
go
through a
through
table?
Gotta go through a
The
table.
Scorpion King can't do that.
No, he can't. Scorpion King can't get a rock bottom.
He did the eyebrow though. And
Do you
horrible.
guys remember
CG.
that cheesy movie? Do you guys remember that cheesy movie? And I don't know, as a kid, I thought it was the coolest movie ever. And it had Zeus in it and Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
guys remember that
Oh,
movie?
No
No Holds
Holds
Barred?
Barred.
No Holds
No Holds
Barred.
Barred.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
man.
so bad.
That-
now.
I saw it in the theaters.
Wasn't Undertaker
Same.
and the Ultimate
did
Warrior in
too.
that?
Yes, they were.
In the elevator?
Yes, they were.
Ultimate Warrior.
Like, as a kid, that movie, you know the things like nostalgia is a powerful thing, right? As a kid, I thought that movie was completely awesome. I'm just wondering if I watched it tonight, like, would I be
You
like,
should probably leave it.
yes,
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, the
Leave
memories-
it. Stream that.
the
Stream
memories
watching that.
you think so? You think I should leave it?
Stream
You
watching
should
that.
stream watching it because
Oh.
you're gonna be like, oh wow.
The
I don't know,
reaction
like,
will be
isn't that
priceless.
disappointing though when like you watch something from your childhood that you just thought was the best, a game, a movie, whatever, and you're like bummed out. 'Cause you did
Yes.
total actual crap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I saw some movies like that. and I
I
was
saw
like, oh.
a couple recently that still held up very
There's a
well.
bunch of them that still.
Transformers.
Well, some movies are ultra
the, nine-
cheesy.
the 1986 movie.
I think Turtles 2 didn't hold up too well.
Turtles
No,
1.
Turtles 2 did not.
Turtles 1 is
Turtles
Turtles
1
1 held up.
Vanilla
Yeah.
Ice not didn't hold
Turtles
up.
2 did
1
not hold
held
up.
Turtles 2 did not.
Did not
Sausage Nunchucks?
And
I didn't
3
have-
don't
I
even
didn't
watch
do
it.
Did
I
not
didn't
hold
do
up.
it. And 3 I never seen to this day.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch 3. I'll never see
watch
3.
it. I saw
The
it.
Go Ninja
That was
Go.
two.
Is
Two.
That was
Yeah.
2.
So,
That was
yeah.
2.
Everyone saw it.
3 was
I don't
straight
think I
to
liked two.
VHS, and I saw it at my
Oh,
cousin's
that was
house.
in the movies?
Yeah, no, 3 was in the movies.
in the
Yeah,
movies?
Yes, it was.
I
just
saw it.
know
on
when when.
I saw it on
Just
VHS.
like the newer ones? Like, are you into the newer Turtles movies or not really?
I was the only one who liked the first remake one, not the second one. The first one with the.
What's the one where they're like ready to play Buck? Let's play Buck. What's that one? I like that one.
Is that that's the first one?
The
I
first
think
remake.
so. The one with
that wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It was just
the one that everybody thought would be cool with Krang and everything sucked so bad.
the sequel to that. Yeah.
I gave the first one a shot until what's her face? Was her name
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox tried so hard to ruin
That
that.
was okay, though,
She
right?
drop kicked
Yeah.
Shredder or some shit at the end. I'm like,
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
shit off.
Wait. Which one did she drop kick Shredder in? I don't think I even
It was
saw
at the end of
that.
the first one she was
The
in.
first remake.
Yeah. The newer one was decent though.
I was like, get this shit.
I like the
that.
fights.
I feel like I would remember Megan Fox dropping kick Shredder. I go
Oh, no,
back
she
and
did-
watch
she
it,
did
like,
a
that's just
move.
weird in general. Like that whole thought
Yeah.
is weird.
She did a move at the
Because the
end.
turtles would get their ass kicked by him, and she comes and drop kicks
Yeah,
him. That
no,
seems
That
that
was
so
a
weird.
drop kick. It was like a last move to knock him off something, but it was not.
I think they did
she's
it.
not
'cause
a hero.
I think they did it because the audience wouldn't expect it, so they
She
just.
was not the hero.
I don't know
man.
why they decided to do that.
Determined to get you guys to not be able to get through these four. That's four. These four topics.
Oh,
I told you about the derail.
yeah. No, you're
But
right.
yes, I am looking forward to the Metal Gear Solid movie. Hopefully they pull it off right.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Ready.
Austin Creed joins the G4 cast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now this was an awesome surprise during the special that they had, the reunion special that they had. I'm still wondering what they're going to do with the channel, but you know, adding Austin Creed is not a bad thing.
Yep.
He's an entertainment guy. He's
Yeah.
done video game stuff for a very long time.
Up, down, there.
I don't have any doubt that he can pull it off. And from what I've heard from the cast, they all love him. And
He's a
thinks that he-
passionate
thinks
dude.
that he fits in perfect with them.
Seems like it too. Yeah, he's
He has
very
that
enthusiastic.
personality, like that kind of humor with them. He could
Yeah.
he could gel with that.
So if he can add to them, and if they're there, I'm fine as long as they're there.
Right,
but,
right.
but I mean, if he has his own show or whatever, I'll check it out. I'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
And I'm definitely not against him being part of the G4 cast. I mean, I'm jealous because obviously you'd want to be on G4. It's a gaming channel.
You guys want to start? You guys want to start a network called G5, and we just do it?
Hey, we might be
I'm
around
down.
longer.
G857.
Isn't G5 the plane too, right? Or
G857.
G6? Or G5 was the plane, but G6 is a plane too. We'll call it G6 just because that's like the later model.
All of these are
I'm in.
cars of some sort. But I mean, if it's on YouTube, they have a chance of surviving and being on there. But you know, I don't know what channel they're going to be on, so we might outlast them. I don't know. I hope that they're successful with whatever they're doing.
Is G4 going to be YouTube only?
I wish it was.
I wish it was too.
because then it can be around forever. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd be cool.
I think it's going to be on
it's
the.
not going to be. It'll be network television
It's
too.
gonna be both.
I don't know the way they did the reunion show was, but.
Yeah.
But if it was if it's just on this Peacock network thing, I'm like the streaming service from was it NBC?
Yeah.
Is that the Peacock network?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
I just hate that name.
the
But
peacock.
Yeah,
if it's
Peacock
only
is
on there,
terrible, man.
they're doing a Punky Brewster
Bad
remake
name.
too. Only on there, yeah,
A Punky Brewster remake.
yeah. And I
Really?
think
Who the heck is gonna?
Why?
what the hell? What was Saved by the Bell remake on? They just put that out.
It did.
I don't know what streaming service it
I
was.
forgot.
Anybody in the chat
I
if y'all
forgot
know?
it, but yeah, I forgot what.
But-
I think it was Netflix, wasn't it? Saved by the
Not
Bell.
on Netflix. No,
No, it wasn't.
No, it's on something that I don't.
No, I'm
have.
thinking.
Full House?
What's the other one? Oh, I'm thinking
Full
Full
House.
House or something.
Full House was Netflix,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
had to live
That's
through
canceled
that
already.
for a couple
Yeah,
of
it
years.
got
My
canceled.
kids
It
were all
got
into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's part of the reunion thing. But you know, if it's on there, hopefully it can stick around, and hopefully our peoples are back, like Kevin Pereira and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, you hear my voice?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
It's going.
Hey, was G4 the? Do you guys remember the show? Oh, I'm so sad. I'm buzzed off of like 2 years.
Let's do another.
That's the dad mode kicking in. What's up, fellow dad? You know what's up.
Hell yeah.
What's the show? It had like Kevin Rose and what's the other dude's name?
Was it Screensavers?
Screensavers.
Do you remember the show? They had
talk
a
show
show
kind
where
of
they would like they did this skit called Edward 40 Hands where they would duct tape 40s to their hands and they would have to get through the show, but their hands would get super cold.
I don't know
You guys
about
not remember that?
That sounds terrible.
Don't you guys love to do that though? Like part of me is like, that's totally not something an adult should do. But I'm
We're 40. That's a
if
lot.
you guys would be willing to duct tape 40s to your hands
Yeah.
through
That's
an
the-
episode, I would join. For
Yeah,
one,
right.
I would.
That's the
It's
G4 I
sad.
want to see. They have to
want
do stuff like
post
that.
it.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
G4 had some crazy humor
Oh.
that like it's
Dumb.
so,
It was so dumb.
It was so dumb, but it was
Yeah.
fun. It's so funny. It's
They
like
had a
that
charm.
level. Yeah, it's so charming and
Had a
like
charm too.
I like the shots of hot sauce. That was
yeah.
funny.
But they literally invited you into their living room. Basically,
Yeah.
it seemed like that's what they were doing.
Yeah,
And
Kevin-
it was like dumb stuff.
Kevin
Yeah.
Pereira is just
Yes.
just a legend.
Olivia Munn was on the reunion also.
Yeah.
They were together. It was awesome.
Yeah,
they
they-
did Around the Net. It
Yeah,
was amazing.
they're
And they
ca-
didn't miss a step.
Their chemistry is it's unheard of. It really is incredible. Same thing with Adam Sessler.
Yeah.
You know, he just
Morgan
got
Webb.
back at it. You
And
know?
he would be bitter. You would think he would be bitter about
yeah,
it.
about how
Like,
they
yo,
fucking.
I didn't want to
yo.
be here.
Yeah, and he was chilling. He was good, man. And
good.
yeah, if we can, we need to get some of them on the podcast. Is what I'm saying. You know,
Yo, we don't.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. We gotta get-
It'll be on the Peacock
like
Network.
a couple years behind though.
Was it?
Because I don't think that was on G4. It was called Dig Nation. That was the name of the show.
Oh,
You
I
guys
think
not
that was
remember
on.
that
That
show?
wasn't on G4. No, because he made Dig. The guy left G4 or Tech TV.
Yeah, that was the Kevin Rose dude.
Yeah.
And then the other guy was like Alex Albrecht or something. I think he had like crazy hair. He had like the faux hawk
Yes, yes.
for a while when that was cool, you know?
Uncle Ted.
Faux hawk thing.
That sounds familiar.
Was that ever cool? You guys are like, you guys just looked at it like, yeah, that wasn't
Wait a
cool
minute.
ever.
I never rocked that.
Oh, fuck no.
I've seen people with it. Man,
Yeah.
people with
You can
that.
do that now though.
You still can, yeah.
You can.
I mean, I could do a lot of things.
You can
with
put
this.
that up right now. Whatever you
I could
call
do,
that.
I could do the Mugatu.
No,
Oh,
no,
gosh,
You don't want the
please don't.
Mugatu? No.
No.
There's a chat want the Mugatu. We don't.
You
Was
the
like
Mugatu.
that era's man bun.
The man.
Man bun, yeah.
Oh, you can do the man.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
easy.
No, but I think that the faux hawk was that era's man bun.
Yes, yes,
like
it
the
was.
faux hawk
Yeah.
was the man bun.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are like, shut up. Next topic.
It was a good network, man.
So I mean, it's gonna be weird to see how they figure it out with Austin Creed being on WWE.
Yeah, he's wrestling. He's
And
got his
doing the
channel.
show.
And he's doing the G4.
Like you got to be full time traveling. Luckily, right now
He
they're not
already
traveling
does it.
everywhere. Well, I'm saying they're not traveling everywhere right now because
Right.
they're in the Thunderdome and they're stuck in
Right.
one spot.
Right.
But when they start traveling and going everywhere, I don't know how he's gonna pull.
Yeah,
it off.
just about to say, how's his schedule going to be?
Unless
Is he
the 2 days that he has off, he's gonna film like crazy. And these guys,
He's
just
like
gonna
Nick
work.
Cannon. Nick Cannon could do like 700
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
at
he
once.
did,
Like,
yeah.
that guy,
Point, Nick Cannon, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
I thought they
I
canceled.
don't know how the hell that guy does that.
They were on the verge of
Him and
canceling that guy.
Rob Gronkowski had that, like when he was on the Patriots, he had that other show on like Nickelodeon. It was like they'd show clips of like it was like America's Funniest Home Videos thing.
He was on that.
Yeah,
Gronkowski.
he was on that.
I'm showing my kids. I'm showing the kids thing. You get never mind. It was like you know that show on MTV. What's that show on MTV where they show like people messing up on like different things? What's that shit?
With the chick that laughs like a freaking chicken.
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's
Like a
I said
chipmunk.
everything.
Yes, the dude. It's a
that-
skateboard dude. It's a skateboard
Or
dude.
go-
Yeah, it was
heck is
it
the
was
name of the
like
show?
Rob Gronkowski's version of that show
Oh,
on
okay.
Nickelodeon.
Okay.
He was like playing for Patriots then. I don't know how the heck he did that show and was a professional athlete.
It's probably
and,
his
like, whatever.
studio at home.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's probably just popped in there for like, all right, let me
Probably.
just film some nonsense and then we're good.
That's crazy. Probably.
I think-
Ridiculousness.
I
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Ridiculousness.
With the untalented chipmunk chick.
Yes, she'll stick around. She sticks around.
who's the I don't know who you're talking about. Who's the untalented?
I don't know her
chipmunk
name.
Chick?
she would just sit there on the couch and go the whole time. That's all she did. That's all she
She's
did.
blonde, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's blonde,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
But isn't she? Yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
She's like a rapper.
No, I
Yes.
will refuse to call her a rapper. I don't give a fuck what song she has out.
He's a rapper, man.
She's not a rapper. She laughs on the couch.
Someone must know who she is. I don't know. Anyway, I know.
Someone's
We don't
gonna
need to know.
someone's gonna pop
Somebody
up. in the
knows.
show.
Somebody knows.
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna sip my low-calorie IPA while you guys.
Give a shout out to the chat once again.
Yeah, man.
Kitsune Sama's in there, and what is it?
Chanel West Coast.
Yeah,
Yes,
Chanel
yep,
West
yep,
Coast.
yep,
Jeez.
yep. That's the name.
Leave it to Chalk.
Chanel, let's go.
Chuck
We
knows
don't
all
talk.
these
Yeah, big chalk nose.
irrelevant
No,
people.
she doesn't rap. She doesn't rap.
Nope,
she
she
just
doesn't rap.
talks over a beat. That's different.
Yeah, she doesn't rap.
She talks over.
She raps.
False advertisement, everybody. She doesn't rap. She laughs.
So moving on to the next topic, I would like to see how Austin Creed does on the channel. Hopefully, it's successful. I think.
Yeah, I
he
think
has a good
I
shot.
think he'll knock it out
sure.
the park.
I
Yeah,
think he
I
adds
agree.
excitement.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Can I just add that he looks like Busta Rhymes? Please?
In that picture, yes, he
That
does.
picture,
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if Austin Creed is that dude's Busta Rhymes.
Like a young version.
That's hilarious.
Moving on.
Mario Kart.
Japan's Mario Kart arcades are being updated to add infinite green shell mode and Wario. You hear the struggle?
You gotta turn into Yoda, you will.
Depends. So how many people have seen a Mario arcade in America? I have not.
Nah, neither have I.
I've heard of them in Japan and I've
wait.
seen them.
No.
Is there one in like
You know,
I think
Vegas?
it's
I've been
Dave and Buster's.
for a while.
Is there one in Dave and Buster's?
I think there is one in Dave and Buster's. I've seen one. Now that I
Okay,
remember.
For sure.
And it's a multi. Yeah, I see the picture there. It's a multi-racer game, right?
Yeah.
With the
I saw them 9 months ago, and I haven't seen them since.
Yeah?
I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure they're probably super expensive.
Wow.
Probably a couple thousand to get, especially if you're gonna get multiple ones. It's probably way too much.
Yeah.
But probably like
I think
Dave and
that's
Buster's would be the only
cool.
ones with it.
What was that, Ralph?
I think that's really cool, but you know, arcades are kind of like I'm really like sad in a way that arcades may not see through COVID. You know what I mean? Like they may just cease to exist. A lot of them, which sucks.
Yeah.
And you guys had an awesome one in New York, the Chinatown Fair. Like, did you guys ever go there?
I went to the one in
I
Times
went to-
Square.
I went
Last
to the one in
arcade
Times
spot
Square,
I
yeah.
went to was the Barcade,
There's a barcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bar,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the-
There's a
which
bar
was
case.
dope.
Well,
That's how I got
every-
introduced to that battle mode in Pac-Man. That shit is crazy. That shit was fucking insane.
Pac-Man's badass.
That's
It's fun.
Yo,
Like,
Yeah.
battle mode in Pac-Man's crazy.
A barcade is cool, but like all of the controllers are broken. Like all of them.
That's not true. That's usually.
I was like, yo, let me
Those
get
are
into Street
drunks.
Fighter.
Oh, 'cause
you
you're drunk,
can't
man.
duck.
It's like,
Drunks.
There was no buttons.
yeah, they hope that you're too drunk to realize it. You're like, yeah, it's awesome.
There's so many variables.
man.
Drunkenness.
Variables.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things that can
Doesn't do
happen.
anything.
I just saw like cigarette butts burnt on everything, and like I played Street Fighter Alpha 3, I think, and the jab button worked.
That was it.
That's it.
Oh shit!
That's it. I won my first fight too, and I was like, "This is
Wow.
a waste of money."
We're just jab.
Wow.
And then
It's
I
just a
played-
jab.
I played The Simpsons, and
Oh, that's always
the
right.
start button didn't work.
You have my money,
Took
but
the
I
money.
just can't play.
I couldn't start it.
What
I was
the
like, "What kind
hell?
of crap? I got to play as freaking Marge." Like you had to move. Like I didn't work. Oh me! It didn't work. The only person you could pick was Marge.
I always hated when there was a line for like a particular game that you wanted to play, and it's like you play something else, you come back, there's still a line. It's
Well,
like,
we're gonna go into arcade memories later.
Yeah.
Because we have
You
someone
guys
who loves
need
some
to
retro
watch
arcades.
the Chinatown Fair documentary because it's like it. I don't know. I'm so weird nostalgic for arcades, but like I think now this is only us here.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
22 people on YouTube. I don't know where everyone else is watching, but like I cried a little bit in that movie. Like I literally did. Like it was sad.
Documentaries make me
Because
cry.
there were people that went to this arcade that was like their escape from the reality of their life. Like their life wasn't that great. So like I'm gonna cry right now, guys.
Let it all out.
Like
Yeah.
it's touching though, because these people like that was their that was their family. It was I don't know. It's like sad to me that we don't have gathering places like that really anymore, and especially now.
It's called the lobby.
So like those people that needed that place,
Yeah.
what's that place now?
Yeah, everything's online.
yeah.
857, baby. That's what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna start it here. You hear it first.
Yeah,
This is the family right here.
yeah, that's right.
Who's the godfather?
I don't think I can't do the voice. I'm sorry.
I love the attempt.
That's all I got.
I could probably do the voice.
Oh, you probably could.
Yeah, you probably could do that.
I would destroy my voice trying that right now.
Hear over all the sound. What were you gonna do right there? Like, what was that? No.
That's all I got. That's it. That's all I
You sound
got.
like the God Pigeon from Animaniacs.
Yes. There we go. Yes, the God
The
Pigeon.
God pigeon
That's
No,
it.
no
That's all I got.
voice, no
from the Good Feathers.
Oh, the Good Feathers. The Good Feathers. Yes.
That was so amazing. I gotta watch the remake. They're remaking everything.
I got to work on that
Yeah,
impression, man. That's all. Terrible.
But infinite green shells, like how's that possible? That's not a good fun
Infinite
mode.
green
Like,
shells.
So
could
you
you
just-
imagine just shooting green shells all over the stage? Like, it's not fun.
That's not fun.
That doesn't seem like something I'm gonna
If
put
you have
my money
12
in.
people playing, like, there's usually 12 on the track, all shooting green shells, that's a
Everywhere.
stupid fucking idea.
It's, apparently
know.
it's fun.
No, it is not.
It's better than Infinite Red Shells, but
That was super fun because they have a webcam or whatever. They have a camera. So like I remember when Dave and Buster's was like kind of, when we would go there, like you take your picture. So like my son would be like, and so like when you're racing, like you see that, like when you're coming up on him, you see his like, like it's fun. The game is cool in the arcade because like if four of them are linked together, like you see, like especially if it's kids, because they're all like making stupid faces. as an adult, you want to beat the kids, of course. So like this game is actually really fun. It's kind of neat that they're updating it. Unfortunately, I don't think any of us will actually play it because I don't know, or sometime, whatever that is. But it's pretty cool.
I've seen it. I just never played it. I've seen it though.
I wonder if it's as good as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Nothing
Came out
is
at the
good.
same time.
Nothing as good as Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Yeah, it's totally modeled off that. The graphics are like basically the same, if not like maybe a little bit up. It's just basically that. It's basically Mario Kart 8.
No.
But now Wario.
But then, like,
Added Mario, right? Isn't that part of that article?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
part
I
of
thought
it now.
Yeah.
He was a update.
I was trying to prepare for this appearance, and I think he did Mario. I think so.
They said he was an unlockable before, but now he's in the game normal.
Oh.
So all you people who didn't play enough to unlock him, now you can be Wario. Nah, they want Waluigi though.
I don't
Still.
understand the hype. I don't understand the hype behind this guy.
They still want Waluigi.
Why does everybody want that?
Because I don't know.
Why?
Ask the Smash Brothers community why. I don't know.
I still don't know.
I don't know.
I can't stand that character.
I still think he should have been named Ruigi.
They can't say it. They can't say Luigi. It would be Luigi. This is how Japanese pronounce the word. It would be Luigi. You can't be Luigi. I didn't make the language.
There might be something to that.
That's why it's Wa.
That's why it's Waluigi.
That's like it's Waluigi.
No, someone told me that when I brought that up in the forum. They were just like, yeah, it said it's hard to pronounce the L sound.
exactly
I mean, the R sound. The R sound.
That's exactly
So, yeah,
why.
that's why they do it. So I was like, all right.
It's dumb.
But
It's
he's
dumb.
wearing an R on his hat, so it's I don't know. It's weird. It's like
Y'all got me tearing up.
just saying.
Oh boy.
It reminded me of something I got to tell you about. So I worked with this guy, and it was like we all kind of like the majority of us. We worked in California, and it was just whatever. It doesn't matter what the company was, but we were like a very diverse group of people. We were all sort of very different. I was like the token like. I'm the East Coast attitude guy, and there's this one guy who he's from California. He was it doesn't really matter, but he was Mexican, and he had a little bit of a like short fuse, a little bit, like he was just a little short fuse. And I was like I moved from Rhode Island, so I should be cool now because I'm in California, so I should like not care. I'm like, oh, don't sweat the small stuff, all this BS. So. But his name was Mario, but his short fuse, I was like, I got together with this other guy. I'm like, dude, there was a clock on the wall that was broken. I'm like, we should go like make the clock look like a Wario logo. And like it's already broken and went and put like, we'll just take we basically took the clock apart and we put just like one big, like almost animated looking arrow on it.
Oh.
And we put a Mario logo and a Wario logo. And when he was in a bad mood, we'd flip it to Wario and this guy would lose his absolute shit. Because I'd be like, dude, he's Wario today. Dude, flip the clock.
He's Wario today.
It was Wario. He gets so pissed.
You gotta stay away.
And it was like, it was
Give him space.
like, we had so much fun with it.
That's actually a cool
I
character
love
to
it.
have.
That's hilarious.
You were a warrior.
Stay away from it today.
Stay away from Wario. Stay away from Wario.
Oh,
He's
man.
Wario today.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
and he used to always tell me this thing, like he was a lot older than all of us, and he had a short fuse, and he would always have this dumb. He'd try to give us relationship advice because none of us were married, and he's like, he's like he'd give us two rules. I don't know why these were his two rules of thumbs. One he said, don't. This is so messed up. I shouldn't even say this. This is the beer. He's like, don't date Portuguese women because they get cankles. Whoa. And his other
That's a blanket
piece of
statement.
advice was if you're serious about a girl and she comes over your house and stays the night and you want to be in a long-term relationship with her, buy her a toothbrush. Those are the two things I remember.
Buy her a toothbrush.
Like, I always remembered those weird things.
That's hilarious.
I have any Portuguese viewers. I have no idea if the cankles thing is reality.
Yeah.
Women,
Let us know in the
I've
chat.
never looked at them. I don't know if they have cankles, but
That is a crazy
Apparently Mario knows.
Yeah, Mario. I gotta ask Mario.
I asked Mario about that one.
There were many Portuguese women, all with cankles.
I can put my mouth on this big time, so
Maybe-
we should cut this part out.
Maybe he liked cankles though.
Wow.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
Hey.
wrong.
That's too much.
Man,
Cankles.
Wow.
Well, moving on.
it's an ankle that doesn't exist, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a knee into a foot. No, I don't know. It's a calf. It's a calf into the foot.
It's like the
Into a knee
To the foot. Damn.
into a foot.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
That's gotta be called something else.
Oh, yeah.
Different.
It's a medical condition.
Wow.
Oh, man. It's called a war injury.
Yo, the chat's like, yo, these guys are twisted right now.
All right. We can do it, man. We can get this done. We can get this done. All right.
Number 4.
Okay, this is serious. Okay.
All right, we got.
Woo!
All right.
Nintendo halts sale of Etika Joy-Con Memorial controllers. Faces backlash. So I'll give you my quick take on the situation.
Yeah.
This might not be a great take, but I think that Nintendo has a right to say what they wanted to about that. A lot of the backlash is that
It's a charity.
it was for a charity for suicide prevention, which is great. But, Etika was like a polarizing figure. And he was a Nintendo fan, huge Nintendo fan, huge Smash Brothers fan. He was known for his reactions and stuff. But I don't think Nintendo as a company was like cool with working with him. They're very picky on who they want to
Absolutely,
associate
yeah.
their names with.
Yes.
And Etika was kind of very loose with his words.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
would say
yeah.
a lot of stuff that Nintendo
Yeah.
probably wouldn't give the green light to.
Right.
Right.
I mean, he was very popular. And enough respect to Etika, he was a great YouTuber. He was very entertaining. And it was sad to see what actually happened with the mental problems and the suicide and everything.
Yeah.
But, what Nintendo said about this is a little, it's a little cross with what they actually did. So they said, you need to stop putting the Joy-Con symbol, their logo, on the Joy-Con covers, which go on there, and to take off the Nintendo name on it because they're not associated with it. Even if it's for a charity, they don't want to be associated. You're putting their logo on a product that they didn't have anything to do with. So I can understand why they cease and desist that. Now, if he does take off those logos and the name and then can sell it, that's fine. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
if
But if they keep saying no,
If they buy, like, let's say, for example, if I buy a Joy-Con and I modify it, I paid for it. It's my Joy-Con. It's mine. I can modify it. They can't do anything about that.
But let's clarify:
you can't sell their logo though.
You can't sell their logo.
Yes,
are they
But if I-
modifying the Joy-Con or the Joy-Con shell?
the shells.
The shells. Okay.
But they have the Joy-Con logo on it,
on the shell.
which is a problem.
Yeah.
I think it's bad PR though for Nintendo because I mean, look, I know legally they have the right to do that, but it doesn't mean they should. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to a good cause, so it's like I understand they're trying to protect their intellectual property and all that stuff, but
I mean, it
Like-
is a bad look on
it's
them.
bad
Yes.
PR, man. It's
But
just-
I
it's like
understand
that.
what they're
I
telling him
understand,
to
too.
stop. Like I said, if they can still do it, he still has the shells. If he just has to take off the logo and stuff and sell it,
Yeah.
and then that goes to it's not going to the guy who's selling it. Apparently, we don't know. I mean, we don't know if all the money is going towards what he says, but he says that all the profit, he's not making profit off it. It's going to the suicide prevention. And if it is all going to that, that's fine. If they allow him to continue doing that, because you can make, you can modify stuff and make a shell for it and sell it. But people can do that. You can change the colors if you want.
Yes.
There's companies out there that sell this stuff.
Yeah.
Just don't put the damn logo on it. That's all you have to do, and it's not a big deal. Like you can still do the cause. That Nintendo's name on this is not selling the product.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the Etika's name on it is selling the product.
Yeah.
And Joy-Con Boys was his logo and stuff, but
Right.
that's even a Nintendo name,
Joy-Con.
which
yeah.
Nintendo was not cool with him using as Joy-Con Boys as a T-shirt and all this stuff, because they're it's a name that they have.
He
That's
did
their
sell
thing.
it as merch though.
He did.
Yeah.
But I mean, was it legal? I don't know. But I mean, Etikons is what they called them. So like I said, sell those, situate the whole thing, get it down. This is good press for you. It'll probably be bigger than it ever was. Continue on from there. That's all.
Yeah.
Nintendo, man.
As
But Nintendo is a tight
They've
company.
been cracking down on a lot
Nintendo's
of
a
stuff
tight
lately,
company.
man.
They're very tight with a lot of stuff. They're very tight.
And as a Nintendo fan, this I didn't like this story for them.
No.
You know, I
No,
just like
like you said.
what Sticks is saying is true. It's just like
But it's misunderstood. That's the cause. Nintendo needs to make it aware. Or the person, he did clarify what they were telling him to do. I think this got blown out of proportion,
yeah,
and it's a bad look on Nintendo. But I know what they were talking about,
right.
and
Only-
they should have just said, "Listen, we just don't want our logo."
If
on it. That's all.
Nintendo donated that money, whatever proceeds or whatever, on their own behalf to the cause, I think then that would help them out as far as PR
Would've said
wise.
too. Yeah, that's what I would have said too. Like,
Yeah.
all right, maybe I'm not going to support it because it somehow breaks some intellectual property rules, but like then donate some money to if there's a foundation in place or suicide prevention or something.
Right.
That would at least because I don't know, it does kind of just by saying no and then
Right.
kind of like ignoring the underlying. I think there's a lot of good in the cause, so like. Maybe donate to the cause. It's not like
Right.
Nintendo's hurting for money.
Yeah,
They have the money,
seriously.
and it's a good cause.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, they kind of got dragged into it, but like you said, they're not hurting for money. It's not going to hurt them at all. It's a drop in the bucket. So all they have to say is, okay, take our logo off. We'll contribute this much money to it. Continue what you're doing. We like what you're doing.
Right.
We save face.
Yeah.
Save face. It's a bad move for Nintendo to just say.
And
cut
that's a good pivot though from the
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the a week or two.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I'm hoping
Maybe they'll hear this.
No, and like Peter Cap says, like they're getting a reputation for shutting things down, like especially the big house.
late. Yeah,
They
yeah.
always-
lately,
that was
lately.
last week.
It's,
We had,
it's back to back to back lately.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 3 weeks in
Lot
a
of
row.
Well,
lot
they
of
used
stuff.
to be this way.
Yeah.
And then they changed it and said, okay, you guys can stream and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
don't have to
on
be a
YouTube.
member. But it seems like someone somewhere is tightening the
Dude,
grip.
they're the WWE of the console wars. That's what it is. That's what it is. They do a lot of questionable things. You
They're
know,
like
there's-
Apple.
Vince McMahon.
They're very,
yeah,
very
they're
much like
success. They're
Apple.
very successful, and then it's like they do some questionable shit. And it's just like you didn't have to do that. Y'all got money.
Right.
Money's not an issue.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah,
come on, man.
It's not a good look, man.
But I
Release,
do- I
how about
do
releasing
understand.
some Joy Cons that work? How about that?
Maybe these shows correct the problem.
How about call the new ones that work the Etikons? You know, like how about that?
That's a tribute.
And
right
donate
there.
that shit to the fucking charity. Because the ones you have out don't even fucking work. You got like 5 months on them and then I have to drift.
They look pretty cool.
How
too.
long? Like,
Those
they-
shows do look
no,
cool.
I like them.
dude, how
Yeah.
long has the Switch been out? 4 years.
Going on 4.
2017.
4 years.
Wow.
That's going on 4 almost.
That's going on
4 years,
Yeah.
right?
Smash
Like
And they
next
still-
March.
By March, it's gonna be 4
And they
years.
still don't officially have a D-pad on the job.
I was about to say, and they still don't have a controller that works. That's how you know you're successful. You have a console that's selling like hotcakes, and you don't have a controller that works. That shit is crazy.
Nintendo,
It doesn't matter.
Nintendo's now putting money towards this because they are getting hit with the biggest lawsuit in the world. And they're gonna lose all of
Dude,
that.
they could. I'm telling you, they fixed that. Call the new Joy Cons that actually work the Etikons, and they fix everything. Donate the fucking proceeds to
There you
charity.
go.
You good?
Done.
You cover your bases. You good?
They don't want their name with that.
Of course, they don't want anything with that.
Oh, they're so stubborn.
They're so stubborn, man. Pisses me off. Dude, I have a fucking Joy-Con drift that goes up and right.
Yes.
And right?
Listen, all you got to do is get NASCAR, and you will win every race.
I need to get some racing games. I need to get some racing games.
all you gotta
That drift's
do.
gonna be on point. Woo, throughout the whole fucking stage.
Daytona, we'll get you a Daytona USA. You'll be awesome.
Just say up. You can say around. Be up, left, trip, up, left, trip.
Drift. Oh no, I'm
Up,
drifting.
left, drift.
I'm drifting. Don't worry about
Up, left,
that.
trip. Every turn, no matter what.
I'm drifting.
Oh,
Terrible, terrible.
anyway, man. Nintendo, man. I hope you guys
Get that shit together,
get
man.
your shit together, man.
Yeah.
Hyperstone Heist was the Turtles that was on Genesis, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And that was the
Yeah.
like a remake, like a kind of a take on Turtles in Time with
They
the extra
used
stages.
assets.
Yeah.
They added like a couple of bosses and like a couple stages.
Yeah.
Okay. I never played it for Genesis.
I say it's like
that's crazy.
A
Right?
remix.
I think we
version.
rented that. I think we rented Hyperstone Heist.
Didn't it have like Leatherhead
Yep.
or something?
Or Chris Boyle Home from RKO.
The crocodile guy. Or was that the arcade
Rat
one?
King, maybe?
Rat King was new?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Leatherhead.
Well, Leatherhead was in the Super
Turtles in Time.
Nintendo. Was in
Yeah.
Turtles in Time.
Someone said, was that Kitsune? Bailey's plus horchata and water is great. Yes. Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's a hell of a.
Dude.
That's tasty.
That sounds good.
Can you guys? But like, you gotta limit horchata, man. Like, you can't. you can't like rock horchata for hours on end. That outcome, I don't care who you are, right?
You're gonna get sick.
I have like
That's one of those. That's one of those. So like you just have one. It's
you
like
have one.
yeah,
You can't like
anytime I have Bailey's or
Yeah.
Amarula or anything something like that. That's like
Too
kind of
sweet.
like a milky type of taste. I just have one. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
It's
have
just one.
it's too sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the-
I-
Amarula
Yeah,
just
someone
one,
is-
but
Just like go rock out horchata, and they're gonna be like. You know, singing all sorts of crazy stuff. You got a horchata you got to chill with. I don't know.
horchata's good though. That's good stuff.
That's good.
It is good though. It is good. My mom likes horchata. It's like the one thing she'll drink.
Wow.
The one thing she'll drink.
Horchata is awesome.
We did see that Kratos is in Fortnite now, which is odd.
Oh, that's right.
That is very odd to see a Sony
right.
character in Fortnite. That's like a Marvel like game now. Like
Yeah,
doesn't Fortnite do nothing but Marvel?
Dude, I'm just tired of Fortnite. I'm really tired of it.
But Kratos is in
I'm
it.
just tired of it.
That means listen. That means that he's open to be in Smash.
Well, that's the thing because wait, Fortnite's on the
Everything.
Switch on everything, right?
Everything.
So what was it? Kratos and I think was it
Master
Master
Chief.
Chief?
Master Chief.
And I think there was somebody else I forgot or thought it was
No.
just Master Chief and Kratos maybe.
Pretty much.
Oh no, that
See, if you guys had kids, you would extra hate Fortnite.
Oh, we still extra hate it.
It's good. My
No,
daughter's
dude,
too young.
my
She's
son
only
will be
13.
like, dude, Dad,
only 13
Dad,
months.
Dad,
13 months.
I need to get this sweater.
We get V-Bucks.
I need to get this sweater.
nope, not about.
It's like X amount of V-Bucks. Like, come up here. And I'm like, dude, it's a sweater. And then he insists on being a chick character, which I know what that's about.
Agility. The
All
agility.
my friends are like super hot chick characters. I'm like, dude,
It's because they're faster.
you know, like,
That's how they get their money.
That's why I
That's
pick the chick
hilarious.
characters, because they're fast.
Of course, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
I've spent so much goddamn V-Bucks. It's not even funny. Like the V-Bucks are flowing out like crazy. Like this V-Bucks.
Oh,
On a free game.
Yeah,
A
there's
free
a,
game.
free game.
there's a
All
reason
V-Bucks.
why they're.
That's why it's popular.
That's why
Millions
it's
a
why
day.
it's popular.
Millions a day. They figured it out.
I tried to play it once and I was like, I can't get into it. I
Did,
can't.
tell me, was it you that told me that you were at your in-laws or something like that, or
And what happened?
a cousin or something, were playing Fortnite on your Switch? Or
Oh
something?
no, I had a family friend come over.
Ah,
Yeah, it was one of Grace's, my wife's relatives came up. They had 2 kids, and he was addicted to Fortnite. He loved it.
Because I remember I saw it on your Switch. I'm like, what the heck? You play Fortnite? Since when?
No, I downloaded it, played it once, and I couldn't play it again. I was like, I just got too much else I want to play.
I would just
other
be
than
like,
that.
what do y'all want to play? Oh, we want to play for like, nope.
But he loved it.
Play
Fortnite,
anything
listen.
else.
If I was a
Got
kid,
all these games here.
if I was a kid and Fortnite was free, my parents were like, we're not buying you no game. Fortnite would be the game because it's free.
Wow.
Everyone's playing it.
I'm glad I was born when I was born.
If and when you guys have kids, and this isn't going to apply anyway, but I guess it might apply to people watching. I can get my kid to do damn near anything for V-Bucks. Like I'll be like, oh, car's so dirty, it needs to be cleaned. I'm like, I'll give you 10 V-Bucks for it. And he's like, he'll grease the tires. He'll do anything for V-Bucks. So like, I do use it to my advantage. So I'm just saying. So if anybody's watching this as kids, use the V-Bucks to your advantage. Your kid will do shit that you don't want to do.
They were like, you got what dishes? You got dishes? You got motor lawn?
That's awesome.
Let's do it.
Crack.
What else you need? What else you need?
I gotta feed the addiction, please.
You need the shoes shine?
Come on, Dad. Come on.
Please, Dad. One more.
Please, let me just fucking do this.
Let me get some more V-Bucks.
His voice changes. Let me get some V-Bucks. Why does your voice sound like that? I just said I'll give you some.
I said, okay, relax.
Oh wow, he's like crazy now.
It's the V-Bucks, man.
You changed it
Power
to a
of the
crack
V-Bucks.
addict. You changed it to a crack addict, man, quick.
He's a crack addict for V-Bucks.
Yo, you sold all my stuff. What happened?
Exactly.
The V-Bucks. That's awesome.
Oh shit, the video game awards.
oh, yeah,
Oh shit, my bad.
Hey,
Oh, there's a
talk about
podcast?
that.
Oh shit, forgot. Completely forgot that was even there.
Yes, prediction.
Shoot.
Look at my
So,
list.
yeah.
Oh, but Chad also mentioned Deathstroke coming to Mortal Kombat. Interesting.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, that's a big one.
Was that just announced?
I didn't know.
Really?
That's true.
That's
Chalk
true.
probably knew.
Chalk, you didn't tell us?
Yeah, man. What the heck?
Chuck though.
That's
All
more-
right,
that's more
y'all will
DC.
never see Chalk again because he never told them. He's done.
Chalk's up on that
Chalk is
DC.
gonna stay where he is.
Chalk, you're gonna stay where you are. You didn't tell us this information.
You're not allowed back in this house.
It's fucked
That's
up.
insane. That is insane.
That's insane. Wow, that's pretty cool.
I dig that. I dig that.
They're still missing Van Damme though.
Please. I want that to be like the final character.
That's gotta be fucking.
And Steven Seagal.
To feud. I need Van Damme to
Fat
feud.
Steven Seagal.
I need him to feud with Johnny Cage.
He
I
said
need Van Damme to feud with Johnny
and
Cage.
Fat Steven.
Fat
Seagal.
Steven, not the
No,
young
not,
Steven.
not,
I want
not,
the
I want Fat Steven.
Kurt
Seagal.
No, I want
Oh my
the
God, that's actually pretty epic to have fat Steven Seagal.
Oh, that's so epic, dude.
I want the deity Steven Seagal.
Yes.
The fat
Oh,
deity.
I'm a deity.
A fat deity.
That's what he said he was.
Yeah.
He said that he was a deity.
That was Rob Schneider who was talking.
That was
What
fat.
interview
That was
that?
fat Steven Seagal. No, that was him. Yes.
When he went to SNL?
No, he said this in an interview.
Oh, shoot.
It's like
Never
a
mind.
real thing. That's why they played
'Cause
it
he
off
said
in
that was-
SNL.
Wow.
I'm a fat deity.
Honestly, don't think we're gonna get to the awards.
Oh,
I
dude,
feel like
Listen, I'm at the awards right now.
I feel like
All
we're
right.
gonna do it.
So, what do you guys think? All right, tomorrow is the awards, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right, so if you're watching this live, the awards are tomorrow. If you're watching it late, then we're gonna be way off because it's already done.
Yeah, you already know.
But we'll still get comments. You guys,
Yeah.
why is it up now?
Yeah. People be starting beefs.
Yeah.
Don't you guys know it's already? Yeah, we already told you that. Like we're not doing
No,
it
you
like
guys
live,
didn't
man.
listen. You guys didn't listen. This is before the awards. This is when we're doing it.
Yes, yes.
So we may be right, maybe wrong. But we're gonna talk about a little bit about it. We're not gonna go through everything on here. I mean, everything is the same game. Everything is the same.
Almost
Almost
every
all.
single
Yeah.
category is the
Yeah.
same game with the exception of like 2 categories.
Yeah.
So it's like every game's gonna win an award because it's just
Pretty.
so many.
You know what the funny thing is? I don't think Doom Eternal is gonna win anything. I really don't.
Probably
think so.
not.
Because it's in the category with all those other games. I'm like, no, it's not gonna win with that.
Yep.
There's no way.
Ah.
But I could be wrong. Could be
All
wrong.
right. We'll only do a couple of things on here. We're not doing all of them.
All right.
What do you guys think? You got your list up?
Well, my phone keeps shutting off every time I open it because it's a
Yeah,
piece of
well.
shit. So
Nice.
I
Time to update.
no, I need a
gonna
new
go-
phone. I definitely need a new phone. But I've seen the nominees so many times. So it's
I'm going to just go off and because I changed my mind constantly.
It's messed
so.
up because I haven't played every one of these.
neither
games. I played most of them. I did not play Ghost of Tsushima.
Same.
I know I got to get to that.
Ghost of Tsushima. Listen, I can't do it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
It's a ghost game.
The ghost game.
But best audio design is Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, and The Last of Us Part 2.
You said audio design.
Audio.
Audio
design.
So is
design?
that best music or is that
No, that's like
it's
sound
audio,
effects
sound
and
effects.
like
Oh, okay.
the atmosphere, and do you feel like you're in the world?
Out of all those, I've only played Doom Eternal, and I got to say the track is pretty good. The atmosphere and stuff like that, and
It's
sound
messed
effects.
up. I haven't
Pretty good.
played Half-Life and I haven't played Ghost, so I can't really talk
Resident Evil
about
3
how it
has
is.
amazing sound. So
Resident Evil 3 has great sound. I wish it sounded like the Saturn Resident Evil though.
we played that shit the other day on the computer. Yeah, because we were trying to remember how bad Resident Evil for
that
the
was
Saturn
terrible.
sound. It was,
That was
Terrible, man.
That would
like how that is not a zombie.
Yeah,
That's me with a cold. That's not a zombie.
But I mean, I would say out of Last of Us Part 2 or Resident Evil 3 here. But I mean, Ghost would probably be there too.
Oh, Last of Us 2's on there too?
Yeah.
Last
Oh,
of Us.
It's just the feeling you get when you pop someone. Like the sound is so good in it. It's crazy.
it's the splitting of the skull, or like
It feels like you did.
putting an arrow in someone's neck. The
it's just
sounds.
like real life.
Sounds like
How many
real-
people have you killed? dude? Murdered, slaughtered.
I've watched some stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like the winner then.
I've seen a lot of documentaries.
All right, I will give it. I played Last of Us 2 and obviously Resident Evil 3. Last of Us 2, I'll give it over that because of the uncomfortable feeling you have when you kill humans. It's just so it's so fucked up, dude.
There's not one moment I didn't feel like I was in that world.
Yeah, it's
in
just
that
like
game.
it's an uncomfortable feeling, but it's like a savage feeling at the same time because it puts you in that world, like Sticks just said. But it's like, oh shit, dude's jaws off, teeth hanging out. like, oh my god, it's not just like, oh, I blew his head off. It's more than that.
But I mean, I would assume that Half-Life would have to be great also because it's in VR. You're going to have headsets on. You're going to have everything around you, depending on where you look.
I mean, don't sleep
So
on.
I can't say like a definitive answer, only about what I played.
I can only say.
And you play Doom, of course.
Doom Eternal. I mean,
You feel like
that's
the
a
guns are
brutal
crazy in
freaking
that?
game. But there's some there's melee attacks when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get close to get more energy and ammo.
Mm.
You can do a melee and it gives you more energy and also more ammo
Mm-hmm.
or more energy at any rate.
But do these aliens
But-
have conversations at
they-
a table and stuff?
But there's
Like,
but
what
depending
kind
on
of
the
sounds do they
angle,
make?
depending on the angle, like if you do the melee attack from the side, there's a completely different fatality.
Fatality,
But
Mm.
it's like a close up though. So could you imagine Mortal Kombat 11 like with the fatalities, but it's first person, like you're doing it like right
How's
there.
Mortal Kombat not up for best audio? Like,
Actually, that's a
like,
good
like
question,
the
man.
sounds from those fatalities
That's
make
a
me
good
so
question.
fucking uncomfortable.
There's a lot of
That is a
titles
good
that
question.
should be in here. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
most of these categories have the same games in it. So I think that
Yeah.
they played 4 or 5 games and just said, these are the best of the year. Let's put them in here. And I'm sure like an indie game has amazing sound.
Yeah, what is their process on how they
know,
select
man.
these games? Like it's like a secret almost. Like,
Dartboard.
huh?
They do like a dartboard. They put the names on it.
Probably.
Like blindfold, like,
Yo, seriously,
Doom Eternal.
I'm telling you, there's
Dude, well, I just gotta say,
Last of Us 2
last
probably
year,
won.
last year the Game Awards was like, come on, man. Last year was like, that was
I got a bad
disappointing.
taste in my mouth.
That was
last year.
disappointing,
Yeah.
man.
What?
That was disappointing. Last year's Game Awards.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was about. Maybe it was just
Death
because...
Stranding was on like 7 categories.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
They,
about
for,
that.
they forced
forced that in
They
there.
forced
They
Death
forced
Stranding
it.
on every category.
I'm like, wait, what?
So you guys, I was looking in the chat, right? And it's someone asked, is Streets of Rage 4 up for anything? And I said no, because I did, you know, because I do my research. I do tons of research. And I did all that beforehand. I didn't see Streets of Rage 4 up for anything, but someone said
It is.
it's up for something.
For
What
best
is it?
action.
Yeah,
It is up for that. Yes.
it is.
Oh, good. At least, all right. Thank
Well,
God.
guess I didn't do good research.
Yeah, it's up for best action.
You know what? I would have said the same thing.
Damn it.
'Cause-
Well, the funny thing is, when you look at best action, it still has the same games, and at the end they have Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
pops in
They
at
just
the
threw it
end,
in there.
So they put it in there
Oh,
for the
so
hell
they
of
didn't
it.
roll over. They were like, just put Streets of Rage 4
Yeah.
in there.
which is
That's
awesome.
that's
I
insane.
I hope it wins. I know it's probably not
They put Neo too.
Neo.
They don't even talk about Neo,
What the fuck is Neo?
Yeah, what is Neo?
the samurai game, the part 2 of that.
Oh, Neo.
Oh.
Yes. That's right.
Okay.
They don't even
that's
talk
right.
about
Neo
that.
or is it
That's
Neo?
true.
Is it really Neo?
I don't. Well,
Neo.
Neo.
with
Say
an
it.
H at
Try
the
it.
end.
Like sound that out.
I forgot
Neo.
that even came out.
Neo.
I forgot that even came out.
Yeah.
It got overshadowed by like all the samurai shit. That,
There's
you
mad
know-
samurai games.
Yeah, so it's like I don't no one cares. Ghost of Tsushima.
And
That's
it got good reviews when it came
Yeah.
out. It's just like nobody was talking about it because you got Ghost. And
Yeah.
It's not in this category for some reason.
Jeez.
How did that not make best action game?
Man,
Seriously.
some of
I'm
these categories-
surprised
some of
because
these
it's gonna
categories-
win Game of the Year.
What? Neo?
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost.
Ghost of
Probably.
Tsushima.
It got
Yeah.
the player's choice already.
I would say it's
That's
gonna
very
win.
indicative of what's gonna win. Probably.
And too many people are mad about Last of Us 2, so I think Last of Us 2 will lose, even though I would give it to Last of Us 2.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to what we think of that. But for best action, Hades there.
Okay.
Wow.
That made a lot of noise, man.
That's a
An indie that really exploded, and I never
quickly,
played it.
quickly.
Yeah.
It's only been out for like 2 months, right? 3 months.
yeah.
A little bit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It blew up fast.
A lot of people love that game.
It's crazy.
It's a good price.
But Doom is in there for
you know,
action. That's action out the wazoo.
Oh my god.
Like that word wazoo.
Wazoo.
Yo, he said wazoo on a podcast.
Try to keep it clean.
Trying to keep it clean. Wazoo. Bamboozled. Wazoo.
You guys messed
Wa-
up.
watch
I'm trying not
YouTube.
to curse.
Bleep that. Beep.
Yeah. What kind of word is that?
Wazoo.
But Half-Life is here
Well,
again.
that's weird. I looked it up real quick while you guys are talking,
Yeah.
and the Webster's Dictionary says wazoo is anus.
Up the wazoo, yeah.
But I never would have said that ever. I mean, I probably said it a couple times in my life, but I wasn't thinking I was talking about a butthole when I was saying it.
That
That's
shit is
weird.
up the ass. What? No.
That's a replacement for up the ice.
Because if you said up the anus, that'd be weird. But wazoo's cool somehow.
See, it's all about how people take the word.
Wow.
But Streets of Rage 4. I want that to win Best Action. I want it to win something.
It should win. Yeah, it's the
I
only.
think Streets of Rage 4 should win something.
Yeah.
Definitely should.
Definitely should.
Best throwback.
Something.
Best beat 'em up. How about a beat 'em up category? That's enough.
I flew on a red-eye flight from Phoenix to Boston to go to PAX East to play and film Streets of Rage 4, thinking, because I'm such a Streets of Rage fan, I love the franchise.
Nice.
And I flew there, and I went there, and I had my camera rolling and everything. And I get up to the door, and the guy's like, "Hey, you can't use your
cameras.
a camera in here." And I'm thinking to myself, dude, I told everyone, like, I literally had like community posts. I'm like, going to PAX East. We're gonna see the game. We're gonna film it. It's gonna be awesome. We're stoked. No, like literally, guys. Like the guy's like, "Can I take your camera?" And I'm like, "Please, for the love of God!" Like I tried to sneak it in, and then I was dressed next to. This is how lame I am at the time. The guy I got paired up with was dressed as Cuphead, but at the time I was like completely unaware of Cuphead. So in my video, I'm like, I don't know, this one guy I was hanging out with that I went in the room with was dressed with a bowl on his head. I guess he's like Bowlhead or something. And everyone in the comments is like, "You're such a tool. It's Cuphead."
Bullhead.
So, yeah, there you go.
That's a sequel.
No, this game called freaking Bullhead.
Actually, what's
That was a bad Cuphead, because then when I played the game, I'm like, that was a bad costume, dude. I thought you were Bowlhead.
Bowl
Like,
Man.
it looked more bowl-ish.
That's definitely in the sequel.
That's
It's
awesome.
Bowman. I remember we had Beardy on the podcast, and he went to the same thing. And he said, yeah, he played Streets of Rage. They didn't allow you to
say
film
that.
anything.
Yeah.
He just said it was fucking dope, like
Yeah,
everybody
he told
else
us
said.
about it, but I'm like,
When I played.
I fucking played it yesterday. I can't stop playing that game.
You should have had a watch camera. For it.
Yeah.
I got no cameras. No cameras.
Sneaky stuff. I wasn't fully coherent then, but
You're like, I got this.
did you guys do like there's like I didn't do this. Like you go in one of the rooms where there's like a retro arcade and you do something to it and it takes you back to. I didn't do that yet.
Yeah, you hit it with the
Where it like
electric.
takes you
The taser.
level,
Taser.
something.
Hit the arcade with the
Yeah, I
taser
didn't
and you go
do that
back
yet.
in
I
time.
got to do that.
Yeah, those are cool.
And you fight the bosses. You
There's like
get to fight
three
all
of
the
them.
bosses.
3 or 4.
Four of them.
Maybe like
Four
four.
of them.
Yeah. You fight all the bosses from
Do
the
you
first
guys
game.
like is the soundtrack of this was the one thing, if I had to have any critique on Streets of Rage 4, it's that I think that it was impossible task. Like the original Streets of Rage soundtracks were so damn good that I don't think they could make it as good. Even though Yuzo Koshiro was involved, I just don't think like you can't beat it. Like it's one of those things where it'd be like redoing Back to the Future and not having Michael J. Fox and Doc Brown and Christopher Lloyd. Like you just can't. Like I don't think they could have made it better. It was good. Streets of Rage
Did you
4
play
was
through
good,
the
but
entire
it
game of Streets of Rage 4?
Yeah.
And that's how you feel? That's.
I think nostalgia.
I don't feel like the soundtrack is as good as
I'm
2.
obsessed, obsessed with Streets of Rage 4
The music
soundtrack.
in 4 is amazing.
And I love 1 and 2s. 3s was trash. 3s was the worst sound. I don't know. Yuzo was on drugs or something. I don't know what was going on. 3 was, even though I love 3, the game, like the gameplay was awesome.
Gameplay was great.
But the music was complete trash in part 3. I am obsessed.
I think nostalgia
Like,
plays a big
a
role.
little bit of reference.
Was that?
Oh, sorry. No, I was going to give you a reference point. So this is how obsessed I was with Streets of Rage. I remember there was a friend of mine. Well, we were kind of friends, and he had a Super Nintendo, and he had Donkey Kong Country. And I remember calling him and being like, "Yeah," and I'd like play the intro of Streets of Rage 2 and like put the phone on the mic. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country can suck it, and I'd like hang up. Like that's how much I love Streets of Rage. I'd like fight with people. It's mainly because I didn't have a Super Nintendo. But,
That's hilarious.
But I'm gonna like clear my mind a bit more. I'm gonna play Streets of Rage 4 tomorrow, and I'm gonna see because maybe I can get on the page with you on that. But I just love to
elevator.
Part 1 and 2's music is beyond amazing.
Yeah.
Don't take it the wrong way.
I will never. Those are probably one of the best
Yes,
soundtracks I've ever heard in the game.
soundtracks.
One
But
and
I
two,
think
awesome.
nostalgia plays a big role in what people think of the music also because you have such fond memories. Obviously, you grew up with it, so you have fond memories of that being the top soundtrack of the times. So now when 4 comes up, don't forget there's no 3. So when 4 comes, it's messed up because the gameplay.
Gameplay is
gameplay in 3
probably
is
one of the
great.
best in the series.
It's
One of
great.
the best, yeah.
But the music in 3 is
Trash.
It kills it.
Now, people like to say, okay, now 4's music can't compare to, I mean, and if you think of the tracks in part 2 or 3, you think, in 3, sorry, and 1, you think of maybe 2 or 3 tracks.
Yeah.
And people were like, it can never beat those. I'm like, there's a song in part 4 that sounds almost exactly like the one in 1 or 2. Is it the first stage?
First stage.
First stage.
One.
In part 1. It sounds exactly like
Definitely
a throwback
like one.
to that. And you're like,
And
oh,
Yuzo did
this
that
is
track.
amazing.
Yuzo did that track.
So he did that just because your nostalgia is so hard that this is the only way you're gonna start to play the game.
Same sound
You gotta
effects,
have
same
something like
pacing.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same
But
shit.
Did you guys watch? Did you play when it was up on Steam? Did you play Golden Axe?
no, I missed it by an hour.
We missed it. We
Yeah.
missed it.
I missed it by an hour.
We freaking
I was like,
missed
oh, I was supposed
So
to download this today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Like,
gone.
We fucked up on that one.
Yeah, like I completely forgot about it.
I knew I had
was like,
one day to do it. It was literally 2 o'clock. It was over, and it was at 2:06. I checked, and I was like, "Yo, it's done for real."
Yeah. So they did something where they retooled the original soundtrack, they updated
Yeah.
it. Like the game was stupid because it was one level and you got to the boss and the boss didn't even come out. It was actually really disappointing because you're like, seriously, that's all that you released. But the music was killer. They retooled
The music was dope.
the original. Is Golden Axe 1, the soundtrack was stupid good.
Yeah.
Stupid good. And they redid it, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Nostalgia is so powerful. Like I feel like I could cry or something. I don't know, it's weird. Like
It's powerful.
good.
Yes,
Yeah, man. No.
it is. That's why you got to keep the original song.
Well,
Yeah.
when it comes to music, in nostalgia, we always will talk about the Castlevanias, the Ninja Gaidens, and we grew up with those for the NES, and probably one of the best soundtracks we've ever heard to this day.
Castlevania is one of the best catalogs
Easily.
of music.
Yeah.
So when you grow up with that and someone tries to remix it or whatever, it's so fragile. They could fuck it up so easily, and you'd be like, "Damn, you just took my childhood and you took a shit on it for no reason." So it's very fragile. So when Part 4 came out for Streets of Rage, we're like, the music is very, very, very important.
No, shaky ground.
Yeah, and the trailers they released, I was like, there was one track they released in the Floyd's trailer. And when they announced that it was 4 players, I said, what track was that? That track was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What
Best
is
in the
that
game.
track?
Best in the
my
game.
favorite.
And it's
That's
the
my favorite
elevator
track.
stage. That to me, I will say, and this is going out on a limb.
Just that part. Of the track.
That track is the best Streets of Rage track I've heard. The
That's amazing.
elevator stage is so... It mixes in some Rocky tunes. It feels like it's an uplifting. Oh, I gotta beat everyone's ass on this elevator.
And it's such a quick stage. It's
and
so sad.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It should have been the theme. It's so good.
That should have been the last
I thought it would
stage
be-
music.
Yeah, the last fight.
Last
Yeah,
stage,
it's
oh,
so
yeah.
good. I'm like, yo.
You're firing me up. I gotta clear my mind and go.
They have an extended
I want to
version.
feel that way too. I think I can. I
They
gotta,
did an update. Yeah.
There's an extended version on YouTube of that
track.
song because everyone wants that song.
And
They're
they
like, "Listen,
changed it in the game because that part wasn't in the game originally, and they added more shit. I said, I can't deal. This is too awesome.
Well, it's only that part.
It's so
It's just that
fast.
part of the song where it's
I
like,
purposely don't beat
know
up people as fast on that area
yeah,
just to listen to the
yeah.
music.
You let one guy live.
I
Just,
like
walk
it. I
around.
hit him with
You try
one
to
punch.
run
Just
around
so
a
you
One
listen to
punch.
music.
One punch.
just to hear the rest of
You guys
it.
know the name of the song?
Rising up.
Rising Up.
Rising
yes.
up. I play that in my workouts.
Yeah. I saw it. The song
I don't
is
even
amazing.
play. I play that shit in my
That's
workouts.
not bad. I should
Yeah,
put
it's
that in my
Dude, that shit's crazy.
That's
It's on my
actually a good
playlist
track.
also.
That's
Look
crazy.
up
Okay, all right,
Rising Up extended version. It's amazing.
All right, I got it. I got it up right here.
nice.
I actually have. I don't know. I spent some absurd amount from. What is it? Shoot, I can't think of the company right now. Where you can buy the game. You can buy the game with the collector's edition, but you don't get it for 7 years after the game comes out.
Limited run.
Limited games.
Limited run.
Yeah, I got I think I have a CD soundtrack. The problem is I don't really have a CD player. So I'm pretty sure I have the soundtrack
Yeah.
But the way the music plays in that game and the way they did it to interact with everything that's going on is amazing too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's interactive to what you're doing.
Yeah.
When you get to a new part, the music
The
comes in
beat
on
will
that
just
part.
keep repeating until you walk into the next room, and then
Yeah.
it fades into the next track.
Yep.
I'm
On
like,
beat. On beat the
On
whole
beat.
time.
I'm like, what?
One of the first time we
It's
did
It's like
it.
a DJ's built into the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So they knew that was a big time thing, and that should have gotten sound
Neat.
best music.
Easily.
That definitely should be in the category. But
It's
At least a
not.
nomination.
It's criminal. The fact that was not nominated, at least nominated, and Astral Chain last year was not nominated, is a sin.
That game.
Like both of those soundtracks. Oh my God, who's running these shows?
That's what I'm saying. It's questionable.
Seen those concerts that Yuzo Koshiro puts on. You'll see him on YouTube, and it's it's like the whole entire room is like dead quiet, super dark. Then you hear the intro music of the first Streets of Rage. It's so sick. Like it's weird. It's chill. It's like hair raising.
Oh,
on
that's
your arm.
dope.
Yeah.
I love that shit. As long as he doesn't play part 3, I love that shit. That's bathroom break. That's bathroom break.
You're like, remember this one? Remember this one, guys?
This is the intermission. All right, guys.
You'll get up to some happy,
You get to the club music.
happy
The club,
Euro jump
that
music.
shit was terrible.
It was like bad techno. I remember
And what
that.
they say, they said it was experimental. Yeah, shit was experimental. He was
no
on
shit.
drugs.
No shit.
He was on some foul drugs, and it didn't work.
Best
Psychedelics.
Another category they had. We're gonna be on this forever.
Okay.
Another category they had was best community support, and I'm like, these are weird.
I don't like that
Weird
category. I don't like
category.
that. I don't like that
I'm
category.
like community support.
That's just made
I
up.
mean, who has the best chat room?
It's,
Like,
it's,
what is this?
it's made up nonsense. It's really
What
is
game has
nonsense.
the best chat room while you wait to play? I don't know, man. I mean,
Tetris wasn't even on there.
well, Fall Guys is in here.
I know.
Obviously, Fortnite is in here. And No Man's Sky. These look like the same category as like what is it? It's the best. Where is it? Best ongoing game. It's the exact same games in this. So why not just make that one category? Best ongoing, best community.
I hate those categories. I act like they don't even exist.
Listen, Fortnite is probably going to win them all.
Probably Fortnite.
Like that's
yeah.
a nonsense question. Like why would you even go against that right now? Who's beating that?
I agree.
I don't know, man.
That's not a category.
Apex Legends is not gonna hold a candle to Fortnite. I mean, as far as votes, nah. Like I don't even know what updates they had. We just got Kratos. Like they're not beating that. You're not beating that.
No.
You just have Wolverine in there. Like
Yeah.
you're not beating that.
And the more I hear about it, the more upset it makes me.
That's all the stuff you want in Avengers. They get everything. Avengers and Smash Brothers to go into Fortnite.
Which is why I said the more I hear about it, the more upset it makes me.
And then Destiny 2 is still trudging along in there.
Screw that category. What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next
Listen,
one?
I already said Fortnite's going there.
What's the next category? I don't like that one. That one's awful.
Best performance. So this is voice
Oh,
acting.
the actors. Okay.
Oh,
That's a good
voice
one.
acting.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So it's Ashley Johnson as Ellie in
Okay.
Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
Laura Bailey as Abby in Last of Us Part
Okay.
2. Damn it. What name is this? Daisaku Tajuaji as Jin Sakai.
Daisuke Suji probably is the name.
There's Daisuke Tatsuki.
This is why we missed Chalk, because he could pronounce these
Yeah.
names.
That name is crazy.
FX Yuki, you're fine.
That's in Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
There's Logan Cunningham. See, English, like an actual name.
No.
Like an actual name. Damn.
Okay.
Those are letters that don't make any sense to me.
man.
Not that
Damn.
they-
Wow.
Damn. That isn't offensive.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Listen. And Hades, as Hades, in Hades.
Oh, there's voice acting in there? I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
And Najee Jeter as Miles Morales.
You did a good job.
Well, I can't judge the games that I didn't play, like Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm still playing Miles Morales, but the voice acting in Last of Us 2 is out of control.
Astounding. Like the
It's out
voice
of
acting
control.
in Last of Us Part 2 is like flawless.
It's too good.
There's nothing in there. You say, oh, you flubbed that.
No,
oh, you
it's
messed up.
it's too good.
Your voices are perfect in that.
And
I think Ellie will probably win.
Between the two, I can't. Why would we even like?
Over Abby, I think Ellie would probably win over it because she had more dramatic scenes. It's harder to pull those off, so I would give it to her.
Probably, I agree with that.
I mean, they both did amazing.
yeah, either
And
one.
like I said, I didn't play Ghost, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's crazy. I know.
I think Last of Us 2 is going to clean house a lot.
I think for voices, they should win.
Probably.
I hope so.
Because that was a movie, damn it.
I'd hope so.
I mean, regardless of how you feel about
And
the
when
story.
when Turbo 857 and Algae finally plays it, we gotta do a podcast on that game because I got a lot to say about it.
We will.
Oh yeah. I should get like the end of the year talk.
Ralph, you ever mess with any of those games, the Last of Us games?
I got 0.0 to add to this about it.
You got to definitely play those. It's
I didn't play Last of Us 2 either.
very polarizing.
Same. I didn't
Very
play Last of Us.
polarizing.
I would actually love to see your reaction to those games because especially someone who hasn't played them or any of that
Especially
stuff.
the
like,
first one.
Did
I
you
like
play
the-
one? Did you play one?
I need you guys. I need your help.
Oh, we're here
I
to
need-
help.
Here's my problem. I got severe. I'm not diagnosed, but I have like some ADHD that I'm diagnosing myself, right? So when I go to play modern games,
Right.
if any of these games you're talking about are open world, just forget about it. Just off the table. Because and I'll be like
Just follow
looking
the
at
icon.
Gotcha.
pictures on the wall. So like, it won't matter if it's like that. I tried playing that Red Dead Redemption.
Too much.
with the whole-
It's
no,
overwhelming.
no,
It's
no,
overwhelming.
That's too big.
It's
No.
very overwhelming.
That's too big.
Part 2 is
I would-
massive.
I would not recommend
Listen,
that.
I would say that Last of Us is pretty linear.
Yeah,
actually.
Last of Us.
Yeah, it
it
is.
looks like it's open world, but you just hit like the up.
It's like
on
fake-
the
yeah.
directional pad. It'll tell you where to go if
It's
you're
a
lost.
it's like fake open world. It looks like
it holds your hand,
Right.
So you know where to go.
If you guys like, I need a recommendation. So like, I ask my friend James all the time. He does competitive for that game. Overwatch. He does competitive Overwatch, and I ask him for games, and he always gives me these games. The only recommendation for a game he gave me that I was like super into and I couldn't stop was Persona for Golden.
Really?
He gave me that, and I like on the PSP,
wow.
and I couldn't stop playing it, which is weird because I don't like role playing games usually.
That's a long game.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised
And that's a long
sometimes. You'd be
game.
surprised.
And that was before I was married. Perfect title for that because I was like
Gotcha.
at the TV doing all that shenanigans, going into the world,
Okay.
like yeah, all that.
Okay.
But like I need someone to tell me a modern game. Like I can't get anybody to answer this. I'm like, give me a modern game that I can play right now, whatever.
Well,
Series.
how are you at following storylines? Like, does that get you into the game if it's a solid story
Yes,
structure?
Storyline telling, yes, but don't make me go off and ride the horse and like give me like endless places to go where like literally the world doesn't end because I'll ride it off into the sunset.
I think you can do
Last of Us 1 and 2.
I think
He
you
could do Last of Us
Last
1
of-
and 2.
Yeah, they're linear.
You could do those.
Okay.
Start with
think-
Last of Us 1.
You could
Definitely
do that.
Last of Us 1. Last of Us 2 is a little more, you can go places, but it's
still
not
points
like,
you in the right direction.
You still go in that way. Yes.
Last of Us
You're
1.
saying, I see, this is important because what I think is if you don't think this is a terrible, like if you don't think having me on is terrible, I want to come back after I played.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm dying to know your reaction to those games.
Yes.
Yep.
That's 1 or 2
Both.
Oh, play
Oh.
that one game.
Oh, you had no.
That one
You
game.
can't play one without the other. You have to play one.
Now, do I have to invest like 365 days into like to get past to the next one.
No,
or
no,
Last
no.
of Us 1 is like what, 18, 17 hours?
It's probably 15 to 17 hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
Last of Us
15.
1's not too long.
You guys have my back. I go ask James. He sends me off this wild goose chase on games that like you need 5 weeks of your life to invest in, and I'm like, dude, I can't do
There's
this.
no time.
So then I get discouraged.
We
So
wouldn't
you guys-
recommend Red Dead
Yo, check
because
it.
of that.
We have a roommate who's a casual gamer. His name is Mike. He's been on the channel on our Versus show a few times. He's a casual gamer. So we try to give him advice of games that
Yep.
he would enjoy. I'm like, what kind of things do you like? Do you like the stories? You like third-person shooters? He'll give us a couple of things. We're like, play these 4 games.
Right.
He just finished Last of Us 2 because he played Last of Us 1 a while ago. He came down. He
got
to talk,
through it.
He had to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
He's like, I need to talk to someone about this game.
Now he's a
He
life
loved it.
changer.
I need that. Who is this guy?
Mikey B's on the channel.
Mikey B's. He's on our
I feel
channel.
like me and Mikey are vibing right now. I don't know. Him and I are on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that game is, you obviously we'll talk about more of it as you go on. But like that is probably one of the games that is hit me more than any game has ever hit me before, and I'm just like, fucking shit. I never had a game bring me into that world like that,
To add
and
to
just
that.
have me like, okay, let's throw in something happy. Like,
Well, to add to that,
know?
I haven't played the second one. But I've only played the
Don't
first.
spoil it. You
Last
didn't
of
play
Us.
it either.
I've only played the first Last of Us. All I can say is within the first 20 minutes, it's the first video
Oh,
game
you're
that
drawn
act-
in.
yeah, you're drawn in easily.
It's the first
Easily.
video game that made me cry, like legit, like in tears.
There's emotions,
I
real
was like,
emotions in
"Whoa,
this game.
I'm in.
What the hell?
It'll fuck with your emotions.
I was like,
Yeah.
am I
it
tears? Like,
fucks with your emotions.
Dude,
No, it's crazy.
I've never had a game do it on that level.
Seriously, I've
Didn't
never
like
Which
had
is
anything
why a
do
lot
that.
of people love part 1 because you get
Yeah.
attached to stuff.
And it's also a lot of reasons why people hate it because they don't like the
Yes.
fact
Well,
that
no,
it does
part
that.
2.
Wow, yeah.
They know what I'm talking about too. Then they hate
No,
it
part 1 I'm talking
because it does too much to them and they don't know how to deal with it because it's a game and not a TV show or
about.
a movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's
If
like,
it was a movie, they'd be like, "Oh, this is phenomenal."
and they're done with it.
Yeah, but because it's a game,
you got to play more.
like, oh shit!
Bottom line,
But these are game
Sold me.
changers.
Good.
the writing is amazing.
These are game changers in the game
flawless.
world that you need to play.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
That's the problem. I have a problem with like modern. Like I'll play like things like Dirt 5 because I feel like I can pick it up and play it because I like racing games and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm in and out. And so like it's weird. I dabble in modern, but then I never. I like desperately want to play a game that has a story, but no one ever guides me the right way. They'll like someone told me to play. God, it killed me too. It was like one of the what's the one where Oh crap! You guys talked about it. Is it like? Isn't there a huge series Fallout? Like, there's a bunch of different games, right?
Fallout is
Fallout,
huge.
there's a
dude,
bunch
that's
of-
Somebody told you to play Fallout?
Somebody said that?
Yes. If you play Fallout. I'm in the beginning of the game. I go into this bar,
You're going to
and
sit
the
there.
ladies like talking all smack about stuff I can and can't do.
Yeah.
And then I see a bottle of whiskey,
Yeah.
and it says you can pick it up. So I steal the bottle of whiskey.
Hell yeah.
I get at the front, and the goddamn freaking city wants to kill
Yep.
me. They kill me instantly.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, I just wanted to have a drink of whiskey.
Yeah.
I wasn't really doing anything
Right.
wrong.
Should've bought
So like
that.
it discourages me. I'm like, I got murdered for drinking some whiskey. Like
It's funny you said that.
And that's why I won't ever recommend Red Dead Redemption 2 to you.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
never
No,
recommend
no,
that
no,
game.
no, no.
You bump into someone by accident, they're gonna fight with you. You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
shoot them and kill them, and then you're gonna get arrested. No, fuck that. No, it's too
And then
much.
It's like you got to cover the body. You got to hide it. And
Last of Us 1 and 2.
Last of
I'm
Us
in,
1 and
I'm
2,
in.
I'm 100%. That's all you.
yep.
All right, we'll see. What day is it?
Should
What
do
day
a
is it?
follow up.
Fuck yeah, no,
Follow-
I dead ass. I want updates.
Mike-
I want
follow-up video-
updates of him playing
If we
this.
do a video
guys-
collab follow up or something like
Mikey
that.
B's
or
got
just-
through it in like 4 days, right?
What,
Like in
part
a
2?
week. Yeah,
He was
in
addicted.
like a week.
He was addicted.
Yeah, he beat it in
Yeah.
about a week.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll play it. You know, Ralph will play it, and then we'll do a
Well,
follow up.
you need to finish freaking Uncharted 4
yeah.
first. All
Nah,
right?
man,
Finish
it's not
that
connected to
first.
it. It's not connected. To it.
Finish that
Big
first.
deal. It's Naughty Dog, but it's not connected.
Actually, shoot. That's
After
another good
years of
recommendation.
not
too.
playing it. Yeah, Uncharted series also.
Uncharted series is another
Uncharted
great
is good
recommendation.
too. Yeah. That's linear, and it's like you're playing an action movie. I like that. I
Well,
like
it's the same makers. They make the same.
It's like
the
Indiana
same
Jones.
game.
Well,
Yeah.
Ralph, we'll give you a list.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people talking smack in the chat because I tried to play that trucking simulator game, and I had to pick up this haul, dude. It was hilarious because like I got the like 4-wheelers stuck in this like city. It looked like I was in Russia. I probably was, but I like couldn't. It's like Austin Powers in that scene where you can't do like the
Yes.
3-point turn to get out. And dude, it's like that game's relentless because it's like you're driving a real truck. And I'm like on a live stream. I'm just like, guys, I like. If this was an important shipment, like it's not getting delivered. Like basically, I'm sorry you're not getting your products because there's
That
no
was a truck full of
freaking way.
PS5s. You
A
ruined-
truck full of PS5s.
you
I'm not
ruined
going.
Christmas.
You ruined Christmas for everybody.
Yo, that's awesome.
That's funny.
But there's nothing wrong with quick pick up and play type games.
Ah,
'Cause
we
I have-
love those
I have-
more.
I have recommendations for that too.
Listen, Miles Morales is like an 8-hour game. Like you can definitely get
Alright.
through that super
But
fast.
it is
Yeah.
open world. Though. You
Katana.
might
It's
get
open
distracted.
world, it is. But
Yeah.
if you follow, like I said, follow the icon. Just go to the next.
Yeah, they
icon.
will tell you where to go.
You
Yeah.
follow the icon, but then a crime happens.
Nah,
and
you don't have to
towards
go
the
there.
Crime. It's
I
like
did not go there.
I do. I usually.
I
do.
always do. I always go to the
yeah.
crime. It's like
I
okay.
do it all the time.
If you get
Honest,
sidetracked,
though, like it's balanced because like having something this is the problem, like dilemma. It's not a problem. It's just whatever. It's the way life is. Like being married, having kids, like trying to maintain a YouTube channel. Like I need games I can kind of go in and out of a little bit because if I have to invest like too much time, I just can't do it. That's the problem. Like it's not that I wouldn't want to. So I think like my wife's. She's going to be working late for like the next 3 days in a row. So this is like Last of Us.
Last of
Definitely
Us. Last of Us. Get
too.
it done.
Yeah, man.
You can knock out Last of Us in 3 days with that.
Do they have it on Switch?
Last of Us,
No.
no. No Last of Us on Switch.
Nope.
that's only PlayStation.
Yep. Or PlayStation 4.
All right. Well, the PS4 is going to get moved into the bedroom then.
There you go. There you go. It was actually free at a point.
For the next 3
It
days.
was, yeah.
If you have the PS5, it's free. But
Oh, that's right. With the,
yeah,
with
part, the remasters.
The remaster,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't need all
Yeah,
that.
you might as well play a remaster.
Yeah.
If you play,
Well,
Last of Us.
Hey, you don't
It's
need that.
on
You
four.
don't need
Well, it's
that.
on 4.
It is
Remaster is on 4, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was $9 2 days ago. It was $7 2 days ago.
Which is crazy. That's crazy.
yeah, all the
Guys,
greatest hits was
yes.
$7.99 actually, so $8.
That's crazy.
You should do a live
You
stream
guys
of you
make-
playing that, dude.
I never played Crisis. I never played Crisis before.
none of
And
us
the
did.
other day, I played the remastered version of Crisis for the first time on live stream. Like, I only stream like retro stuff usually. And dude, it was hilarious because I'm like, I'm like a go in and blast people. Like I'm like I just
Same,
charge
yeah.
and I got this guy and he's like he's a good friend of mine. He's like, but he's like trying to be like helpful. He's like, you're supposed to be tactical here. Like you gotta have tactics. I'm like, dude, I don't know. And he's like, you just took out like a bunch of palm trees. Like you're not shooting anything. Like, you're killing palm trees. That's not the objective. I'm like, shut up.
Oh, that's fucking
But I asked
funny.
him, the funny thing is he like calmed me down
Yeah.
and he got the ADD out, and then I ended up loving the game. Like I'm like, this is an awesome game. I don't even know how old that game is, but it was super fun to me. That's the problem is like, I know I could be into the modern stuff. I just need someone to help me get into it. And I've been misguided. You know what I mean? Like people will tell me go play Fallout and it's like,
No, bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bad recommendation.
You know what's a
You
good
need
recommendation?
150 hours for that.
Yeah, bad recommendation.
A great recommendation is the new Doom. Not Doom Eternal, the remake of Doom. That's a perfect game for you.
Also
Because
$20.
Oh yeah, you jump in there and
it's
start
all-
chasing.
It's super action. That's all action.
It's all action, and there's
Actually,
no
Resident Evil
reload
3.
button. There's
Resident
no
Evil 3
reload.
is
button.
Resident Evil 3 is pretty. It's very linear
It's
too.
old school.
Yeah.
No, Resident Evil 2 remake is good too. That's also that's like
It's linear.
They're not. It's linear
You
game.
can get lost though.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Like
You can get lost. You can get lost in
I
Resident
would
Evil.
say 3 more than 2 because you can
Yeah.
get lost, and when that dude starts chasing you, shit changes.
Yeah.
And there's only one way to go after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, shit changes.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I play a lot of Doom, like the old school Doom. You're saying like
If
the
you
new
like
one.
the old school Doom, then you'll like the new one.
The new
Yeah.
one is
You'll like
awesome.
it.
For
It's
you
the
then.
same thing. They kept it.
So it's a remake of the original Doom.
Yes.
Well-
Doom 2016, I think it was, right? 2016 it came out.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's called Doom.
It's called Doom, but it came out in
It's for
2016.
PS4. It's for PS4.
PS4. Yes.
All right, I'm in.
Get it.
I think when you start Last
love
of Us, you should live stream that. I will be in that stream every
I'll do
time.
it for you guys.
That'd be amazing.
I'll do.
I'm
No,
sure.
I will be glued to that shit because
Oh, dude, Doom.
like Sticks when he beat Last of Us 2,
I watched
he
it.
loved to see me play through it. And I want to see you play through the entire series, just not even knowing anything and just going in. I want to see a reaction to this shit. It's
All right,
entertaining.
I'll do it.
Well, I gotta play it though before I can't watch it.
I wanna
No,
go
let's
back.
well, it's gonna start with Last of Us 1 though,
Oh,
so
so
you'll be
one,
fine.
okay,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I want to go back so bad to that game that I watched your whole.
I'm eventually
playthrough.
gonna play it again. It's really enjoyable, but fuck, man,
Yes.
it's so
Doom 2016.
it's so.
Yep.
No, yeah. There's a suggestion. They said Ralph might like Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is like
4
90 hours too, though.
That is,
like
Oh,
that
40
is
hours.
for the
That's a lot
Switch
of-
too.
It's like
90 hours ain't gonna work.
no, that's like a 40-hour.
that
game.
is
It is
like
40.
long.
Yeah, it's a 40-hour game.
That
You gotta
game is-
invest a lot of time,
Dude,
man.
that shit said like 44 by the time I finished that shit. I'm like, this is Resident Evil. What's
Resident Evil
44?
5 is like 15 hours, right? It's like 15.
Yeah, it's not no.
Most
44.
Resident Evils are like 10 hours,
Yeah.
15 hours
I
to
feel
8.
like we should do I'll fly out there and you guys do like a modern gamer boot camp or something where like we film the whole thing. You guys keep me up ridiculous hours. Like it just you could do power through it. Like,
Dude, I like that fucking idea.
I like the
We'll,
idea,
we'll
too.
each pick a game and put them through it,
That'll be
Yeah.
the boot camp.
and one of them's gonna be Cuphead.
Oh gosh.
and like I can't go home. Like I'm actually held captive. Like it's legit. Like that back door back there is locked up, padlocked, done. Like you go, shut up. You kick me in there, shut up. You just go, do it. And then just
You don't know where to go? Right there. Go straight. Go straight. Go.
Ralph's like, I
you gotta,
can't.
like,
I can't.
you'll
No,
hook
get back.
up to Margaritaville, get me like all liquored up. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Take a shot of this. What is it? I don't know. Just shut up. Just take the shot. Guys, I don't know if I could just play the fucking game. We're live
Crack the door
streaming.
open every now and then. What are you doing? What are you doing? Shut up. Play.
He's like, told you like it.
Yeah.
For real. Wow.
I'm telling you, he gonna get addicted to The Last of Us. He will.
No, that stuff is good. They're linear games.
Yeah.
They're
will.
very, very linear. You know, and that's why I'm playing Uncharted 4 right now. You know, too many open world games. I'm like, I can't play too many in a row like that. I have to space it between some linear action stuff.
Emerald Wizard in the chat.
What's up, Emerald
Hey.
Wizard?
Emerald
What's up,
Wizard.
man?
Dr. Horsley's in the chat.
Hey, what's good?
Yo.
Emerald Wizard, Casano Magic.
I'm liking that video game boot camp.
Yeah, that's great. idea.
Good idea.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
What other categories they got there, Mr. Sticks?
We have best score and music.
Man,
And
I'm pissed. I'm just pissed at the category.
Streets of Rage is not in it.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's
It's so sad.
Fire Emblem wasn't up for last year.
Last year they weren't in
Oh
it.
my god. Dude.
But the ones that they do have, they have Doom Eternal. What kind of music do they have in this? Rock music?
I'll say this: they did remake the original Doom soundtrack,
But that's
And
rock
they did,
music, right?
They did like
Damn, I use the bathroom.
yeah, almost like rock. Yeah, they did
It's like hardcore,
like a metal,
crazy music.
metal,
Yeah,
but they did like a hardcore
Okay.
dubstep kind of,
So they
like a
kinda made
remix
it
version of it.
new.
And they
Was it
started
good?
off the trailer, like the game starts off with it, and I was like, oh, they brought it back to it was like I had a nostalgic moment when I heard it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
so it's good.
Yeah, the soundtrack is the soundtrack's not bad.
I guess we gotta hold off on this topic because we got another intermission.
That's all right.
It's all
Intermission
good.
time, y'all.
It's all good. But this is for the chat.
Intermission
y'all.
time.
Exactly.
That's all good.
Go for it.
Ah, dude, you gotta do it. It's the life juggle. All right, man.
Oh, we will. We're gonna
Yeah,
ask him
man.
how many arcade machines he has being delivered this month. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw this week. I saw
It's got in storage.
one of he did it was a video where he did a tour in his house.
Yeah.
And it's got
Oh,
like
dude,
cabinets all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's awesome. I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
wow.
A legit home arcade, man.
I was like, that's just crazy.
A
I was like,
legit
that's-
home arcade.
We don't have one arcade system.
No, but you know what?
You were
That was the
building
thing.
one,
I
right?
wanted to ask him about the Sinden light gun. We're supposed to be getting ours.
After
No,
maybe before Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe.
it might be this month. It might be this month. But
It says single orders might be coming soon.
well, we ordered ours at the same time, so we should be getting it. But he got his
Oh, yeah, is
early.
that it?
I
Okay.
think so. If I remember correctly, I think he got it.
Well,
But I
after we
gotta
get past
ask
these next two categories to go on.
But
We have to break through these
yeah,
fast.
yeah, I know. But I'm dying to know because I'm like, damn. I watch videos on it. and I'm like, oh,
Chick-fil-A is
Oh,
dope.
Chick-fil-A. That's
Chick-fil-A is
pretty
dope.
good, actually.
ooh, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
Chick-fil-A.
Good fast food.
Filet sounds good right now.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A is not bad.
man.
Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
chicken
up with
sandwich.
the Popeye chicken
You know,
sandwich?
I've never had Popeyes.
No.
Oh.
Really? You need to come back over here and get that.
Yeah, right?
When you do the
Come down to the
marathon.
East Coast,
So
man.
he's like, you got to do it.
Yeah.
They have it here.
Oh, do they?
Oh,
Because they always run that commercial. It's like, I got chicken and Popeyes. That thing.
he's never had Popeyes. He just said,
Oh, you never had no Popeye spicy chicken sandwich?
No, dude.
So
I know.
beat the hell out of the microphone.
Yo, I was pretty far back from that, man. Come on.
No, Popeye.
Do you guys have Church's chicken?
I think
no.
so.
We used to
It's
in
not-
the
it's
80s.
not around here, right?
In the 80s, we had
Church's
chicken.
The
Yeah,
fuck
it was
No, it's
good.
not here anymore. no.
Yeah, Roosevelt.
Church's
Just
chicken? Really?
Church's chicken.
So I had it the first time in LA. I had Church's chicken, and it was good. It was really good.
I
But
heard good things.
good.
no, I've never had Popeyes, but I gotta have it because like, isn't it supposed to be the best chicken sandwich? Like, isn't it the
Spicy.
best?
The spicy one is
Spicy
pretty
chicken
damn
sandwich
good.
is pretty good.
Even their regular chicken, though. Even their spicy
But
chicken
I like
legs.
Chick-fil-A better because it's not such a giant piece of chicken. They give you so much in this bite. I'm like, dude, I hope this is cooked.
You got
Steroids.
I
hope
because sometimes I get when it's not fully cooked. I'm like, I can't eat this chicken now.
It's all the steroids they pump into the chicken. They're
when you
like,
pay the same money and they give you a bigger piece of chicken, that's a good thing.
I feel more comfortable eating a smaller piece of chicken because I know it's cooked. So if you get to the middle, I'm like, yo, this isn't healthy. You can't eat an
Salmonella.
uncooked chicken.
well, then that's a problem. They don't cook the
if you
chicken
can
right.
positively be 100% it's cooked, then I'll be like, yeah, it's the best thing ever.
Nah, you gotta let them know when you're ordering it. Be like, can I get it fully cooked?
I gotta stop going to this ghetto ass Popeyes.
Can I get a fully cooked chicken?
At Wendy's too.
let me get it.
At Wendy's, if I get their salad, I'm like, yo, can you make sure the chicken is cooked, please? Give me some old stuff.
You get sued for that, man.
exactly.
You can't be serving uncooked chicken.
I got once I was happy one day. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna get 2 chicken sandwiches from Popeyes. I ate the first one; it was amazing. I got the second one first bite. I'm like, you ruined it.
Shame on you for getting 2, dude. You don't get 2 sandwiches.
one wasn't enough.
Damn, why is one not enough?
But there was no
Jeez.
fries and there was no soda. No
Yo,
nothing.
that's too much. It's too much.
They ain't Big Macs.
Oh,
It's like McDonald's where you get the 2 Big Macs for $3.
Nah, it's not Big Macs.
Ah, man.
You get the 2 sandwiches.
It was like getting that bad chicken nugget back in the day.
Oh, that weirdly shaped
Yeah.
nugget.
It's like
You get a
brown.
20 pack.
whoa.
The second one, you get some gristle. You're like, what is this? And you feel like spitting out all of it. Oh, I don't want none of this now. That's why I like the white chicken they have now. It was dark chicken is terrible.
You can tell he had mad bad experiences with that shit. You hear his voice is clearing up and everything.
So it was passion.
So I gotta do the fast foods at once. You gotta space the fast food.
Yeah.
You do it every day, you're gonna have some
Never
bad
ordered a
luck.
20-piece chicken nugget. Now it's different. So back to best score.
Fast food connoisseur.
So they have Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I believe should win that because it's amazing.
I think that's gonna get a lot of
They
awards.
took
For what? For which
Final
category?
the music.
The remake.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
actually,
okay.
They took all of the music, remixed it beyond what you can
Sounds
possibly
awesome.
imagine. It's amazing.
I gotta.
And they took every track and didn't disappoint at all.
They
I-
they rave about the music.
I haven't
It's
played
crazy.
it yet, but I've heard the soundtrack,
crazy.
and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, just the music alone. Is
Pretty
just-
good.
I'll buy that.
Wow.
Hades is in there. I gotta play this game.
Hades is in mad categories.
I'm
and it's
ducking
an
the
indie
game. I'm
Either
ducking
they
it
got
only
a
because
hell of a payout,
Yo,
or this is a hell
What's
of a
that game about?
it's
like,
like a dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
overhead action. Like you're teleporting around, fighting. Like it's like people
Diablo?
made Transistor.
It's like
It's like a-
yeah.
It's like a hand drawn Diablo
Okay.
roguelite.
it's faster though. Yeah,
yeah.
But
It looks awesome, but
It does.
I'm not into the
Got
roguelike
rave
games
reviews.
though.
but
But
apparently
everybody
they did it
everybody
good.
loves it.
Apparently they did this one good.
yeah.
So I
If it
And-
drops in price,
yeah.
They have
yeah.
surprisingly they have Ori and the Will of the Wisp,
good for them.
which is funny
okay.
because I think Ori, the first one, has better music, and it never got put in there.
And this guy put it to the
That second one got put in.
Actually, maybe I might be wrong. It might have won
Yeah.
that year. It might have won when it came out.
I'll
That
have
was
to
a
look
while
that
ago.
up.
But I don't think Ori's gonna win this time.
What do
And then Last of Us.
Yeah.
Last of Us Part 2. Best music.
Last
I
of
mean,
Us
that's
I don't know
about
amazing.
music.
Well,
My jam.
there's-
Oh wait, it's not yet. But it's gonna be.
They have good
Best
music,
music?
great music in there. Yeah, no, there's stuff in the game that is based off music, and it's done flawlessly. It's amazing.
Yeah, I guess like the moment. I don't.
Atmospheric
I'm more.
stuff?
I was more
It is
engrossed
atmospheric.
in the moments than the actual
But the
soundtrack.
music they have in it
it definitely
blows your
fit it.
mind.
I can't even tell you what I heard, but
But
I,
the guitar, the
yeah.
So it's like movie score type,
Yeah.
stuff.
but no, Streets of Rage should have won.
But Streets of Rage should be there. It doesn't make any
It should be
sense.
there.
So I think Final Fantasy should get that out of those categories.
Yeah, I co-sign on that.
Best art direction. This is an odd one too. For me. Art direction. Like,
Streets of Rage 4.
Like I guess that's how. Like if you drew this stuff, how's the design and stuff like that.
Battletoads.
That's not in anything.
Battletoads is not anything. And I'm
It's
upset
messed
about
up.
that.
That's crazy.
That-
man.
that's bullshit.
The Game Awards is a letdown.
I gotta take over
Such
these
a freaking
categories
letdown.
because these
We were
they're
let
not
down
doing
last
anything.
year too.
They had Green Day perform and not Family Jewels. How's that possible?
Nah, messed up.
I
Man.
don't know.
Family
messed up.
Jewels does video game covers, and
Right.
Green Day does what?
Music.
Regular music.
Yo,
Okay.
Arcane says Game of the Year 2021 is going to be Retromania Wrestling.
Yeah.
And I think it's on their arcade too.
Yes, it
That's
is.
pretty dope.
It is.
Nah, man. Listen, that game's gonna blow
Pull
up.
it going to that arcade.
I'm telling you.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna blow up.
Oh,
They'll be
Rob,
like,
you
yo,
got-
they've
you
been
gotta get
dying
that.
for a wrestling game. People gonna be playing it like crazy. They're gonna be like, oh shit, level 857's in there, so I gotta get that shit. And it's gonna like in the war for it. I'm telling you.
They're gonna get 10 sales each from us
Oh,
alone.
Alone.
Like on all things
Physical
digital
and
physical.
digital.
Yes.
Hell yeah, on all systems.
yo, and for the voice acting, how's fucking Battletoads not up there for that?
It's like that nobody. It's like nobody played.
No one played.
like
Like,
nobody played.
how is
No, that's bullshit. It's so good.
dude,
It's
the
so.
voice
It's so
acting
good.
was
It gets no recognition.
It's crazy though. I don't understand
For
that.
voice acting, it definitely should have had.
Oh
one
my
in there.
god.
But they have Final Fantasy VII remake. Obviously, they have Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
They have Hades. The same stuff, man.
It's all the same game.
They
pretty much.
have Ori and Will of the Wisp,
Yeah.
and they have Last of Us Part 2. It's exactly what I just read.
This deja
Art,
vu.
wait, art direction for Last of Us 2? Come
It's
on.
exactly.
Art
Come
direction.
on, man.
It looks good, but it's realistic. It's not. It's
Come on.
I mean, to make it look real takes a lot of art.
I
Yes.
know, but like,
But I
art
think
direction.
for art direction, I think in this category, Ori should win because that's the most comic book art type,
Yeah.
like style
Yo.
that they have.
It's the
in
most
here.
artsy style.
It's its own style. Nothing looks like that.
I
Yeah.
want to know who these people are picking these categories in the games for.
They played
categories.
5 games.
I don't.
Actually, there's different ones in this. Okay, there's one. There's one.
Uh-oh.
I swear they had one game per each category.
No, it is. It is. It is. It's legit. One
So
they
just
had
go
one.
through the ones we already said already.
Well, no, best narrative.
Oh, best narrative. Okay.
Yeah, best narrative. I think they have 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Okay, never played it.
I don't.
No, I don't know
I don't
anything
even
about
know
it.
what the game that is.
Final Fantasy VII remake,
Okay.
I don't think that should be up there.
Ghost of Tsushima. Best
Ghost of
narrative. It
Tsushima.
definitely.
Best
it definitely-
narrative.
No,
yeah,
definitely
it has
should
to
be
get up there.
No, I mean like everyone kind of knows it already though.
No,
it's a remake,
it's
man.
different. It's totally
But it's the
different.
same story though.
Stop it.
It's the same story.
No, it's not.
No.
It's a different story.
Yes,
It's different. Man.
It's completely
different. Even
different.
the demo that I played was different. I, was
I
like,
don't
whoa,
know.
this is
Source
amazing.
material, man.
Play it. I was surprised they put a remake in there after because of Resident Evil 2. That's
I
why.
don't know.
Did you ever
But-
play Final Fantasy VII?
No, you never played it.
Oh, so what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
watched because I watched the entire game being played in front of me, so I can say
Oh.
something.
Ghost of Tsushima,
I know nothing about it yet, so I can't say
Hades,
anything. Same.
Hades, and Last of Us Part 2.
I can only say Last of Us 2. I
So
can't-
narrative, that's the most negative thing people have against the game is the narrative of
Very controversial. That's why I can't wait to play it.
Narrative of Last of Us Part 2, I don't think it'll win this category because of it. But I think that
People will be pissed about it.
The fact that they had the balls to do the narrative that they did, it should win for that.
Huh.
Wow.
But
I can't say it can win over certain games I haven't played.
No, I know.
So,
I'm just saying,
but me personally, if it won, I'd be like, well, yeah, it's fucking incredible. So,
are you guys ready for best game direction?
Yes, go ahead.
game direction.
Yes. All right. These are new. All right, check it out. Final Fantasy VII Remake,
That's the new.
Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and Last of Us Part 2. Never even heard of any
Yo,
of these
yo,
games.
yo. Like
They cut and paste.
they have to been something should have been done.
I think they should have
It's a
more.
joke. It's
they
a
should
joke.
Have more range in these categories. More.
Those are the only games that came out this year.
There's still
According
games.
to them, yeah, of course.
Why is it 5? Why can't it be like 10? You know, why can't you put 20? There's a lot of good great games that came out this year.
Dude,
Guys gave a lot of money
on
for
the
this.
Switch alone in the eShop. How many games a week come out?
There's so many indie titles that
So
deserve
So many
like
games come
top
out.
quality.
Yeah,
top
there's
quality
a lot.
stuff.
There's some games.
Doesn't matter how many people played it.
Every week there's games.
All right.
Such bullshit.
Crazy.
So I don't know what should win that. Best game direction. I mean, I Ghost of Tsushima.
I was like, yeah, give it to Ghost.
I haven't even played it.
I'm almost
none of us
The one I hear about, yeah.
judging what's going on because of
Ghost
the
of Tsushima.
the player's choice already.
Yeah.
I assume Game of the Year is going to be Ghost of Tsushima. I think Ghost of Tsushima is
Listen.
going to win probably
This is the next category.
the majority of the categories.
Because of the hate that I think The Last of Us 2 is getting.
It'll get one or two,
It'll get some, but
not
people will be mad if it gets
Yes.
things over the
especially
other
Game of the
titles.
Year.
But Final Fantasy 7 came out so early, it's getting slept on the whole time.
I think it'll get audio.
I hope so, man. I hope it gets something.
I think it'll get audio.
If it got Game of the Year, I'll be like, holy shit. But but Game of the Year. Okay, here we go. You guys ready?
Game of the Year.
Give me
Yes. Are you ready?
I wonder what the choices are.
Hold on, let me guess.
These are also titles you have not heard yet.
There we go.
yeah.
You will be so shocked.
Game of the Year.
Oh dear.
All right. Doom Eternal. Game of the Year.
Game of the year?
Game of the Year.
That's shocking.
That's shocking.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ghost of Tsushima. Hades. Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Wow.
You know what's crazy?
That's crazy because that's the first time you heard it in this whole thing.
I've never heard of Animal
Is that
Crossing.
the first time we had an indie game for runner up for Game of the Year?
No.
What was the last one that had?
There was one last year. I forget what it was, but that was definitely.
Was it
indie.
an artsy?
Yeah. It was
I
definitely
think I
indie
might know
title.
what you're talking
It
about.
was Andy's title last year.
Oh, okay.
It did not win, but it was in there.
Yeah. They did not need it.
And Last of Us Part 2. So,
Wow.
listen, in all honesty, because of the fact that Animal Crossing is in there
Yeah.
and it's not in any other category,
It'll probably win.
I
it's
think
gonna
that
win.
it would probably just win that
Just 'cause of the
category
fanfare.
You think it'll get Game of the Year?
because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I think
Like
it's
14 million people bought that.
I don't. I
Yeah,
don't,
that was
I don't
high.
know if he'll get. I don't know if he'll get it though.
Listen,
I'm going with Ghost of Tsushima.
no,
I think
listen,
it's Ghost.
in
of
all
Tsushima.
honesty, yes,
Fan favorite? Yeah.
it'll probably be Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
But if Animal Crossing pops up and says, "Yeah, I got this," I'm not gonna be shocked. I'm not gonna be shocked.
That sold insane.
I'm not gonna be shocked.
It sold insane.
That made people live through this pandemic. Like
Yeah.
that was their
I think
lifeline.
it sold more than Breath of the Wild.
It sold more than anything.
And you know what's crazy?
Anything.
And you know what's crazy? I give zero fucks about that game.
Except for Grand Theft Auto. It didn't sell more than that. Sorry.
Oh, nothing sells more.
I can't believe Breast of the Wild wasn't on that list at all, and none of those categories.
know what I'm
Like,
saying?
That's weird.
That's
Breath
in the
of the Wild
adult. That's in the
would've won.
adult award.
You know what I'm saying?
That's in the adult awards. It took the whole thing and ran the whole thing.
Breast of
Breast
the
of
we
Wild.
gotta
Wild.
we gotta get a thumbnail for that.
Google Breast of the Wild after this show. Just make sure
Don't
Breast will-
don't Google that. Don't.
Don't
take
go
off private. It'll show you.
Breast of the
It will
Wild.
show you.
no!
It'll show you that it totally won. And a clean sweep at the adult award.
That's messed up. I'm so pissed that I'm like so back. Like I mean, I'm catching up, but I really gotta play Ghost of Tsushima. I really.
I bought it. I have it for
Yeah.
PS. I
It's
played
right
it
over
on-
there. It's
I'm
right
gonna play
over
it on
there.
PS5, but I just don't.
But I got 2 games ahead of that.
I gotta get past Demon Souls first, and it's gonna take 100 hours.
That's gonna take you like half of next year.
it's gonna take so long.
You're not getting to that.
But Ghost of Tsushima is not short either. So
No, it's like a 40.
But I wanted to play it on PS5, and I got it, so now I can.
So
check
hold
it
on.
out.
Dark Souls is not a good series to suggest for Ralph. No.
No.
hell no! Hell no!
All right. I already got you. Already got me 3 things on my list. I got
Good.
Last of Us 1, 2, and Doom
Yeah.
Yes.
2016.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess. Yeah, so I'm
Doom
good.
VR.
That's gonna keep me busy.
No,
You can play Doom in
I don't know
VR.
if you want to do that.
that's awesome.
I don't know if you want to
You
do
can
that.
play Doom in VR.
Well, if you, I
gotta
guess if
give it
you
a
like,
shot.
if you like VR,
It's got pop-up bull crap.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not happening.
No,
I don't.
I gotta
stuff
try
that
that.
jumps at me, I'll do it on the TV. No VR.
You should play,
I'm not
Yeah,
doing that
yeah.
again.
you should play Skyrim. Nah.
Oh no! He would no. It's too
100 hours.
That's too big.
That's
like Breath of the
1,000
Wild,
hours.
Skyrim.
I think Resident Evil 3 would be his speed.
Resident Evil 3 is definitely something.
I think that'd be his speed. 2, it's a little
Yeah,
iffy.
it needs like a short linear stuff.
Yeah,
so yeah I think
2's a little iffy
Add 3 to your list.
because of that dude chasing you.
Yeah.
Doing it.
That dude chasing you just
You
changes
got a couple
everything.
of games you can get through in a week each.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
problem.
I got it. I'm on it.
All right.
Plus, like Christmas week's a little slow. I'll be like, I got stuff to do.
All right. We got to
you
keep
go.
you busy.
But you got to stream Last of Us 1 and 2.
I'll stream Last of Us. For
I
sure.
need to see his
At
reaction.
least the first part. Like, you got to, like, just do the first
I
part.
want to see his reaction to this shit.
Oh, dude,
Yes,
I want to
exactly.
watch it. Too.
Definitely got some viewers here who watch it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
So, Chad, what do you think about those 5 games? That are gonna-
Those
5 games for every category. See, this is-
Overcome.
but the thing is, it's
That's
funny.
it's gonna make the award show boring.
I hope your reason for Animal Crossing wins because Streets of Rage is in nothing else.
no.
And that's the only category. It's like, just give it to Streets of Rage. Jesus
Don't-
Christ, man.
If these titles are only in one category, give it to them.
Just give it to the fucking game.
So Animal Crossing.
I mean, do I want Animal Crossing?
No, I don't want Animal. I would say Last of Us 2, but I never played the other ones. But whatever. You know, if Animal Crossing gets it, you get it.
I
But-
would say Last of Us because of personal experience, but I wouldn't be mad if Ghost won
yeah.
because I've heard nothing but good things.
Nothing
I
like
saw-
everyone loves
I saw
Ghost.
some of it, and it looks amazing.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
Streets of Rage is a step in the right direction,
Yep.
though. You know what I'm saying? It puts
They
beat
should
'em
have
ups back
beat
on the
'em up.
map.
Where's
you
the
know?
beat 'em up category?
You know?
Where's the racing
I
category?
like that.
They
You
should
know,
have beat
they
'em
put
ups.
racing and sports in the same category.
That's ridiculous.
They're like Madden
Oh,
versus
it should be separate categories
yeah,
for sure.
Madden versus Forza. What's better? What?
Wait. Did you have the fighting game category?
No, there's a fighting game. No, this fighting game is action adventure. Had different games. Yeah, actually, yeah. You go over those. Those had.
I didn't go over those.
Yeah, you should though.
Nah, we're done. We're done.
Real fast.
What?
What is it?
I forgot what was on the fighting game ones, but what should win? Mortal Kombat definitely has to win.
Yeah, how is MK11 not on any? Of
Yeah.
Well, that was
it's
last
on the,
year,
this
right?
year, wasn't it?
Was it this year?
It was this year. Mortal
was-
Kombat
was it
11 is
last
on
year?
a fighting game. The fighting game's
Okay.
on. Yeah. It's better. I don't give a fuck what else is on
Yeah,
there.
here it goes.
Yeah.
All right, best fighting game. Grand Blue Fantasy versus.
That looked good.
Wow.
Though.
Okay.
That looked
Oh, that's the art.
Anime one.
The art. Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't win though.
Is Street Fighter 5?
Street Fighter 5 is on there. Yes.
Wow.
It's just
The DLC that keeps
champions
DLC.
of the year.
The DLC
Every
lasts
champion-
for 5 years.
Every year they come
So
out
every
with
year they're nominated because that DLC stretches 5 years.
They put the DLC on
I
there.
look, Capcom's got that like crazy, right?
They said they
Like,
wouldn't do it
Capcom's
too.
crazy.
They said they would not do it that way.
Yeah.
Here, man,
they-
listen.
they-
Mortal
with the title.
Kombat 11 Ultimate.
That should win.
Yes.
That should win hands down.
Have you seen the story mode?
That
No,
should win
it's-
hands down.
That was awesome.
If that doesn't win, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I haven't. It's the first Mortal Kombat played in a while. and
Bullshit
I
if it
love
doesn't win.
It's awesome. A lot of content.
Cyberpunk's not gonna win anything.
One
It's
Punch
not-
Man.
it's
for
not-
next year.
One
year.
Punch
He said
Man,
for
a
next-
hero nobody knows.
I didn't even know that was a
That's beat 'em
fighting
up.
game.
That's a beat 'em up.
Yo,
right?
they put it in. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's on the fighting game
I don't
thing.
think it's
That's a fighting
it's a fight.
game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put it on the fighting. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
put it
they
on
did
there.
And under Night in Birth, XE late. I never heard.
No one cares. Mortal Kombat 11 should win. Mortal Kombat 11 should win.
That's good. That's so good. That's good.
Wow.
And they're probably all good games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11 should win.
No, Mortal Kombat should be dope.
Story, DLC, gameplay,
Nah, it should win.
it should win. If it doesn't win, it's
should.
bullshit.
Yep. Best action adventure. That was also a good category.
Oh, yes.
That's
What
definitely-
was that?
What is it?
I'll go through real fast. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay.
No, it's Assassin's
I
Creed.
forgot.
Holla holla.
Yo, I forgot that came out.
I can only call it holla
Assassin's Creed
holla.
Holla Holla.
Holla.
I forgot that
Ghost
came out
of
completely.
Tsushima.
Okay.
Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh,
Ori and the Will of the
How is
Wisp.
that in the category? Wait,
Action adventure.
I thought that wasn't even eligible.
action adventure.
Spider-Man is in.
When did that come
Morales.
out? When did it come out though?
Yeah, it depends on
Miles
when
It came out on the 12th of last month. I guess it. What?
Okay, it's 2020. 2020.
That's the first time it got
that's-
announced, though.
The 12th of November.
Of
Wow.
November?
Yeah, that's.
That's the cutoff.
I think that's around like a
Yeah.
day, like the week
Literally,
of. That's
right there.
the cutoff. I
That's
think.
crazy.
Yeah.
because last year was the Star
Smash
Wars.
Brothers. Smash Brothers also was right on the line.
The fact that it didn't get mentioned until then is crazy.
of all those things.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Miles Morales, voice actor, he was on there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
he was.
on
He was
there.
okay, and he wasn't even a great voice actor in that for me. To be top,
Compared to Last of Us,
Yeah.
not really.
No.
Not really.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
That's forgotten.
that is forgotten.
That's
And that was
so
on
forgotten.
and that was
That's an
that
awesome
missed
game.
the cusp of last year too.
That's so forgotten and so good.
Wow.
That's what happens when you come out so like right at the end.
See, this is the problem I have with these modern games. They're all like 10s.
Well, next year.
So if they miss like the deadline, how am I gonna like? I'm gonna fucking
it's
pick.
true. It's
Like,
tough to choose, man. It's
they're
tough.
all epic, and I don't know. I don't want to pick between them.
well, next year when they put Cyberpunk on everything, it's going to be
God.
forgotten because
Yeah.
it came out just now.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Getting it
Jesus.
tomorrow.
Anything else on there?
Let me see. As far as categories, or
No, I mean relevant. The rest of them was just
role
like.
playing has some decent ones that we didn't name before.
Role-playing?
Yeah,
Really?
Best role playing. Final Fantasy VII.
Then it should win that.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Final Fantasy should win.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely
Genshin
should.
Impact.
Never
No,
heard.
get out of
Never
here.
heard of
No,
it.
no.
Never
Genshin
heard.
Impact. It's
No, it's like a
the,
Zelda clone.
it's the anime Breath
free
of the Wild.
to play.
type.
Oh, it's a ripoff. It's a
Oh,
ripoff.
yes.
But they
Nah, it looks good.
No, it's a ripoff. No, I'm joking.
Persona 5 Royal.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people love Persona.
Oh,
Okay.
Persona 5 came out already.
yeah.
Wait.
No, it's the Royal. It's the
Royale.
It's just the add-on.
Add-on shouldn't be up there.
It's like Persona 4 Gold.
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh, I heard good things about it.
And Wasteland 3.
Against against
Wasteland 3, really?
If Final Fantasy 7 doesn't get it, the person should be fired.
Final Fantasy should definitely win.
If it doesn't win it, they should be fired.
Yakuza's a
Yeah, it's a role
role-playing?
player.
I didn't know
The
that.
new one is.
The new one is. They said
Oh, I
it's
thought it was
kinda
like a GTA.
yeah, they said it was
Nah,
like a
new one is
throwback
like
to JRPGs.
Ralph, are you into any RPGs? Because I got some
Just
suggestions if you're not.
I played Persona for Golden and loved it. Like that was, remember I told you my buddy
Yeah,
had me
yeah.
play it, and I was like super into it on the PSP, and that's it. Like that's like it. And typically
No.
Like, but I bet if you told me, see, the problem with me is just knowing what to play.
Final Fantasy.
Because I would have never picked out Persona for Golden, and when he gave it to me, I was like hooked, even though it was a freaking nightmare, but it was still awesome. Like it was an awesome nightmare.
Well, there's Persona 5. There's also
that's
that.
But are
too
those
That's too
games
much.
similar?
But he
Like,
did 4.
No,
is it the same kind
It's
of
the same
game?
kind of game, yes.
But each game is completely different in story and characters. And stuff
Obviously, the
like
story's different.
that. Characters too.
But it plays the same.
Gameplay
I
is
just
pretty
love
much
the
the same.
whole Persona for Golden had this bizarre story, like the whole idea that you got it go into the TV at night. It kind of was freaky, and I'd play it at night, kind of get a little freaked out. Like I loved it. The storyline was really cool.
Yeah, we're going to make him a list.
yeah.
Every
I
category.
think I can get into an RPG if it's the right one with a cool story. I think I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a few.
They got a best indie category, but it's not. I don't
You're
like.
not going to know
I don't.
them.
Yeah, I don't even. It's like
Wait, Hades is not on there?
There were. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay. Because I'm like, Hades is
The
man
ones that
indie.
we know of.
But we had like Children of Morta. That was 2020, right? It's
Yeah,
like
that was this year. Yeah.
That was this year. It's like this.
They get snubbed, man.
This is why I don't like the Game Awards. It needs to be fixed on every single level because there's so many awesome games that just like,
They make it look like these guys paid for their games to be on there.
That's what I
feels
feel
like
like it
it.
is.
It feels
No, it
like-
really
it
feels
feels
like
like-
that.
Yeah.
And
It's like-
I don't like that.
You know, when you
feeling.
have 5 songs on the radio constantly. You're like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you
That's
doing?
what it feels like.
It just looks like they're shoving these games down your throat.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know it's going to win something, right? I mean, obviously, they're all great games. Yes, they should
They
win
are.
stuff. But you need more varied categories.
Yeah, we're gonna do our own award show.
Yes.
It's a lot of work, man. You got to listen.
Yo, we'll have games from last year on that shit. Because that's what we played this year. I played games from last year.
yeah.
What do you mean the Astral Chain Best Audio? Oh, that wasn't this year. Shut the fuck up. It's our show.
It's our show.
It's our world.
It's snub games that deserve more.
Yeah, man.
That's the show.
Children of Morta is incredible.
That's a great game. Great game.
Incredible game.
So the chat had some questions for you about your arcade stuff. So they asked how many arcades do you have being sent to you this month?
Oh man, I have 3 full size arcades coming within the next couple days.
Shit.
It's one is Cruis'n Exotica. The other one is I got a Neo Geo MVS, a real one. It's like a 4-slot MVS.
Okay.
And then I have this it's like a multi racer. It's like a stand-up racer. It's got like Daytona USA, Sega Rally, and like a bunch of like Outrun, all the Outrunners, Outrun Turbo. It's got a bunch on it.
Wow.
Really?
That's dope.
So
That's really awesome.
yeah, I'm kind of, but I've gotten to this like weird mode where I'll win them at auction, and I kind of like I can only fit so many of them in my house.
Yeah.
So when I'm done with them, I like, let's say I win, like I won the MVS for $250.
Wow.
Like I'm not trying to really make a profit necessarily, but I want to be like, all right, if I'm gonna move a new game into the house, like,
Something's gotta go.
can I still give someone a good deal that will enjoy the game, and I can move the arcade into my house? Because I don't like, I'm not like I am a terrible business person, so I'm not in it to profit. I'm in it to just like give it to someone else that's gonna enjoy it, but not like, not like totally break the bank for me, right? Like I'm making a little bit of money that I can put toward my next purchase and then like move the games along. So I just think that's cool because I would sell it to someone. I'd lose my ass to sell it to someone that would enjoy it versus someone I know that's just going to turn it around and like just do it to make money. You know what I mean?
Take that, flip it.
I played a couple. Like I bought a off-road challenge. You guys remember that game? It was a Midway game. It was like kind of like a like you were kind of in a monster truck kind of thing.
Yep.
I flipped one of those. It was just like I got it at auction because what I'll do is I'll sit on these online auctions till like 3:00 in the morning East Coast time, and everyone's dropped off. Like no one's bidding anymore. And for some reason, they put the racing games at the end. You can get a racing game for like a full size, like legit arcade racing game for like $300 or less, like 200, 250 easy.
What?
So
I would gut that thing.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Put a freaking retro pie in that.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, right? A retro pie.
Then I can have my own Outrun finally. They have that arcade one up. They're doing a Outrun, right? Or did they?
They did, yeah.
They did it, right?
yeah, I got it.
And
You. All right, I'll just be straight. You cannot look even remotely cool doing it. Like my wife walked in and she's like, I go, what do I look like right now? And she's like, you look like a complete tour. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I was like, it's super fun though. Like, so you don't look cool because it's like I keep saying that word and I get beat up every time I say it. Small person size. And I got like a bunch of hate the other day because I said the M word and I didn't mean, I didn't mean
we
it.
said
Like,
it before.
Yeah, we said it before by
Mini.
accident.
You don't mean it.
Mini? Is that the M word?
No.
all right. Sure, it's too miniature, so like you're kind of like,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's still fun.
So it looks like you're
It's
sitting
still
in like the beds that they made for kids that you laying on
The car bed.
Yeah. So it looks like something like that, and you just put a wheel in there. I can imagine.
He's right there.
But they're huge. Like they're
Yeah.
supposed to be huge.
Yeah,
In arcade,
man.
they're big ass
Yeah.
machines.
Jesus.
Well, if you remember, Outrun also had like
The-
Outrun was on that platform that moved.
Yes.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like,
That was awesome.
The whole thing was like hydraulics. It moved. It was badass.
But
But
most of the ones I saw
they-
were just the ones you have. You just standing up with your foot on the pedal.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah, they didn't have the cut.
Nah, man.
They
It
didn't have
was
the cut.
Outrun and also Afterburner. Also
Afterburner.
had the.
How much is
the?
How much is the?
yeah, that went.
Rob, you know this. How much is the Thunder Force big ass circle thing that like hydraulic arcade that'll move you around?
I bet even still, it's probably like thousands of dollars if you want
So
to.
that's probably like a hard to find thing. Like,
Heck yeah,
in
man.
working condition, that thing is crazy. Man.
Imagine the
Oh, yeah.
maintenance on that, man.
They're probably all broke. Yeah.
That Afterburner you're talking about, the one that kind of like went up
Yes.
and back, had the lights like that. I saw one go at auction for like $7,500 still.
Oh.
Now that's probably because
We
like
gotta
they're
put that.
just have them fully working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It's so
I would.
old now.
I mean, I don't know where you'd put that, but
Yeah, it's like where would it go?
Yeah,
That'd be the
seriously.
only thing in your garage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, just put it right here. No, I'm sorry. to the podcast.
You're gonna have to knock this wall down.
Put it right in front of the camera. It'd be just under it.
chat earlier. He's probably still in there. Arizona Arcade Heroes bought the old shoot, I can't remember what it's called. Star Wars.
Oh shoot.
With like
Yep.
the big
Yes.
has like a big screen, like it had like remember the old TVs that had like the red, blue, green lights,
projection?
they're DLP TVs. Yes, so it had a projection TV. He put a LCD in it, but like the thing that when you buy those, almost all the time the flight stick breaks because it has like force feedback. But he got one that worked, and it was. I have a video on it. It's badass. Like he cleaned it all up. Like it's serious, but it's also huge. Like he has it in his garage. It takes up like a car space.
Exactly.
So
That thing is massive. But that's like a sought after. That was like for Sega CD, I think, right? Didn't they come out with one?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was
Jesus.
But that's rarely sought
it
after.
ported the Sega CD for sure.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You had a Sunday question, right?
Sticks and I we supported the Kickstarter for the Sinden light gun. The
Oh yeah,
did you get one, by the way? Did you also do?
yeah, I got one. Yeah,
Oh man,
How does it work?
we're still waiting on our.
We have
we're
it
still
coming
waiting
in the
on our-
mail.
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's my first couple of games I tested was like House of the Dead 2, and then
Man.
House Dude, you know what game's crazy? I never played it until like a year ago, and I streamed it and didn't realize. Like, I try to keep the streams like somewhat family friendly, and I had never played House of the Dead Overkill.
Oh, yeah. That's not family friendly at all. That's one of the most vulgar games ever. Ever.
But the game's awesome,
That's
right?
very
Yeah,
good.
no, it's an
love-
awesome
Did you play through it the whole way?
Not really. I played a little bit
Oh
of
my
it.
gosh.
But
So you don't
It's
know
on-
the last boss though.
Yeah, it's on the Wii.
I don't.
You don't know what you do in the
Yeah.
last boss. So
I'll if you guys think if it's like worth not giving it away, I'll go play it.
you
but-
have to play it to the
Yeah,
end.
guys, yeah.
It's so out of this world
Oh,
with what you do at the end.
All
I
right.
don't want to say.
No, don't.
That game
No.
is hilarious.
You come back and let us know what you thought about that.
Yeah, Sinden is legit. It works really good because I have a couple light gun cabinets, like full size normal ones, and like with the Sinden, once it gets dialed in a little bit more, like it'll just be the replacement for everything. Like you can do it on an LCD, and it works real good, like super responsive. It's just some people bug out because in order for it to work, like it's got a high definition camera in the gun. And so how it knows where the screen is it just draws this like kind of narrow white border. But some people get bugged out by the white border. But I'd take the white border instead of having the sensor bar and all that stuff because the cool thing about it is no matter where you are, as long as the camera can see the white border, you don't have to like calibrate it every time. So it's always real accurate.
Up and play.
So you just got, it's a give and take a little bit. Some people just bug out on the white border for whatever reason. I don't know.
Huge
I don't-
TV.
Yeah, man.
It's fine.
Yeah.
What do you need the border for?
Man, you guys know, I'm sure like there's comments
Yeah.
you guys get. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the heck? Why would you take that out of the whole podcast? You know, like
Well, think of it like
such games as to the wild.
well, you think of it like you go to a movie theater and you're sitting in the front row and the screen looks awkward because you're in a weird angle. But then as you're watching the movie, you forget about it.
Yeah.
It's like you get used to it. Same with the white
Not if
border.
it's 3D.
Like, oh well,
Shit.
Not if it's 3D.
Depends what you're drinking.
You watch Avatar in the second row, looking up
yeah. Well,
at 3D.
yeah. No.
You saw it that way.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
awful.
dude.
Oh, man.
What the hell?
Like, I enjoyed it.
I saw it 4 times,
That's
so it was
rough.
fine. But
Probably
when I
on
saw it
some
with
show.
you, it was right there. I'm like, what? He's back here. It's over our head.
I can't
But
wait to get that.
That
man.
gun, I just got the gun just for Point Blank. I don't care about any other
dude.
games but Point Blank for
How's
that
it
gun. I played them all, definitely.
Time Crisis. man.
Time Crisis, definitely.
I'm
My
waiting
favorite
to
game
play.
to play on it is Time Crisis because I have the button program to like one of the buttons is like your duck, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you duck, get up. Like I don't know, there's something weird. Like I even still do the movement. Like,
They should have that for VR, damn it.
Damn, why don't
They
have
should.
that?
Because
They
you actually
should.
ducking.
They really have
Yeah,
to have
they
that.
That's
should.
funny. There's never been a light gun game for VR.
Dude,
That's-
light
There's
gun.
no light gun games.
Light gun is
Well,
like
that's true,
forgotten. That's like one of the
it's like
forgotten.
extinct right now.
Ah,
so someone showed me something the other day, and I still didn't look it up because I think I kind of gave up on the normal like Oculus. Like I had the dev kit and all that stuff, and I got the Quest, and I kind of gave up on like the Oculus, like the core Oculus stuff. But there's like some virtual arcade thing that you can get. I didn't know, but I think it's just for regular Oculus. So you're in a real arcade, and like I want to say like Time Crisis and all those games are in
Get
it.
outta
So
here.
you're playing a light gun game in a virtual arcade. I saw someone post it the other day, but I haven't checked it out. I'm like, I want to see what this is all
That
So
about.
sounds
it's
fucking
on
awesome,
Oculus
actually.
Rift then.
that sounds
So
kind of
it's-
cool. So you could relive like, going to an arcade
That's pretty.
virtually, but
Awesome.
still, that's
Pretty dope. I don't know.
That sounds like a dope way to play it.
I get it.
yeah.
Really
Yeah.
dope way to play it.
So what got you into arcades to begin with?
Played it tonight. Oh, he's talking about something else. Never mind. Star Wars.
I said what got you into arcades to begin with?
I think it was just as a kid, we like I grew up in this little town, Lincoln, Rhode Island, and in the town we had this arcade called Dream Machine, and it was just like kind of the place your parents would just drop you off at, like kind of like cool, like go have fun, you know, like. But there's a whole other story that's kind of funny because I used to actually steal quarters from my parents, but we don't have to get into that. But a business that would get quarters, and I'd sneak in. Like my mom would give me so many quarters, which was like not enough, right? So I'd go into I'd like army crawl from my room into their bedroom, which was like right across, and they had a big jar of quarters, and I'd steal a good like $5 extra of quarters. And so we'd go to that arcade, and it was just, I don't know, like because of that experience of being dropped off there for so many hours, like it wasn't like they like left me there and never came back, but I just had this like weird the best way to describe it is in the Insert Coin documentary that he talks about how to him an arcade was this place that you went into and it was this room, and every arcade cabinet was like a virtual portal into a world. As if you want to be Golden Axe, you're like, you're in that fantasy land of Golden Axe. If you want to be like this guy fighting crime against drug dealers, you'd go play Narc. Or if you wanted to be a professional basketball player, you go play NBA Jam. And I think I thought of it that way. It was like you escaped into those. They were mysterious, right? There was no internet or any of that stuff. So I don't know. I just always had this like crazy nostalgia for arcade games, and it started young, and it never went away. It's weird. I am chasing something for sure. Like I realize I have serious problems. Like I buy all this crap, but it makes me feel good. So it's better than doing drugs, right? I mean, it's my drug.
That's what's important, man.
Well, that's the power of video games, man. I mean, especially during nowadays where we can't really go to too many places, and everyone goes to their Switch, their PS4, PS5, whatever it is, and get lost in a game to kind of forget what's going on nowadays. And you get lost in a fantasy world or a post-apocalyptic world or whatever.
Just walk outside.
Walk outside, then you walk back in the house and say, "Fuck that!" These people are all sick. I'm going back in the house to play this game because y'all sick as hell.
Oh, man.
Like it's pretty awesome though. It really is video games are a very powerful thing. And then,
It's always been an escape.
Hell yeah.
Man. Regardless of what it is.
You guys got the Insert Coin documentary though, because there's stuff in there that they reveal that's like so crazy. So I played Smash TV as a kid. I remember playing it, but I don't remember like certain details I just didn't pick up on. And I guess in the game when you'd lose, it would say like come back and make it to the Pleasure Dome. Right? And I was and like I never picked up on that. So in the documentary, they talk about this Pleasure Dome thing, and there's a guy they interview, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm so pissed because I never made it to the freaking Pleasure Dome.
It's in there.
I play it to this day, and I can't make it. And then they cut scene to the developer, and he's like, there's no Pleasure Dome.
No way. It's Smash TV? Yeah.
He's like, so if you played it back then, there was no Pleasure Dome. But then he's like, we did do a revision, so they made like new EEPROM at an arcade. Like if you own the arcade, Midway would have came to you and said, hey, we're adding the Pleasure Dome and a couple other fixes if you want to add it. But not every arcade did.
Wow.
So like at his arcade, they never added it.
That's
so for him, it never existed. But they cut back to him. He's like, because the Pleasure was actually pretty lame. It was like this level you'd go to. And it was like these little icons of girls in bikinis, and you just collect them rings in Sonic, and it'd be like, and that's it.
I remember that. That's why I was like, I definitely remember with Pleasure Dome. Yeah, but if they put it in later, that's crazy.
That's funny.
And it is just little icons. You can't see
know that.
anything.
Wow.
Big money, big prizes. I'll buy that for $1. Then you had these big chicks. These chicks were next to him. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's hilarious. Dude.
Man, in NBA Jam, do you guys remember how like NBA Jam was like, it was always an on edge game? Like you were always like on the cusp of losing, but like you could shoot that 3-point shot. And he's like, the logic in the game would make it super easy for you to win by taking that 3-point shot. But if you waited to the end of the buzzer and took a layup, like your likelihood of missing it was like 90%. So awesome because every game was exciting because it was like, oh my gosh, 3-point from half court. It made it cool.
Remember, I just played that arcade basketball game.
Yeah. And
then he chucked the shit from like over full court.
It was basically a full court shot.
And they won with
it.
They
threw it with 2 seconds left and they won on. I was dying.
I was like, what the hell?
I was like, yo, you got scammed. That's amazing.
You're like, I didn't put any quarters in this thing, man. It's ridiculous.
It's like built in. You're gonna get screwed.
Talk about the movie, like just how the stuff was programmed to really just
take your money, man.
Take as many quarters as possible from you. They were talking about how when they made T2, which I own, and it's freaking hard. They're like the guy. I guess they were going on location when they dropped the game.
Thief.
And I can't remember who it was. He turns to the other guy. He's like, dude, the guy lasted 18 seconds. And like the engineer's like, shit, we got to rework this. And the business guy's like, fuck yeah.
That was a quarter eater.
Wow.
It was ridiculous. Literally, they put it in.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yep.
Game over. I was like, dude, you just put in money.
Robbery.
That was a machine gun or whatever.
That was when
Yeah,
you're
it was
fighting the
machine gun.
T2, the metal guy. Like it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so cheap.
Yeah.
I remember that game was tough.
Yes.
I don't remember.
I never played it. I was like, that's
I-
that's
There was
gonna
always
take
a
all my
line
money.
when I saw it. There was
It
always
was
a
50
crash.
cents
Yeah.
each time.
Yeah.
And it would rob you hard.
In the movie where like it's like Arnold and whatever. Arnold's in the truck and they're getting away from the liquid metal dude. I can't remember T-1000.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, going away from him, but he's got a helicopter and he's like ramming the truck. That scene in the game is super hard. The only way I can get past that scene in the one I have in my house is to use both guns because like if it's too close to the truck, if it even taps the damn truck, the whole truck like disintegrates. So you got to like point both guns at the, I don't know. I can't, if someone can get past that as a single player, I can't do it. I need to use both guns.
That's hilarious.
Narc was a thief.
Oh, that would steal all your
that was
fucking
a
cores.
thief.
That will steal the fucking.
T2 was a thief, and Smash TV was a thief. If you get to the last bosses on any of those, your money is gone in seconds.
Yeah.
In seconds.
Absolutely.
Narc was so crazy because when you think of Narc, it's like you weren't like arresting drug dealers. You straight
Blasting.
up
Limbs flying off.
That was the first Mortal Kombat.
Yo,
back dudes. It's cool.
yo, crack was just flying out of their pockets. Like,
But they were shooting you with needles.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Throwing needles at you.
kill dogs. Like, I mean, you didn't kill them. They turn into puppies and run away.
You know what's messed
It's
up?
weird.
The best part was like getting in the car and it's like done in seconds.
Yeah.
though, because you always crash into
So that was
something.
the first
I'm like,
Porsche. Like, you can actually
I'm
get
like,
in and kill like
I'm
that.
like, that's so cool. You get in the car. Oh, it's over.
That was the same with RoboCop, the arcade.
Well, they were RoboCops. Those guys, the way they walked and stuff, they were completely RoboCop.
they did like this.
Yeah, they walked.
Oh, they were like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
That posture, man.
But the two Uzis is dope.
yeah, it's fucking fire, dude.
Yeah.
I loved Narc back in the day, man.
That was
Such
a
a
great
bag.
arc- that was a great
Such a
arcade.
bag.
I love that, dude. It was
Why
Narc.
doesn't someone remake Narc?
Oh, a remake of
Like,
Narc?
why
Oh
doesn't
gosh,
someone remake
like
Yo,
a 3D version.
Dude, I've been pushing for a remake of
way.
Narc, E-SWAT. Like, there's a lot of these games I used to love.
Golden Axe remake.
Golden Axe, Double Dragon, all them shits.
Well,
man.
Revenge of Death Adder never was ported to a console.
Which is
It's coming out with the arcade thing.
that's criminal.
They had a small little mini arcade
Well, it goes
thing.
up to
Yeah.
the TV, but still, at least it's coming out finally.
That game's
Yeah.
dope.
It's on Arcade One Up did a Death Adder. It's just it was like limited in its release,
Really?
but you can buy it right now. I think it's going to come out. So if you go to GameStop, it's available if you wanted to get it, but it's coming out. Well, actually, I don't know because there was that big. Did you guys hear that whole story about how there was this like huge cargo ship that was coming from China and it like lost 1,800 shipping containers, which
Oh.
yeah, like it lost a ton of people's products. So like I don't know if there's. Yeah, so like all these companies that do home arcade are all like all of a sudden all their like delivery dates are into next year now because like they lost like there's like arcades at the bottom of the ocean right now.
Wow.
Yo. How the hell do you look? That must have been
guess
some
they-
either some
Or
heist.
someone robbed that.
some heist.
Someone robbed that.
Yo, Nintendo knocked that out. Blame Nintendo. Yo, Nintendo had something to do with that.
More bad PR.
They're like this the Joy-Cons. Just
No Etika Joy-Cons coming now.
No, take them out.
It drifted into the ocean.
Let's drip that to the ocean.
Retro Sub is asking about the skit you did. He says that.
Oh yeah, it wasn't our finest hour. I pretended to be like the captain of the ship, and so like on my screen, you saw like just a ship. Like it was basically the ship with all the shipping containers like going through the ocean. And like someone was calling me from like a manufacturer, and I'm like, yeah, everything's cool, don't worry about it. Like I've been like we're fine, we're good. And then all of a sudden I cut to this scene where it's like really rough waters and the shipping containers are falling off. I'm like, don't worry, that's not your stuff. It's cool. And then all of a sudden this other one falls. I'm like, yeah, that's your stuff. Actually, it's a full complete loss. Like it was stupid, it was dumb. Don't watch it. Don't waste your time. It's like all out for me. It's a waste of your time.
Wow.
It's fucked up.
I couldn't imagine that though, man.
Dude,
couple
that's
weeks.
mortifying.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
Probably all PS5s.
Oh
yeah.
At the grand
PS5.
things like There could have been PS5s on there.
PS5s.
Imagine if
I
the
wouldn't
whole
be
shipment.
surprised.
Imagine if the whole shipment was PS5s.
Oh my god! Would not be surprised.
And then
Nope.
one guy
Nope.
who scalped them all is gonna be like, "Oh my god, all 3,000 of my PlayStation 5s. How would I ever sell them now?" That'd be
Like,
amazing.
joke. I did so the day I saw that article, I'm like, I gotta see. Like, I don't know anything about shipping, like these big cargo ships. So I did a YouTube search for tour of a cargo ship. This freaking video was 30 minutes long and sped up, and it you kind of think of you've seen a shipping container, right? Like these freaking boats are huge, and they're like going down a level of stairs, down another level of stairs, down another level, and you're seeing like shipping container. I'm like, how is a boat float in the water? Like, how is that even remotely possible? And to lose 1,900 of them, but then look like there's still a ton more. Like, I don't know how many they hold, but
It's like a city.
it's crazy. And then they're like, generator 1, generator 2, generator 3, backup generator 2-3-4. I'm like, dude, this thing is huge.
Man.
I don't know. I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff.
Man,
But
It's like
engineering.
it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
like, think about it. Like, that thing is shipping. I'm sure like all that stuff comes from I'm guessing Xboxes and PS5s come from Shenzhen, China, like everything else, right?
Yeah,
So it's coming by boat, probably.
Nintendo's like, we got this helicopter though. We made it. We got to do right through. We got everything right on a freaking airplane.
For real.
Yeah. 20,000.
Wow.
20,000 switches. We good.
20,000 broken Joy-Cons.
Our plan is done. We dropped that ship. What they bombed? Like, that'd be messed up, man. Like, yo,
They bombed the ship.
only switches will sell this Christmas.
Wow.
That'd be fucked.
And they're already selling anyway. So
They don't need to. That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
they
how
won't
it
fix
goes.
the Joy-Cons.
They don't have
that's
Yeah,
their
we, like,
excuse.
make
Those
it
are the fixed
Nintendo
Joy-Cons. Those are all fixed.
You know what the best thing is? Oh no, Nintendo's taking back the Joy-Cons to fix them for you, and then send them back fucked up again.
Because they can't fix it.
They put like a thing in, and it's like the material that
It
they
lasts like
use-
2 months, and then it's like, no, it's fucked up again.
Yeah, it's same thing happened to mine.
How did that-
Going back, it was working, and then next thing you know, it's
Y'all just
the material. They got the cheap material that they use.
Does that issue exist in the light? Like, does the light have the same issue? Like, does this actually have the same Joy-Con?
It's made out of
Can
the
it-
same stuff, yes.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard much about the drifting on
I
it.
don't play it that much, but I've never had the issue on here. I have like an original Switch, like the multicolored one that came out. Like, that one has a little bit of drift, but this one
I
doesn't.
don't think it's
This one's
as
been-
widespread on the light as it
I haven't
is
heard it.
on the regular.
Yeah, I
one.
haven't heard of that.
There's been a few cases.
But a lot of people don't play their lights, so
A lot of people don't play their lights.
I don't know why they would play that.
This for me is like super easy when it's like, she's home now, so I gotta kind of do that. But like, this is like
We get it.
like the wife approved game system because it's like kind of it's small. It's not that doesn't. I don't know. Whatever.
Blink once for yes.
Quick punch fit.
If you need help. Just,
But it's less offensive to play. It's like a phone. So.
Yeah. It's not as bright. Like, she's kind of whatever.
He's like, I've said too much. I don't want
to give it away.
He's looking behind. Yeah, that'd be so funny if she like crept up behind you. You didn't even know it. I'd be like, oh shit.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing over there, huh? What's going on?
There was a live stream where I have 2 cameras. Like, I have actually like 3 cameras in here, and there's one like right over there. And I asked her if I was like texting her real quick. I'm like, can you bring me a glass of water? And she just had like a lower cut like tank top thing on, and she walked from the side.
no.
And I didn't see that camera. Like, I didn't even know that camera was on. And all of a sudden I start seeing like in the chat, they're like, side boob.
Oh no!
Super embarrassed after, because everyone was like, this is the best episode ever. Wasn't my fault.
No!
wait, what? Oh shit!
It's like I'm an internet legend now.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh man!
it had more likes than like the typical video.
I wonder why.
Man, I was like, I should just quit. It's like,
Phil was on Twitch and be like, oh, why am I banned?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a mistake. Obviously.
That's hilarious.
The bots don't care.
Like we've issued you a cease and desist.
Yeah.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Using tactics.
You're using tactics.
It was tried and true. Those are tried and true tactics.
It was part of
Yeah,
the
right.
whole show.
It's like, why did I get 1,000 freaking new subscribers today? What's happening?
Same video I always do.
It's like for one reason, this show's extra special. All right.
Oh man.
How do I do that again?
Honey, can I have a glass of water? And then he looks at the camera.
I'm feeling kind of thirsty.
I'm kind of thirsty.
The chat wants to know which episode that was.
Yep.
Feed a cat. Cat.
I think the chat is thirsty now. Terrible.
Retro, what's the name of that video?
Yeah. What episode was that?
research.
You can use the internet for research.
Yes.
That is
to find it.
Man, we in a quarantine right now.
Yes. That's true. Yes.
It's so bad.
It's
so bad.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
So, any other questions for Ralphie? Chat, y'all got questions that we missed? I know there was probably some in the beginning. That we
I'm
missed.
sure there's
So, if
some.
y'all got any other, we'll play Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry. Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, man. Gotta make that into a thumbnail or something. I don't know.
I gotta do that, man. That's
Oh,
a good idea.
man.
That's
yeah.
funny shit.
There's gotta be a Breath of the Wild video somewhere. So
Oh, I'm gonna do.
Guaranteed there's a million hits on that already.
Yeah, probably.
We should have trademarked that.
I know. We
Like we
fucking
thought of it 2 years,
I'm about
4
to say,
years
yeah,
ago.
it's a
I'm about to
little
say,
late.
as soon as it was announced, someone had a video up for
it
that.
should have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Garbage.
You fucked up, man. You fucked up.
I will do some research and find out if that's a title. Like,
Oh, we know you will.
Yes, you will.
You definitely
And then
will.
he finds the porn parody.
like, here it is.
hey, I just Google. I'm just
I
Googling.
found it.
I'm just Googling.
It's
Whoa.
research. Research.
I'll let y'all know if it was there or not.
Wow.
All right. So that seems to be. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got
Set-
any questions?
guys,
I think that was a successful show.
that's how it's referenced. We've said it all.
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
if you guys watched.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
We've had enough derail for days on this
Yeah.
podcast.
yeah, man. I think we got lost. We derailed and went some other
We did.
direction.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed. I love derails. I love
Listen,
it
that's
so
the show.
much.
That's what
I
makes the show.
love derails so much. It's so hysterical to me.
Listen, if we got on here and was like, so such and such happens today,
That's not fun.
and we would like
No,
to talk
no,
about it.
no.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not a show.
No.
Dude, we went
That's a script.
we went
It's
from the Game Awards to Popeye's Chicken.
Exactly.
Popeye's chicken is good though. You
They
gotta
should,
really try
they've
that.
gotten
It is
awards.
good, man.
They've
It
gotten
is
game awards. I'm pretty sure Popeye's
might
Chicken
order-
has won game awards. Best chicken.
Oh man.
That's
Anyway,
one of the categories. You didn't see.
That reminds me when KFC trolled Sony and Microsoft.
Oh, with
their
the console?
new system. Yeah, what are they called?
The KFC
the KFC, the KFC
KF console.
I was like, yo, that's hilarious. And people,
It
some
looked
people-
real.
Some people were gassed. They're like,
looked
yo,
real.
word, KFC's making a console.
KFC is making a console. What?
I heard the game's a finger licking good.
I have so many jokes for that. I'm just gonna leave alone. Leave it alone.
Oh man.
But anyway, Ralph, we definitely have to have you back
Oh,
on
hell
the
yeah.
podcast, and we have to collaborate on something. I'd like to see that
Yo,
boot camp.
we gotta put him through the boot camp gauntlet. Watch him sweat.
I'm telling you, if like once like COVID's up, like as I was all about traveling for this kind of stuff to do that, you know, I would totally do it. Like if it was safe to do and like
Right.
things return a little bit more to normal, I'm down.
Right.
I'm down for modern gamer boot camp.
Yes.
We'll get some Popeyes.
Yeah, we'll get some Popeyes, some
We'll get some
liquor.
Popeyes.
We'll get some beef patties. It'll be great.
Shout out to Smoke Back Official
You
in
gotta
the
have
chat.
strict requirements. Like you got to stay up for so many hours. You got to get through so many hours of gameplay. Like I'm
Oh,
in.
yeah.
If I'm gonna go in,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna go all
Hell
in.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
man.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, we're down for it.
That'd
Be
be
a
a
real
fun-
boot camp.
That'd be an amazing episode, dude. I got ideas already going
Yeah,
through my
dude.
head.
You know, I forgot they said Mario Lopez is playing the Colonel in a Lifetime movie. I thought that was a joke. I think is that a real?
I
I
thought
thought the joke too.
I don't know.
that has to be. I saw it in
I
a
don't know if
commercial or
that's true,
something,
it
right?
looked like a joke to
That's
me.
a joke.
Colonel, really?
I was like, Mario Lopez does not look like the Colonel.
Man, listen,
How the
That makes sense to me.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you guys watch the Tyson fight?
I did.
I saw a lot
I
of
saw the
yes,
highlights.
I
I
saw
saw highlights.
It was like, now go to weedmaps.com to find your sativa and your indica. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it was the weirdest thing. I'm like, why is he advertising weed maps? It was just the weird. It was weird.
I think doesn't Tyson own a company?
Oh, he's a
Doesn't he own-
huge weed
He owns
advocate.
a he owns a cannabis
Yeah.
He
company.
looked
He-
mad chill. He said he was high.
He was high before the fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
high
He
before
was
the fight.
mad
No
chill.
shit.
He was chilling.
Oh my god.
He's like, this guy is dying over here. I'm just chilling. This is
Really
nothing.
good, but he could have totally destroyed that fight.
He coulda
right?
ki- he
like
coulda killed
could-
him. Oh, yeah.
He,
No, he
He could have legit.
He just kept getting hugged.
He could have legit killed.
He destroyed.
I think so. Too.
I think they had a conversation beforehand. You know, make it entertaining. Just don't hit him in the face.
right, right.
Hit him in the body.
And
Just don't hit him in the face.
You know what? That speaks volumes for like how Tyson has matured. Because back in the day, Tyson would have been like, "I don't care. I'm just going to kill
I'm
him."
gonna kill
anyway."
that guy.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of cool to see like he's not like gonna bite someone's ear off or whatever. Like I think he legitimately wants boxing to come back. So
Yeah.
I was actually kind of like, even though the whole situation was a little bit weird with the YouTube guy and all that other stuff, but
that was an exciting fight, at least.
kind of was. Yeah, it kind of was. But
I
I loved boxing back in the day, so I'd love to see boxing make a return, but
Same.
we'll see. Because I think the whole thing was that whole fight was to promote his like legends, whatever it is
Yeah.
thing that he wants to start.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll still continue. Yeah, until he gets his ass whipped, he'll continue.
Yeah.
Right.
He looked good though. He looked
He
quick.
did.
Yeah.
He looked
Oh, I
quick.
was
I
excited. I really wanted him to knock dude out, but
He had like bounce in his step. He looked very quick, but like he could have killed Roy Jones, and
that would have been bad.
that
though.
would have been terrible.
if he dropped him, they would have been like, "We gotta stop."
yeah,
this.
it just
We gotta
it
stop
wouldn't have looked good if he knocked him out.
First round, like, yo, 30 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
yo, he's dead.
I mean, they're both legends, man. So
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they told him about Evander next.
Yeah.
They said Evander's gonna happen.
He's gonna bite his ear though.
I would say stay away from Evander.
He's
He's like, I know how to get. I know how to get this guy.
Yeah, stay away from
I'm gonna
Evander.
just headbutt
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
the
You
whole
still
time.
think he's got that piece of ear that he bit off?
Yeah,
No, he digested it already.
He kept a piece of ear.
he kept his ear. He's like, I hear what you're saying.
Oh.
Because I got it in my hand.
I hear he calls it a souvenir.
Now he said it tastes like Popeye's chicken.
And on that note,
See how you bring it back? You gotta bring it back.
Ralph, thank you for being on our
Yeah, thanks
podcast.
you guys for having me. This was so much fun. Like
Yes.
I can't like I feel like I'm looking at the time in my left and I'm like, how the hell were we on for 3
Yeah.
hours?
That's it.
It's like, what,
Time goes fast.
That's a fun
It's just
podcast,
like,
When you're having
it's-
fun, dude, that's what happens.
Drink and
dude.
have a good time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're all about. But
I legit felt like I was I feel like I'm hanging out with you guys in the same room. It's pretty
Same,
cool.
yep,
Like, that's a
same.
cool
same,
vibe.
Yeah.
same feeling.
Same here.
Definitely. We gotta get that boot camp popping, and we gotta check out that stream of you and Last of Us
Hell yeah.
I'm doing
as soon as
Hell yeah.
possible. Let us know when you're
Hell
posting
yeah.
that, because I wanna be there live and watch it.
Hell yes.
all right. I'm thinking that like things will get a little slow for me for work around like the week before Christmas. So we're like, is that next week? Yeah. So I'm thinking like sometime next week. I'm gonna do it. Like it's on my thing. Like I'm moving other stuff to make sure Last of Us is
Oh,
on
we'll
that
be there.
list.
We'll be
All
watching.
right.
I'm
all right.
excited.
We'll be watching, man. We'll be in the chat too.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
We'll be in the chat.
making sure you don't get lost.
Yeah, if you get lost, we got you. We'll let you know what's up.
We got you. We got
Yeah, need that.
you. Oh, I get lost all the time. Too,
Yeah,
man.
it's easy to get lost.
I get lost in any game.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, dude. Gonna see you another time, dude.
Yep.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you, man.
Ralph.
Appreciate
Big up,
it.
Ralph. We'll get you back on soon.
Take
Absolute.
care, man.
Have a good one.
Big
Was
up,
a
brother.
pleasure.
Yeah, man.
That was a fun podcast, man.
It was, yeah.
Ralph's a cool cat.
Man.
Ralph's one of those dudes that like he just feels like you known him for a long time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like I've known him for a long time.
Instantaneously, man.
And like he said, it felt like he was just chilling right here
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even before, before we were live.
when we
and
did
talking.
the chat. Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah.
That was
That's
you
a cool
know,
dude, man.
Yeah, Ralph is a cool
Very
cat, man.
Yeah, man.
Because we grew up around the same shit.
Yeah.
Like mine stuff. We got
And
to
the chat was on fire. Thank
Yeah,
y'all for
man.
coming through.
Yeah, y'all are the shit.
Shout out to the chat.
We do this every Wednesday, man.
Speaking
man.
of which, are we gonna do a giveaway?
I would love to do a giveaway, but people get mad at me when I think of my questions.
Do you have to do a question though for a giveaway? You don't have
No, I
to.
don't have to get.
You don't have to. You could just give it
can
to
do it
somebody in
easy.
the chat.
We
If
got
somebody's
a
new,
bunch
you
of
just-
shit.
you
Exactly.
just give it out, man. You don't have to do a question.
All right. Well, first you got to figure out who has an Xbox One or Steam because we
There you
got
go.
tons of Battletoads codes to give away.
We had another Steam also.
We have a moving out.
We have moving out.
We have
yeah.
moving out
Oh, yeah,
Steam.
Moving Out,
We have
yes.
moving out
Oh,
Steam
shoot, that's right.
codes.
Great
We have
multiplayer game. We feature on the channel. Very good.
Battletoads Steam codes, Battletoads Xbox One codes, CDR. Is that Steam?
CD-Run.
CDR, same thing, same shit. CDR.
CD-ROM.
The CD-Run, right?
CDR? CD-RON?
Well, they put it in the same.
Yes,
That's how you
it's
abbreviate it.
CD-RON, yes.
Yeah. But is that Xbox One? It's Xbox One, right?
CD-Run, I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
CD-RON is
Yeah.
Xbox One, yeah.
So yeah, who has Steam and Xbox One? We want to give away a game code to somebody in the chat.
Game code.
And I promise it'll be easy to win it.
Hell yeah.
And no RetroSoft, it can't be you again.
He's like, I'm gonna get. Oh,
He's got to get all these games, man.
that's fine. Whatever. Whoever gets the question, we
Yeah.
True.
Didn't our guest win one before? That
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
So what you got?
I'm just gonna do the pick a number between one
Sano
and.
Magic.
Casano
Okay.
Magic has both Xbox One and Steam.
Okay.
Okay, we got
Okay. We
Steam.
got. All right.
And,
We already got-
Chong Li
We got
has
Chong
Steam.
Li.
You want to do the pick a number between 1 and 10 again? Should we do that? A lot easier, or do you want to?
Pick a number two. Yeah. First one to get the number. Let's go.
Okay.
That's
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. What is it?
Now type in those
Number
numbers.
between 1 and 10. That's all you got to
Yeah.
type. First person
Yep.
to type.
It's on the
Smoke back
to get it.
official.
It's on the top of your keyboard. Just hit those numbers.
Yeah.
And this will be what for Battletoads, I guess, right?
I'll do Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Yeah.
Battletoads.
That's either Xbox or Steam.
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
Xbox or
yeah.
Steam. Hit those numbers
Pick a number between 1 and 10. What am I thinking of right now?
if you don't already have it.
3.
Nope, not 3.
Oh shoot.
All right.
69.
You nasty! You nasty! Why you so nasty?
7.
Fire Island says 7.
7, 8. Nope. Nope.
8.
Oh,
5.
Casano says 8.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. 5. Okay. There's only a few left.
I know. No.
Nope.
Nope,
Not
nope,
5.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. So far, no.
No.
2.
I'm
No.
4. Smoke back official gets it.
Smoke back one.
Congratulations,
Number 4.
Smokeback official.
See, that's what happens when you see us live.
Yep.
Hit us up on what? I don't know how.
Twitter.
Chalk does it.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Instagram, Twitter, and Chalk will take care of that.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was 4. It was 4. You got it already. I'll do it. You want to do another one? Fuck it, we'll do another.
No, do another
Let's do
one.
another giveaway.
Oh, we do another one.
Let's do another one. Fuck it. There's so many people in there. I
Oh,
want to give away
shoot.
more than one. I'm feeling kind of generous. I got my Ninja Gaiden shirt on. Look at that. You see Ryu's eyes peeping at. Now let's see. Stick with Battletoads or move on?
No.
How many moving outs we got?
Shit. I don't even know. I'm gonna look right now. But
I
next
think,
one.
I think we might have a moving out. Who wants to play multiplayer? Y'all watch the channel for multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, moving out is fire. Love that game.
Moving Out's a great
Dope
game.
That's an
soundtrack,
awesome-
multiplayer.
Smokeback has dabbed
Yeah, my phone's.
or sneezed. I don't know. That
Yeah.
emoji.
That was a dap. That
was a dap.
That was that.
You said dap.
He said a dap.
Yeah.
That-
yeah, yeah.
A
Damn.
dap. So he just gave me a pound.
Kev just showed his age right there.
Nah,
I'm
that's a
old.
Dab.
I'm old. So
Jeez.
Damn, Kev.
I'm old. Dap.
Yeah, let's do a moving out.
Okay.
Moving out on
Doing a
Steam.
moving out.
My Twitter keeps shutting off when I open it because I need a new phone. But we do have like a couple codes for Steam. So,
All right. So you got a question or you got a?
I want to do a question so bad. But people are gonna get mad at me.
All right. What? Do you have a question?
I can find one on my phone.
No, you can't.
I put them down. I put
No,
them.
I'm saying it's gonna shut down.
Yeah, seriously, right? Okay.
Smokeback is on that for the DM.
Hell yeah.
I almost want to do the question I did last time, but I'm not gonna do it.
No.
But both of them.
dude.
All right. All right. It's gonna be a question that has to do with one of the members of Level 857.
Right.
You have to name one of the members of Level 857's favorite game, all time.
Any member.
Any member, including Big Truck, even though he's not here.
So this is for the official people who be watching.
I would have said give our real name. Like
No, gosh.
what's our real name? Like one, just give one member's real name.
Well, if they can't get this, then we can move.
Because
on
we
to
always
music.
say it when we
slip
do
up
our
all the
stream
time. We slip up all the time.
all the
Yeah,
time. But if you watch it, you know.
Favorite game.
Favorite game? What's one of our favorite games?
Yeah, true. We have a lot of favorite games.
Oh, that's
All
mine.
time.
Well, we have a lot of new viewers,
Oh,
so it's
mine-
going to be hard
mine is
to.
pretty easy.
69. Retro says
I
69.
swear,
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
That's going to be an answer to something.
Yo. It's because of that Breath of the Wild,
Yeah, man.
Listen, I think for the new viewers though,
Peter Cap.
Peter Cap's
Cap.
Tetris. Of course, it's
Peter
Tetris.
Cap got it.
Peter, do you have? Actually, you get I guess you get the what is it? Moving out.
He got it.
All
Do you
right.
have Steam, Peter Cap?
Look at it. It was almost the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
It
look
was
at that.
Tetris and Tetris Connected, literally at the same day.
You know, all else fails, you just go after Al because everyone knows he likes Tetris. That's the easy one.
Logan says Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for Chalk, right?
That might
Oh, that's
be
a good
one
one,
for
too.
Chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
one for Chalk.
That's
Yeah,
a good
okay.
one. Chalk's got to confirm that one.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's
Dr. Oz, man, it's all good, man.
Locking 247.
We're just happy to have you.
All right, so fine. Who won that? Well, Peter Cap got that, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. I don't know. He doesn't have
Oh.
Steam. Damn
I
it,
got
Peter
Steam.
Cap.
Oh, okay.
Actually-
Well, then that goes to
And then you got
Locking 247.
Actually, no.
Go scroll up, scroll
No.
up, scroll up, scroll
You
up.
had another Tetris.
Tetris Connected,
Tetris-
Kasano
well,
Magic.
Kasano Magic one. Okay.
Yeah, Kasano Magic said Tetris Connected.
All right.
And
Congratulations,
that's
sir.
true. That is true. That's
Yeah.
your favorite Tetris.
It could have been any. Well, yeah.
As long as there's Tetris in front of it.
Tetris
Well,
99. Tetris
What do you
Effect
got?
Connected.
You said you had Steam, right? Yeah.
Kasano,
Kasano said he has Steam.
you got Steam, right? I think he does.
Yep. So you got it. Leads to Larry. That's mine.
Breath of the Wild.
That's mine. Leads to set sale or whatever. Lump for sale.
Someone said Retromania
Retro
Wrestling.
Retromania Wrestling soon. As soon as I play it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
As soon as it comes out, you got it.
So we'll get Kasano moving out. And who won the Battletoads?
Yes.
Who won-
Yes,
Kasano won moving out on
Kasano
Steam.
Magic won moving out on Steam. Yes.
And who won the Battletoads?
was it Smoke Back official?
Yes.
Go back to
Smoke
it.
Back
Cool.
official.
Yep.
So Chalk, if you see those, get them some codes.
Make it happen.
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
And we'll be back next week
Yeah, Smoke
with
Back
some more
official one
codes.
Battletoads.
Yeah,
Chalk.
man. Congratulations, y'all. For
I'm in the
winning
process of trying to get some G.I. Joe codes too. So
those. No, we're working on some
working on some more.
some big things.
Mm-hmm.
Some big things. But thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for
Yep.
watching.
All the new viewers, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the new
Everybody
viewers
always-
stopping by. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming
man.
by.
And always, our family in there.
That's
We
right.
appreciate all y'all because we consider our family always on here.
Hell yeah.
Definitely,
Yep.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And follow us on our social media. And of course, we have that wonderful live streaming schedule, which includes Tetris Tuesdays with me at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then
LG857.
That's right.
Relax.
Then we have the podcast broadcasting live every single Wednesday night.
With all of us.
7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Throwback Thursdays with Sticks.
Sticks.
9 p.m. Eastern. And Fighter Fridays with Big Choco.
Choco.
Stop
At 9
peeking,
p.m.
stop
Eastern.
peeking the mic.
No, I'm going over here, man. That ain't peeking. That's why I'm yelling over here. That ain't peeking.
And that being said, once again, thank you so much. Until next week, y'all. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.